So you think it's only stuck to my head, yeah? What now, dude? What now? Peaky, boost me. I want to try this boost. Come here.
Are you fucking shit? Losable.
Wait, what the fuck?
You're gonna go bone him on, dude.
I think we can all get behind that one.
Hi, mom. Dude, what the fuck?
Started watching it this year. It's not bad.
Yo, says I don't need to know what you're into right now.
What are you watching hentai?
Yeah, it's not bad. I used to think the same thing my whole life until you actually watch it.
Says what is hentai?
What is hentai?
I thought I killed him.
Do it again, coward.
Oh! Oh my God! No way!
That nade did, bro.
Oh yes!
Stop!
Yes! Yes! One already crossed that side. Okay.
Where are they?
Out in there! Holy shit! Bro! What the shit?
Just not right. Just not right.
What do you mean just snoring? Watch yourself. Watch yourself! What do you mean just snoring?
I knew it.
Killed one trying to push you. Another one? No, I am cheating.
Why are there so many big cocks everywhere?
All right.
Suspect is down but breathing.
This looks like a
Stable.
Gotham.
He was breathing?
Yeah, see? Well, now he's... Not anymore, I guess. Now he's dead. Look away, look away.
3, 2, 1, look away.
So quick. Look at it. Do not look away.
Oh, dark hallway here for Tucker. Oh, what the? Oh my! Oh. Tucker, you okay?
Plum,
Hey.
come on out here. Come out here. I got something to
Here's what I want to do. Bean can? Freaking Eric? Bean can? What the
Get
fuck
on my
is
head, get on my
bean
head.
can? What the fuck is bean can?
What the fuck, man? How do you not
What the
know
fuck
that?
is bean can?
The boost, bro.
I'm gonna plant the bomb up here. He's cat.
What?
1 HP. Yes!
Oh, is it lower? Is it lower?
Oh my god.
Behind the plant, behind the plant.
Yeah! What? No way! This guy, bro.
Oh, is that it? Oh, so bright.
Wait, you can die?
We're all supposed to
proud of these guys. Get your knives out. Come here. Come here. Fuck. One more love. Come out.
Long? 38 days. You got banned.
That means one of you
Eric.
fuckers reported me. Almost missed him. Wait, that's a flop. That's a flop song. Hello, good morning. Fatty's here. I did not eat the webcam. I am here. What up, guys? What up? How we doing? Oh, man. Sorry. I was getting my unk stack, bro, for the day. Oh, got my coffee, creatine, oatmeal, and fiber. Let's go, dude. My Metamucil. Let's go. I'm locked in. I'm fucking locked in. Brother, wearing not a black shirt once. Brother.
We had that Navi
not my
phase
fault, you're
matchup.
stupid,
There were a
Hershey.
lot of eyeballs on that, a lot of curious
consistent. You're
thoughts
just
about
consistently
what this
dumb if
phase
you
might
think
look
about it.
like. What I'll tell you is they don't look like a contender against Navi.
I mean, it's another day that ends in Y. FaZe struggling. I mean, I don't really know where to go with that one. I mean, again, this is an organization that went from major finalist to not even making the major in the span of about 4 to 5 months. I mean, no one else has really done that in CS history. It's just been a colossal downfall.
Yeah, we can give them a little bit more leeway because it is a team that's so much in flux. You're changing IGL, your captain's out, you have no idea who's going to be on the team in 2 months, frankly. You got a new coach in, but the reality is for everybody on FaZe right now, this is the proving ground. This is where you earn your right to stay on that team, or the team justifies to you that you should stay there as well.
Dude, Frozen's like the dog in that meme where everything's on fire. He's like, this is fine. Someone save me, please.
He might be the dog in that meme where it's like, you know, everything's on fire and he's looking at his travel options at this point.
Exactly. Yeah,
well,
that's what's on the newspaper.
Only the future will tell. FaZe get another chance to prove themselves today. And then in that final matchup of the night, we were expecting Furia to also emerge as a strong contender. Gamer Legion instead pull that one through. They're going to be playing in front of the crowd here in Fort Worth. That is a pretty stunning result for the Gamer Legion.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking yesterday about how Furia looks a little bit more mortal than they did last year, right? They won those 4 titles. The second season of 2025. They looked like a really strong contender. This year, they haven't been as consistent. We didn't think Gamer Legion would draw blood. I mean, that's kind of a step down even further than what we thought Furia could do. But for Gamer Legion, that's one of the biggest wins they've had in a long time, if we're honest, right? So shout out to them. We saw PR finally getting back to the form that we knew him for kind of early last year, where he looked like a Rookie of the Year candidate. Some of the other guys showed up as well. So props to them for pulling off a big upset.
Perhaps promising as well, right? Maybe getting them back into that conversation. Certainly playing in front of the crowd is going to be a great earn for them, and well fought indeed. We might just be moving into a little bit of a break here, Dust, because we do have a lot more action coming the way of the folks watching at home. And so we need to get ready for our first matchup of the day. We'll be back in a flash.
What about that Knights game last night? Pretty wild, dude. I won't lie to you. I watched it go to OT and I passed out. I was so fucking tired, but I watched it this morning when I woke up. Holy shit. Bro, I can't believe they fed Eichel, though, to lead it to OT. It's crazy. Yeah, Ducky. I'll be there. I land. I'm literally leaving in a few hours. Zite, thanks for the 8-month reset. Thank you. And thanks for subbing 6 months at a time. How many of you sub 6 months at a time? God damn, thank you. But like,
What is that? Quadruple deagle out of Jabby.
He's going to be able to stop them before they even set up the grenades. That's devastating. Fallen gets one in return, but there's no way you could bring into this bomb site. Cello gets a kill, and at the backside there, missed opportunity. Fallen, that's a shot you had to hit. He's going to get it eventually. The fact that they're even here with the bomb plant is kind of sick. Oh, what? Wide, takes down Cadian. What on earth is going on? Shush jumping the corner, but he did not have the ref line. What? It's Fallen! You must be kidding me! How do you win that round?
They're shuffling the molly around. If that actually unseats one of these T's, this is very possible. Let's see where it goes. Okay, this should be a kill for Monacy.
Not gonna lie.
Shot. There it is. All right, just Hobbit now. 1v2. He's got a great angle.
Yo Inferno was definitely better, though.
Disruption. Monacy just soaring across his screen.
He's almost getting himself killed no matter what. Yeah, this
I said what I said.
So hard to deal with on the other side. When even he lands the shot. Yeah, Hobbit not happy with that one.
Doesn't really change. It doesn't change the map, but I hate the clutter on New Inferno. Like, seeing that shit makes me feel so
Right in
man.
there. He misses the
I hate
first
the
shot
clutter.
in midair. Nico, though, a single tap of the USP. A second. Oh my God! It's all about Nico again.
It looked like FaZe had a solid read on this as Nico closes it out. He gets the kill he wanted, and you can see so calm now.
Yeah, Jackie's he's been holding it down.
Next to take down Device and Vegas.
Shake, thanks to the 61-month primer. Thank you.
Cold Sierra cleaning it up. 3 kills just like that.
Are the Red Wings any good at hockey?
Oh, double smoked. Big mistake.
Once upon a time, before you.
Yeah, you don't want to do
You
that.
know, probably,
Although they're
you know.
coming right through,
Well,
they're
actually,
getting
no. When I was,
shut down.
they've been good while I was
Oh my
alive.
Lord, he's just took down 4 people in absolutely no time.
They're a
flat.
fringe
It's
playoff team right
Barcelona
now.
on
They're
the
not
other
horrible.
side. What an absolutely absurd performance here. Now sneaking through on the other side. Daps is waiting. And one
But-
more headshot. He's waiting for it.
They're not turning heads
Timing is
either.
everything. He's going. Oh! It can't be real. Didn't see anybody landing the triple right through the smoke. I've never seen anything like it. And now,
Oh my God,
at
these
least
smokes.
they're gonna get the
Ugh.
bomb plant, but FaZe are being
Brother,
robbed
ugh.
once again. Naf, he's still in play in this round. On the other side is Rain, and he wants more. Naf, have you no mercy? He's gonna pick up an ace in the round.
Their aggressive setups with their rifles are totally fine. Alicia's always delivering. And there is a shot that just runs right into him.
Oh my God! No way that just happened.
Cold Zero, eat your heart out. Oh, he's got a third.
Imagine-
Nacho slamming down the gauntlet. And
Imagine they had the fucking kill feed back then, jumping no scope.
There's 10 for the Deagle once again. He needs to stay
Actually, I don't know if that was a no scope. He scoped.
He's coming off the rotation. There's another one from 10. Can he get the last one? It's time he's won the round of all these Deagle shots. And that's a much needed last round for Cloud9.
And hopefully we'll get a good start on some of the maps and get into this flow.
Bro, can we talk about how many times
then I think we can
Astralis
beat
have played each other
almost
this year,
anyone.
chat? Look at this shit,
So,
by the way.
looking forward to that.
Yes, we expected to win. Now you've got your new star fragger, Coolio, playing with you guys. What's it like having him in the server with you instead of standing
Bro,
behind?
look at this.
It's good because, you know, you get the chance
Guys, this
to
is all
see
this year.
Is it hard or is it easy to play, you know, because he's always from the back, so now
Guys,
you get to see, you know.
this
and
is all this
when
year.
we win second map, he say that now he can trash talk us because, you know, he see that he can kill Zaibu and stuff like this, and he said that now he has the power to trash talk even more.
There's nothing like earning that right to shit talk your players.
Guys, we're not
just a
even
little
at the
bit.
major yet. They've
Kruveni,
played each other
sharing a
like
smile
7
there about
times,
Coolio's
bro.
performance. I mean, let's be real. The first map was a little rough, but down the stretch into the series, he looked like he absolutely belonged in that server.
There will be no one frag long movies out there with Linkin Park introducing, doing the memes, setting up all this epic moment, and they get 1 frag or 0. Like, it's not going to happen for Coolio. He's done a good job.
Linkin Park.
It's funny as well. Rugga, we were chatting with him a little bit about it yesterday while waiting for his match to begin, and he was talking about how he had like 1 round where he
whatever, roll it anyway,
with
close
the
enough.
Killed him. And was like, guys, this is easy. What's wrong with you? How
Oh,
could he not do
you
it in his own stand-in stint? So it's always a little fun for the coaches to get to roll back the years and relive their glory days. Perhaps Coolio's not even that far behind him.
Yeah, even Agino the Brain as well, I guess, behind them, right? They were able to get their assistant coach, the former assistant coach of Falcons, sitting behind them as well. So now you got like 3 brains kind of working things out. The IGL meta.
You're going to be at Fort Worth. I leave in a couple hours.
Yeah, all in all, not too shabby yesterday. If they were able to make playoffs today, that would be huge for them.
Yeah, I leave in a couple hours.
It'd be a tremendous result, and I mean, I think there's good reason to think that they can absolutely pull it off based on the sample size we've gotten of what they've done so far at this event. Foot have looked downright impressive. They are a fierce team. We know that. We know they have a ton of firepower here, and against Astralis, this is a team that they've played a ton, Dust.
Yeah, and they've played
we're doing the raid like in WoW.
So far this year.
My
4 of those
schedule.
being
Welcome
on
to
land,
why I
2 of
don't
those
raid in
being
WoW.
online, and it's equal split,
This is
3-3, 2-2
cooked,
on land. So pretty crazy stuff. And then Foot's only leading the map count 9-7. So it is a very tight race between these 2 teams. They've really know each other well at this point. New variable, obviously, with Coolio in the server. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this thing plays out because usually their games are quite fun to watch.
They are indeed, and a huge part of that is the young firepower that we know that they can bring, right? This is what this team has been. They were once upon a time an academy squad, and they ooze with talent and potential. We're talking about Jukes, we're talking about Demon, we're talking about
pre-check.
These guys can't
I
shoot.
actually don't have pre-check.
Absolutely. I mean, we kind of talked about this yesterday. Like, even though Long's statistically their best
do
player,
not.
and he plays such an
I
important
could go
role
get
being
it,
kind
I'm
of their
just
primary
lazy.
space taker, plays some star CT positions. The fact that, you know, Jukes, Demon,
I've
and Forbidding
never-
are on this squad, even
The
Cemetery,
line
that's a
has
guy that
never
came off
been
an
long
MVP
in
performance
Vegas
at
when I
Bucharest,
fly out,
right?
so I
So
don't know.
we talk about
And
widely
even when it is
distributed
long,
talent,
like I've flown
a lot
out
of
during
young,
Thanksgiving,
inexperienced
it's still
guys
20
that we've
minutes.
seen rapid acceleration from. I mean, just the incremental improvement we've seen just over this year, you know, to go from missing playoffs a couple of times to making the EPL playoffs
Like,
and
the only-
placing 4 to
like, I'd rather
winning
get global
Bucharest over
entry
the
and then
likes of
obviously that gives me
Mongols, of
pre-check, but-
Paravision, Astralis, obviously they'll play today. Like, those are some pretty big results for a team that, like you said, went from an academy squad that never really played any lands to now doing this.
They are indeed, and as well, we got a pretty good test of what they can do in terms of the map pool with Coolio right now in the Vitality game, right? There's no better team to measure
I live in
yourself
Atlanta,
against
global
than
pre-check
Vitality.
is
We had the
must-
Dusty,
yeah.
we had the Mirage, yes, those you would expect, but I was stunned by how well they managed the
Are you
nuke, a map
90%
that's
flom?
typically harder
Yep.
to play when you have
Yeah,
any
yeah.
sort of tweak to your roster.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good
I'm
point to
from
make.
Columbus,
I mean,
Ohio,
especially
but yeah,
without
I have
Lost, he's like
family
such a
that's
big
Nordic,
weapon
yeah.
for them on that map in particular. But again, this is where the other guys can kind of step up and
How
show
long
what
is the
they're
travel? Just a
capable
few
of. Show
hours.
what Krambini is able to do as the
It's just
fragging
a few
idea.
hour
Show
flight.
that Demon and Jukes are those young anchors and trade fraggers that can help you close things down.
Couple
so
Slay the
it puts a little
Spire
more weight
runs,
on
and I'll
those
be good
guys'
to go.
shoulders, But they bared it pretty well yesterday, in my opinion.
They did indeed, and I wanted to hear a little bit more about how things are going with that, so I talked to Kruveni about it. Let's give it a listen. And I know you guys were talking, I was listening to a Coolio interview from a while ago where he was talking about the emotional
On the
regulation
love field
and
at
how you guys
BFW.
manage that. I know Lau was always a loud guy. Is everybody else filling in to get a little more loud now?
I think yes. I mean, it's a bit different emotion to play with Kulu. Like, it's not as when we play with Longs. I don't know. It feels a bit different, I think, for everyone. But we are trying at least to make it to playoffs, to play with crowd, and that's it. I mean, everyone trying to hype. And Jukes always, it's like same level as Long, kinda. The rest are a bit more quiet, even me. But Kulu's screaming sometimes. So yeah.
Flom's built like a Mack
A
truck
good
in the
balance
Flomly
in the
photos.
emotions. We
yeah,
see them huddling
true,
up right now, getting themselves
I can't,
fired up.
fucking
to
Launders
play
called me a fridge,
again,
dude.
to
We
walk
talked
into
about
this
this.
one, Dust.
I did
It is
finally
one of those
post,
things you have to learn as a young team when you get
some
into
of the
these studio
Flomly
environments, when you
photos
get
on
into
my
stage
Instagram.
environments, right? Managing the emotions, managing the energy levels, conserving it for when you really need it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some other people kind of step up, though, and be the heartbeat of the team. That's what Lonks really did for them, besides being a great frag on the server. He was the heartbeat of the squad, the emotional leader. And you're seeing
you guys
Jukes,
haven't
the other
seen
guys
some
kind
of
of
the
pop
photos-
off and get into it. So it's kind of nice to see that they're able to keep that high energy. energy.
Jakey's fucking
indeed, and it's impressive as
old
well.
school
considering,
camera was
some of the
giving
matches they had. I mean,
some
even in that
heaters.
Astralis best of 5, right? Sustaining it over a best of 5 against a more experienced, more veteran squad can be challenging. Speaking of Astralis, I think they've got their challenges cut out for them here, right? If we see the team that we saw come into the server yesterday, this is going to be over before you know it. They were so very limp.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that was exciting kind of early in the year, having that top 8 at Krakow to kick off the year, everyone looking really solid in their roles. You see them place third at EPL, but that second at Bucharest really isn't as revealing as it may seem when you look at the result. They look very shaky there. They look very shaky yesterday. We see Stair still having a solid performance. He has been a great star player for them throughout the course of this year in general. Usually Fuzi and Yabi have been good for them as well this year. They were a bit off yesterday, but bro, Ryu had 5 kills in 40 rounds yesterday, 30 ADR. That's unacceptable. Like, you have to be able to deliver, especially when you're going against a foot with the stand-in and the pressure's on you to make playoffs. Like, we got to see more out of him.
Yeah, it is definitely disturbing for Ryu, you got to imagine. And there's also this situation, right, where
Okay,
if you
economy,
are
dude.
a team that's
Oh,
playing
shit, I
with
forgot
a
to run the
stand,
ad.
maybe you want to simplify
Shit,
some of
I
the
ripped
things
it, I
you're doing
just
on the
ripped
team
it.
side. And if you can look at the other team and see one
How's
glaring
Sun
red
Harvesting
weak
today? I
point
don't know, I've been
against
doing good. I
Zelda
haven't been,
you
like,
can just run at
checking
that
it.
guy. You can figure out where he's playing. You can apply the pressure. And
I
see
believe, if
maybe
I'm not
today's gonna be
mistaken,
better. So
we've
that Ryu's
created
gonna
an
be
entire
testing. You know he's
excess
gonna have
of
to
1
stand out here.
megawatt this
Yeah, I
year.
mean, I know I'm sounding harsh, but it's because I know what he was
When I was
capable
looking
of
at the
when he
yearly.
first came onto the scene at Krakow.
But I'm
And
curious
actually,
what it'll
his
look like
earlier
in the
lands, he was an
summer.
exciting anchor, extremity player, able to make some plays, sometimes even get a little bit
Oh, yeah,
aggressive and
we've
create
been
openings.
frying.
Like, he looked like
We've been
a really
harvesting
solid pickup for
hard.
the squad, but we've seen him kind of taper down these last few events. And, you know, I know that it's obviously experience he still needs to gain. He's the least experienced player on the team, but he's going to have
You
to
store
come
that
alive
shit? Well, I
today.
do have
He can't be
batteries,
that
but
weak point.
I
You might
sell it
think,
back.
oh, a foot have a weak point because Coolio.
in
Coolio
Nevada,
outperformed
you
him
get
big time
permanent
yesterday,
credits.
So we got to watch out for that.
We've got our veto coming through here. It's going to
Yeah,
be Mirage.
so
with
my
the Chris
credits
Stralis.
never go
Foot
away.
coming through with the nukes, so they like what they saw yesterday. And then we've got the, oh, sorry, I'm flipping those in my brain. Foot picking Mirage, that makes a lot more sense. Astralis picking Nuke, that makes a
1
lot more sense.
megawatt in
And then
4 months,
Ancient is
that
the
was
deciding
fast.
dust.
Well, we have a big ass
Yeah,
system, but
nothing
also
really
keep in mind,
surprising here.
MacBook,
Both
my
teams going with the
system
permabands,
probably
foot
won't
picking
produce
Mirage,
enough
as
in
they
the
always
summer.
have done for the most part.
With the
Astralis has
ACs,
changed
both
it up in the
ACs
past. They've
running
obviously gone
crazy.
for Overpass. They've even picked Ancient a time before, so they're going to pivot to Nuke this time around. I think that's just more of them adjusting to the fact that they're not getting results that they want.
So
on some of
basically,
those
I
other picks.
overproduced
But
right
with
now by a
Mirage coming
lot.
First, Foot lead that head-to-head 4-1. Like, they are a really,
And
really strong
then
Mirage team. They've
in the
won
summer, it's
12
gonna
of the
chip
14
away at
games
that.
they've played this year.
We did mention yesterday the absence of Lonks might make things a little bit more difficult. That is something maybe that Astralis can look to for a silver lining, but it seems like the silver linings are few and far between right now for the team. in red.
No,
Yeah, I mean, the blueprint
I
that
didn't
we kinda
generate
saw Vitality
0.4
use to cripple
megawatts
Foot
this year.
yesterday was disrupting
It's
their
more
mid
than
control.
that.
You know, I think that's the big thing you have to do. Foot are very reliant on getting mid control and doing the plays from there in the mid.
No,
round.
that's the
Some teams are a
excess
little
we
more
have.
execute oriented or like doing the fast 4-1
Total
splits, things of
generated
that nature. And while Foot
MWH for
can
this
play
year for
aggressive
me
and
is
play those types of styles, They
15.3.
really like that mid foundation. So we can see if Astralis can try to get disruptive in middle.
Strike
if that's
thanks
a
to the
win
5
condition of some sort
super
like
chat.
that.
What do you
But
think will win?
otherwise, you do feel like Foot are just the heavily favored
Wait,
team.
it's
They're
a
so
more
dynamic
symmetry
on this
review?
map,
Ah,
so
fuck, dude.
versatile.
Ryu surely
really
can't play
deep
like he did
playbook
yesterday,
and
right?
just show the results.
Final thought here, Dust. Do you believe in the Astralis bounce back?
I definitely don't.
Definitely don't.
That's megawatt hours?
No
I know.
hope, perhaps coming through from Dust Moret, but we'll see if Astralis
That's
can
pretty
take
cool
it to
looking
the
all this
stars,
shit, though.
or if Foot might just be the surprise of the tournament. To bring you through this action, we've got our wonderful casters, Dinko and Moses.
My goats.
I like the way he really held on to casters there.
Caster. I like that a lot. Yeah, and you know what I like? There's something different about
Look at
this
these
game,
guys, man.
Jason. It's Astralis versus Foot. That's not surprising.
Have you guys
We
had a
get that every
chance to
single
listen to
tournament.
the
At least
podcast
we
with
have
me,
a little
Dinko
change-up.
Moses,
Coolio's
chat?
gonna play, so
Yeah.
something different.
You know,
to talk about.
I was shocked to hear Dust just say that Foot were the favorites in this one, with Coolio standing in the place of Long, saying that they're going to be the team that's the favorites in this match. That's really interesting.
Thanking next to 2-month reset, thank you.
I don't know
Jumper,
if I give
thanks to
them
the primer,
heavy
thank
favorites.
you.
I don't know if I give them favorites.
Yeah.
I think this is I think on some level, I think based off of what we saw yesterday with Astralis' poor performance and Foot's impressive performance against Vitality, that's going to sway things as well. I think that's where, for me, this is like even. But it's quite an indictment on the Astralis team that's trying to gain ground leading into the major if they can't beat
Mom, you
with
should
their-
start a
with their
podcast
coach.
with
Exactly
these
the
guys. I
team they've
did,
played
man.
so many times before as well.
I'll do it again.
I mean, it's going to be frustrating for Astralis.
You have to pay
coming
for
out
that
yesterday, I
podcast?
think.
No, you
You're
don't, you
highlighting
don't.
it perfectly on the test.
Just
this
watch the
morning
most
about
recent
just how
YouTube
disappointing
videos.
it was.
And
You know,
then
even
I
that
am just
second
gonna
half,
call it
the scoreline
Flomcast
looked
and
a little
fucking
bit
call
more
it a day,
respectable.
'cause I'm not
That fake
original and it's
comeback
fine.
in the second half to give them
It's
a
just
few
a
extra
fucking
rounds to
name.
play with. they did just get straight up wrecked by G2 yesterday.
Yeah.
And they leave that game with no positivity. Whereas Foot leave that game versus Vitality, and they had a shot at beating Vitality with a coach. So I think your confidence is soaring if you're Foot, and the opposite for Astralis. And for that, I can't see a world in which Foot win this today.
Absolutely. We heard Hooksy yesterday riding his boys as well in terms of making sure they're focused and playing a good game of Counter-Strike. So we'll see if they come in today with a little bit of a different attitude. We are going to have Foot attacking on the T side here of Mirage. All 5 players towards the B halls. It's going to be Yabby and Hooksy to defend. Nade primed out towards Catwalk. So
You're just
Yabby
here
going
for
to try
one
and
game,
drop
right?
some
Yep.
utility damage
I fly
as
out
they
after
progress
this.
towards Hooksy's position.
Heading into the B-bomb
Oh my
site for
God,
Demon,
well,
and he's
are you
dead.
having
He's severed
fun?
off by his teammates because of the utility, so
Jesus.
Yabby gets to slow them down. Now they've got 2 players are short here for Astralis, but they're
They actually
flooding
held
through.
on to their
Foot getting into
flashes.
this. Hooksy only managing the one, and the in-game
And
lead on the other
Astralis
side
didn't
of
fully
things,
rotate.
managing
They thought it
2.
was a
So now that
fake.
bomb gets planted,
They stuffed
and
him
will
so
be
good they thought it would be like, no
required
way
here
they're
from
still going to be.
Astralis.
Ooh, let's throw the push from Benny, taken down. That's a nice find. And now you can play it a little bit slow. Plenty of time still in the bomb for Astralis to take their time.
And one of the players
Will the whole
remaining is
podcast
Coolio
episode
here
be
for Foot.
free?
He's going to play behind the vans here.
On
Looking at
YouTube?
Symmetry to
Like-
do a lot of the heavy lifting here, not wanting to leave his coach in a 1v3, but that's
It
what's
won't be.
happened. Coolio
But
out
hold on.
towards
I'll-
Van and gets run down
On
by
YouTube,
Fuzi.
it won't be.
So
Once
Astralis
we get a
pulling
name and a
pistol,
logo, we can just slap it up there and you can get it
waiting
for
on
free other
Benny to come
spots.
into the market.
A good retake
we're
really
playing the
lets
algorithm
them
game.
get away with one. I think Hooksy has a blown rotation there. I think that's the mistake, is shifting from the van, from the bomb site, dropping that Molotov, shifting towards the position of Yabby just means you don't have multiple angles. You can't slow anyone down. You're kind of 2 players in one spot and there's not enough space to operate. So a really nice retake to make up for that little mistake. Plant comes in for Foot. You have to imagine there's going to be a buy, and indeed there will be. 3 Galils picked up for the Foot attack here in round 2 of the first half. Jugs and Coolio going to be back
I
on
can't
the
believe that
pistols.
went from Foot getting
I mean,
stuff
we've
to then
passed it so many
holding on to the
times
util, then
for
taking
games.
the B
I
bomb
think
site, and then
I've said this a
Astralis
million
flawlessly
times this season,
retaking.
but, Foot are really good
It
at
seemed
winning
like
these
the
rounds,
less,
Jason,
the least
you know,
likely
and
thing to
Astralis will
happen
know that better
kept
than anyone.
happening.
True, especially with the
Like,
PGL
easily.
Bucharest Grand Final, where
Yeah.
Foot really gave him the business with the Deagles on multiple points.
Yes, it was.
How's
the
Nori's
reason they
pottery
just
been? I
kept
want to
turning
see some of the
ties back
shit
in their
she's
favor.
made.
Every time Astralis thought they got a break,
She may have posted some on
would
her
find a
Instagram.
round like this. So
That was Foot's
MacBook with a gifted
first
sub to Molly. Chat and match and all
trophy in
gifted on Twitch,
CS2,
YouTube,
and
Kick.
obviously
Thank
for
you.
these
And
young
Romulus,
players,
thanks
their
for the
first trophy
19.
as well
Thank you,
back
thank
in
you.
Bucharest, a 3-1 Grand Final victory over Astralis.
we got Snare turning back to try and deal with the underpass plays. 3 kills coming in for Astralis. Demon's still alive, still a threat, and Wild.
Oh,
from
okay.
Fuzi,
All right,
but
Fuzi.
Stylish
All right, man.
in
Wind
the
out,
end
thanks
will
for the
find success
19-month
onto
partner.
Demon
Thank
with
you.
that jump up into the window. And Jukes just doesn't look like he's going to find himself a 1v3 here with the Deagle. They're all split up across the map here. Astralis, should be no way in which Jukes is able to get near them.
Yeah, first 2 rounds is a really nice start for Astralis. I think playing well in these first 2. The very slow retake on the pistol here as well. The traps laid, nobody overextended, nobody springing the trap a little bit early. Communication seems to be an, oh my lord.
Nice
good place.
shot. Wait,
that's
that's
one player
actually,
down, and that's an op that Astralis is going to be desperate to recover when the round ends.
All right.
Got to deal with Hooksy at top mid.
What?
Scared of his own shadow. Yeah.
He said, "You stay down. You fucking stay down. That's right."
Now, and he will grab it.
Yeah,
so Yabby gets the AWP.
He said,
in the
"Fuck
next
you,
round
dude."
For Astralis. But really important.
Please see thanks for the 5-month resub, bro. I see you subbing 6 months at a time. See you tomorrow, fat man. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
With the guys saying,
I don't know if I have any.
we're not losing to a team playing with a stand.
I asked to do meet and greets. I think Blast is trying to facilitate. Nothing's planned yet,
There's a different angle
though.
too, where if you're Astralis, if you're Hooksy and Rugga, like you're talking to the team this morning, you're like, guys, look at this format. We win 1 game and we're in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Let Rugga play. He is ass. He will smash you.
Better for you than I'm here.
Always self-deprecating, my boy Hooksy, isn't he? Yeah,
that's good.
But you know what I mean? Like that, I think that's got to be the conversation. If you want
How
to
do
put
you
like a more
justify buying an
positive
off
angle to
second
get
round?
the mindset and the place to compete is like.
Well,
yeah,
okay,
we lost
the
yesterday
reason
and we looked like complete crap.
Right.
But if we win today, we're in
when
the
you get
playoffs,
bombed
and that
down, a
doesn't
lot
matter
of teams,
anymore.
if you get bombed down second, they don't force buy the. Or if you get bombed down on pistol round, you don't force second, and you buy AKs third. Fozy bought an op, assuming that they were going to save that second round to have an op for when they had AKs to have a gun advantage.
Through the slip here.
Foot said, "We don't give a flying fuck about what the normal is. We're gonna force buy anyway with the bomb down, and that's why."
I was hoping Yabby's gonna walk.
I don't like
towards
second
short,
round
maybe
ops,
try and
but
clear
that
middle,
is kind
find
of
a
the
cheeky kill
scenario
here. But
where
without
people
anyone
do it,
available
and
to,
I
like,
think
throw
what
fake
Fozy
A,
was thinking
throw
would
fake in
happen.
middle,
Yeah.
It all relies on Jugs getting a kill here with the Deeg.
Well, he's very good out of Palace. There's the chance. Ryu put on high alert. We've got Krebeni next up, and Yabi spotting him. Hooksy waiting with the MP9. They've slipped out into the site and communicate that to his teammate over at short. Hooksy's going to deal with it. Now under pressure from Coolio. And Cemetery also getting taken out by Yabi. So just Jukes. He's over towards ramp, making no secret about his position. Ryu's got a kill. And I've got eyes on Ryu today because he had a really tough series yesterday.
Yeah, he did. I mean, a lot of scrutiny is going to be on him, obviously, for that series. 5 kills across 2 maps of play. 2 of them we mentioned were Glock kills.
Yeah, I don't know what time. I don't know what time we'll meet and greets and
very
stuff
little
will be,
impact
though.
yesterday. Perhaps
I'll try to
zero
post
impact
it in
from
like
you
Discord or
yesterday.
some shit.
But I mean, look,
And I'll probably tweet it. I'll probably tweet it and put it in Discord is what I normally do.
And you know what? You've got the worst game out of the way now, so...
Yeah, I fly out in a few hours.
I'm with you, though. I think there's a lot more. I mentioned this in the green room. I think the question for Ryu is going to be, what does Astralis feel like that is? Is that nerves? Is that pressure? Is that mentality? Or is this like a skill issue? Because then there's two different roads you take, right?
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see if it's consistent. I think we've seen great performances out of Ryu, but yeah, some quieter ones as of late. We've got Demon coming through the underpass. And Krebeni tried to split with him to his top
29.
middle. Krebeni
Whoa,
ends up getting taken
he
away
didn't see him. He didn't see him.
By Hooksy.
I wonder if he walks up on this.
Demon looking to get into connector. Could be a real thorn in the side. If
I'm just
Demon
watching
starts
the
to
first
get going.
best of
I think that
three,
was the
essentially, guys.
thing that was missing yesterday on Mirage against Vitality.
Yeah, when he did have his stretches where he popped off, we saw what he could do, how he changed the nature of the game. There's an opening kill provided, or an equalizing kill, I should say. Yabi on short, though, going to bring it right back with 2.
Okay, Yabi, great shots. Stair also coming in for his kill in the round, and they immediately lose the competitive nature of this one and put Jugs in a clutch.
I think the efficiency of these like mid traps that Astralis have set up have made Foot kind of slow things down. They're being a little bit more calculated, a little bit more cautious.
You hating on Penguins right now?
What
What the fuck am I reading?
Watching every angle. Normally we're
They got
seeing
mogged
Foot
in
be a
mid?
bit more
Yeah, they
aggressive,
did.
look for some fights, take space a little bit quicker. I think they're a bit tentative right now due to the
Yeah,
play
be a
of Astralis in the
9-1 to
first
start
3
the game
rounds.
is a great thing for Astralis.
Dust highlighting there before the game the fact that the
They
win
cannot
condition for
have
Astralis
Ryu do what he did
Vitality
yesterday, though.
was
My
taking the
God.
mid control away from Foot. And
I
really
think if you
denying
guys missed
a lot of their
yesterday,
playmaking
in
ability.
the
Seems
2 maps that
find
Astralis
success
played,
here in
Ryu
mid.
had 5
Once
kills
Yabi
total.
comes up through short, so taking that away from
total.
them. 20 seconds left here for Jugs. Knows where his next target is. He's gonna try and get around that corner. 1v1. Oh my God, he's close to it.
That extra
Jugs
little
way
brick,
closer
dude.
than he would have thought there, but just about missing out on the opportunity.
Yeah, it could have been a really cool clutch. Nice save from Hooksy.
5 kills out of 2 maps.
That's a
Yes,
big kill to
5
step out
kills
and
total
trade.
in
Jugs
2
even ready
maps.
for it.
Yeah.
Spin into the right angle.
I think he was like
What,
5
15
and
seconds on the
31.
clock when he gets that kill. That would have been a very rough run
One
to
sec,
make
one
up
sec.
Khan with
Gotta
Hooksy
be
on
hold
short. Either way, Hooksy had huge advantages in the 1v1. But a lovely attempt of a 1v3. I'll tell you what. Well, I don't know when it's going to happen, but the most important round in this half is going to be the first time Foot calls for like an execute at the A bomb site or a set piece at the B bomb site. Now that Astralis has dominated them in middle a couple of gun rounds, like if you don't have success on the extremity, you have a lot of options on this map taken away from you. You have no good starting point to base your tactics off. You'd love to see some success, at least a bomb plant, a kill, get in. It's only Tech 9s, it's only pistols, it's 1 hero AK on Jugs, but they can still have an impact. They can still make this dangerous.
Yeah, Fuzi. That one was close, but through the wickets. Now going to move out towards the side. Stare, getting the opening kill. Krebeni making sure the trade comes in. Okay, Ryu gets away with at least 1 towards connected before being traded out by Coolio.
Even Coolio's got a dig.
Yeah, he does. Everyone on Foot's got one, apparently. And Demon's going to play up on top of Ticket. Now, Stare getting close. Okay, that's a very quick reaction out of Demon. Stare gets deleted before he even spots him.
And Fuzi steps up to the same position as well, just takes the risk. Demon's now find himself over in jungle. This round is going to be so hard for Astralis to win. Plenty of time still in the timer. Demon, he made his footsteps known. Now Hooksy's got the information. They just need to find Symmetry inside the bomb site.
Yeah, really important. Symmetry doesn't die here. Look where the bomb is planted.
Look at the wraparound through
It's on
CT.
default. Oh, jumping up on top. Oh, he gets away with his Symmetry on the Tech 9. Hooksy off of Tetris. Gets the kill on Symmetry, but the wrap towards CT is a perfect play. Oh, he reads it, though. And back to the defusal. It's going to be down close here for Hooksy, and he doesn't have the time. Oh, it's so close. But heartbreaking for Hooksy as he comes close to the clutch, but one of those pistol rounds, one of the Deagle rounds finally going Foot's way.
Okay, they needed that. That's going to alleviate some of the pressure. Obviously, winning around like that at the A bomb site with Tech 9s, this is a huge kill to grab. Stare never even saw the angle. Just brutal from Demon. I thought he had this. I thought he had plenty of time.
And once the hand goes to the head, I think he realized He was just a little bit out of luck.
But that's good. Now Foot's established a little bit of success, right? Now you feel like you can go back towards mid and reach it. Now you feel like Astralis might have to spread that defense back out a little bit more. It's not an aggressive mid defense right now, but Stair still finds an opening kill through the smoke. So yeah, back Foot now for Foot.
Really important to see it as well. The opening kill from Astralis, you can see the damage being inflicted upon them over the last few rounds. Even in wins, has put 2 players down on pistols immediately with Yabby and Hooksy having to play with a Deagle on 5-7.
Those are your 2 B defenders as well. Probably why we see Fozy kind of playing with the AWP over towards short. Don't want to have the 2 pistols at the same side of the map. But the nice thing about having a pistol is you can take a few more risks. So Hooksy takes a push at what? He probably started that about 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. Now making his way, going to wrap through T-spawn.
And I'm back.
And going to start putting this round together. Excuse me. He goes towards middle.
Employment chat? Dude, Twitch chat is money with...
There's an idea.
Okay,
it's
what the... Parabellum, did you go to YouTube chat just to fucking give me money and then blame YouTube chat?
And then the AK for Hooksy. So Astralis crushed Foot in their follow-up round. Only losing 1 player, so... I mean, that's a great feeling for Astralis. You concede the last one in close fashion.
Sorry, employed chat. He's hella unemployed. He's almost 42, by the way.
Because you've had such a good start. You've looked
He's
clean.
pushing
You look
40.
solid. That's a great opening provided by Stair, who continues being rock solid for Astralis. Pop flash peek as well. Great team play, great information, and Ryu with the follow-up peek. It all works perfectly, exactly as designed. 5-1.
Sorry, you? No, he's 39. I'm 33. It's a little bit. I'm pushing 35. He's pushing 40. Those are the break points, dude.
How many times have we seen him really take over the server on Mirage? You know, they're conceding opening kills time and time again here as well. Very tough to get into a strong situation if you're Foot. And they're just walking out, taking individual fights now and losing every single one of them. So comfortable for Astralis, 6-1. This is the kind of performance you would expect to see. Like if we didn't see the Counter-Strike played yesterday and we heard Astralis versus Foot today, they're playing with a coach. This is the kind of game you would expect.
Yeah, I mean, this is Astralis.
Yeah, those are good claps, chat. Those are really good claps.
Being like, what exactly is this? Is G2 just being awesome, or is this Astralis
really good claps out of Rucka right there?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of credit over to G2 for how poorly they made Astralis look yesterday, for sure. But it's nice to see this bounce back.
Well, it is Mirage.
We have some hope for. Like this Astralis team, we've been on this little rise.
So like,
you know,
and
as
it's Foot with their coach playing
together after the previous major.
Tactical timeout, so Coolio can talk.
To the table this year. So seeing them bounce back after a really rough game yesterday is nice. A 6-1 lead, 5 rounds ahead, plenty to play with. As Foot take their first time out, and still no signs that Foot has any answer in mid. I think what I'm liking most about this Astralis defense so far is I'm not seeing like any overextensions. I'm not seeing anyone take like crazy solo fights, trying to make a play to win the round right there.
It's starting to feel pretty obvious right now for Foot. Like they lose the fight in mid. The next reaction is Jugs trying to make the play out Palace.
Yeah.
Trying to get something back, and they're always ready for that. So.
More effective if you get the kill in middle. Then Jugs has a little bit more to work with. But
Look,
that's not happening at all. I think the
primer,
selection from Astralis has been great so far here on Mirage. Stair going to drop back through the smoke. Again, no pressure. So Astralis showing all that aggressive defense to start this half, and then changing things up on you. Yabby stepped into a double op setup.
Kenny, thanks for the 49-month reset. Thank you.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this fight goes down. How far does Symmetry want to take the issue? Does he go all the way forward?
He's fast. He is quick.
Let's see what Yabby can do. Can he match it in any way? It's a tense fight.
That X-ray.
It's like a Western showdown.
Yeah, it really is.
Who's going to walk forward first, chat? Yabby or Symmetry?
In the meantime, getting into mid. No one from Astralis has killed them in mid this turn. So let's go. That's just finally some space for Foot to work with.
I'm so focused on Yabby's like Velociraptor pose as he does this. It's great.
Someone's gonna.
It's crazy. It's a Velociraptor pose until if his tongue ever goes out, then it's like a giraffe pose. You know what I mean?
Stair spots 3 over in middle.
It's a quick change-up. It's a very fast change-up. Oh, Symmetry went first.
So does Hooksy. Adds another on top.
Oh, what the fuck?
All right, Hooksy. It's beautiful stuff on that AK-47, just melting him at short, and that's the round done. Really, it feels like the T side's done for Foot. I don't see anything that's going to get them into this game right now.
Used to be a player back in the day that land chat that had pretty much the same posture as
there's just nothing
Yabby.
going for them at all.
And
no playmaking.
he also,
no one
but
really
he'd play
finding
with
too much
his
success
like
at all.
tongue out, but it, like he looked like a
just
giraffe,
dominating
dude. His name was
server right
P1.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you can chalk a lot of that to
Precision.
Lonks. If you go back to back on the
If you're
Mirages,
unk enough to
played
know
this
that
one
name.
where they're down 7-1.
Yeah, P1,
the
the
Vitality game
Rob,
yesterday,
Rob
they
knew
ended
who
that
it
first
was.
half down 3-9 from their T side. So
Was he good?
Yeah, the
He wasn't
offensive
bad.
engine without Lonks just hasn't been able to get going here on Mirage.
He was solid for the time. Yeah, he kept ended up in a lot of stuff. That's, I mean, he was playing at LAN.
On the server. Don't see Rugged doing that. So well done, Hooksy. That was good. That was a great play.
But no, not like an MJ tongue, like a I don't even know how to describe this. Like a giraffe, dude. Just okay, good listening.
I mean, that really tells you all the columns you need to know about Foot.
Yeah,
it's not going well.
Yo, Aslat McGee thanks for the 48, Kenny thanks for the 49, and Loco thanks for the
Just going to be
76.
charging out towards Connector. It's Cemetery that's got. Demon does get the trade at least a little bit faster this time from Foot, trying to get that punch going in mid.
Yeah, I think they know that fight's going to be there, right? That's where Stair's been able to punish them a couple of times. So both of them coming through that smoke, knowing that that's the fight he's looking for, able to trade it out. Doesn't really get you a whole lot of ground, but it does just give you safety over in middle for the moment. Look how passive Ryu's playing at A. He's tucked behind Ticket, not really even spotting anything. No one is spotting any of the ground at the A bomb site. So if Foot continue on this kind of contact walk to the bomb site,
Yeah, Coolio's 25, but you got to understand, dude.
But I mean, you're just going to get a free plant. Now,
Coolio being 25, I mean, I think 25 is unk, but it's like super unk to the Foot players because their average age is 19,
See if
dude.
they can piece this together. This is the bomb. Kerbeni
Their
has lost the
average
bomb.
team age is 19. Not.
Oh, yeah, he tries to get
They're
his head down,
super
but
young.
Coolio on the hunt does collect the kill. Now 45 seconds left. Fuzi's all the way back at CT. They can get that bomb because Fuzi's distracted about Coolio's kill, and that frees them up. And in fact, Coolio's got another one, so they know where Fuzi is now. He's chasing after that bomb carrier, but the smoke comes up and keeps Fuzi back for the time being. He's going to try and get up on top of Ticket, but eyes on it, and Coolio with a big round. So Foot been waiting on someone to show up with some playmaking ability.
There you go,
It's
there you go, Coolio.
that goes forward and gets a triple.
Yeah,
There you
triple
go,
kill.
Coolio.
They get a huge reprieve in that with the way that Astralis
shit, huh?
chooses to play in the 4-on-4. So passive.
Moist
So
for
you don't
Jesus
have the
takes the
information of them
63 month
scaling
resub.
towards the bomb site.
I'm
CT
older, by
spawn.
the way. I'm
Didn't
just
have any
saying this
information that they had stepped in
he's
towards
unk
jungle
his
and
team.
window room and could attack through the murder hole. That's Coolio taking advantage of the fact. So a lot of real estate offered up by Astralis in this round that Foot take complete advantage of.
I tell you, this might be a bad situation for Foot, letting Coolio go back on the server. He might start enjoying this and leave the coaching role at some point.
You're like double his
yeah, he's
age?
playing pretty
What?
well for a coach in the moment, but second round
No
tip
wonder you're in the
coming
fucking
through
Twitch
for,
chat. Math's
for
not
Foot.
your
And we'll
strong
see if they
suit,
can
huh?
actually do anything with the half. I mean, still available is 7-5. It just seems
Bro, to
very
bust out the
unlikely.
fingers for
Problem is
that
with
one,
the-
and he
with how
gave up.
dominant Astralis has been in this half. Yeah, like some of the economy's been chipped
What do you
away
think your
here or
average
there, but
viewer
for the
age
most part,
is?
Astralis has just been building money. So after this full
What
buy
is it?
comes in,
My
that they just
biggest
invest in. They've got plenty of
demographic
cash
of
for the
viewers
next
is
round if they're to lose this.
25 to
So
34.
it's just Foot playing this on hard mode.
Is that
where
what
you just
the-
have
is
to
that the
grind
cutoff?
so many full buy rounds away from Astralis. 5 rounds back, still trying to make this a respectable half. We go live
Yeah,
into
wait.
round 10. Have the op on Fozy. Haven't switched. Yabi did the double up previously. Didn't go back into it.
Then wait. So it'd be 25.
Yeah, well, Fuzi gonna spot them but miss the shot.
I think Foot's very pleased
Yeah, it's
with
like
that missed
25
shot, 'cause
like
that gives the
30
indication the
around
op is
here.
over. It looked like they wanted to bring a lot of bodies into this attack. Doubled up on short with an op inside the bomb site would have been really, really hard to break through. So Foot, I think, will be happy to just at least give it a beat. Looks like they're just going to re-exec at some point.
Bro, Bayfort, they really need to get a
Coolio
better
going
name
back
for that
to
fucking
T-spawn.
event, bro. Holy shit.
Couple players maybe
Ludwig
chuck out the
Glenn
window
is
smoke,
way
short
better,
smoke,
dude.
make it feel like mid is going to be
Way
under
better.
pressure, and then you just back up and exec into the B bomb
Oh,
site.
shit.
Here's the information crunch from Astralis as well. All 5 players in middle. Yabi's just cleared it out, so Hooksy's going to slide back.
Yeah, and then the next biggest after that, I think it's 25 to 34 is the demo. And then the next biggest group in my chat is 18 to
hiding
24.
down in the site. Only the one kill this time. Jukes clears him out. And now the rotation is arriving for this retake attempt.
But then
Now,
after
they could
that,
go
it's
before
actually
plant
older
even
than the
comes in,
25 to
but
34
Coolio,
peeps.
Again, a massive shot here for Foot. That's stare dead as he steps forward. And a 4v2 now just seems impossible for Astralis to win. They're going to start backing away, but even that safe call might be unraveled by Kerbeni. But he's spotted by Ryu, who's very aware of that possibility and opens up the exit plan to get back into ramp.
Okay, well, back-to-back rounds. Well done from Foot. Weren't able to do that against Vitality yesterday. And
But somehow
unfortunately,
struggling and Mirage is proof that Long's made Foot a top team in the strap. They've only been really known for ancient prior. Yeah, I'll be real, Strike. That's like some cool lore drop. I know that people credited Longs a lot for their Mirage, but I didn't see. I never watched him as Navi Junior.
Throwing the mid fake, and you could see it worked. As
So,
Astralis is doing most of this half, collapsing on middle when they feel that pressure.
Yeah, I don't have like that deep in knowledge. I heard people say
this
that
time
though,
nobody's
like
home.
what you just
So
mentioned.
nice access into the B bomb site. Good trade on Hooksy. And Foot have 3.
Coolio on the carry. Top fragging at the moment for a squad. This shot, really important reactions to bring Stair down as he pushes out of the market. 7-3 lead for Astralis, starting to be carved away at here by
losing the
Foot
top player.
Esports.
Yeah, I mean Longs is like one of their better players, and he's
Yeah,
like
you
the
can really see
emotional leader of the team, which
issues
is
of not
interesting.
having
But
Longs in the team. Astralis lead the opening.
they still shoot really fucking hard.
Kills in this map 9-1. Yabi gonna be in middle. Krabeni dead first. There's another opening kill in favor of Astralis.
So 10-1 for those keeping track at home. The only player with an opening kill on the Foot side is Krabeni. Having a very rough go of it, playing all these disadvantaged rounds.
Well, trash sometimes, you know.
And Yabi
all
and Ryu
good.
now executing a little bit of a push towards the A
You
ramp.
game
We're
with
gonna
those
push
wireless
in, grab
buds? Yeah,
information,
I even
see
wore
what's
these
blue,
at
and
the
question
LAN.
becomes how far do they want
These
to
were
keep
so much
going?
better than the headsets there. Sorry, sponsor the event. But yeah,
No footsteps made.
better noise canceling. My mic was my mic. The only thing I was nervous about was my mic.
To his team. So contact to a certain point, smoke window, give Symmetry the chance to peek up and peer into the A bomb site, provide cover. But the longer you wait here on short, this has been an issue throughout this half. If you get bottlenecked, this flank
but the
has a
mic
great
was
timing.
good. The mic was really good. I was worried about it
Jukes
though.
away, gonna block with the smoke in the middle of the site. Flashes, gonna go forward. He's got the scope up. Fuzi to take down Symmetry. And that really should take everything away, especially with that kill onto Demon. It's now just Coolio left. A 1v5. There's a lineup. There's 2 for Coolio.
Yeah, all right.
And hooks you up on top of the van.
Take
Too
2
much
with
to
you,
handle,
Coolio.
And an 8th round picked up here for Astralis.
Really well done from Fuzi. A nice defensive smoke to obscure the fact that you're switching sides and just finding a new
Is
angle.
it built into
Couple
the
kills with
buds?
the
Yeah,
AWP
there's like
makes
I
this
think it's
really
on this
easy
side.
defense, taking the teeth out of the attack.
It's just very unfortunate. Obviously, Foot do
You
not
see
have
this
their
little circle?
player
Can you
who
see
gets
this
the most
little
openings
circle
for
like
them,
at the
but
bottom of it?
The fact that they
That's
are
the
being
mic.
so dominant in terms of these opening kills for Astralis is just obviously leading to more success than not. It should be a 9-3 scoreline coming out of the half here. With the way things are going.
And I mean, Astralis just dictating everything on the map. Tactically, I mean, it's going to be one of the strengths of this team with Hooksy at the helm is tactically they're going to have good game plans. And you can see here, they open up the half with all that pressure in middle, spend 3-4 rounds not doing it whatsoever, and then you bring it right back when you need it after they've won 2 rounds in a row. And then you kind of
I'm not
surprise
sure,
them, get
Kevin.
that
I never
opening
use the
kill,
mics for stuff.
makes the rest of the round easy. So you can see Tech Pause, we got the admins out there working on fixing whatever issues have cropped up, have reared their ugly heads.
They're the
Probably
Sony
TeamSpeak.
ones, guys. In
Always
zones.
TeamSpeak,
Not
but it's
sponsored,
a
but they
short
did
one,
send them
Jason,
to
so
me
we're
for
getting
free,
into
so
the
you guys
action
know.
again here.
Lovely.
Taking on down, and we're into the final round of the first half here. 8-3 lead for Astralis in pursuit of a 9-3 lead over Foot Esports. We'll see what they can
I have
do.
a command for him? No, they don't pay
have
me.
a goodbye. 4 AK-47s, a Galil here for Demon. Let's see if it's enough to get something going. It's going to be
They
another
pay me, they
opening
can
kill
get
for
one.
Astralis. Yabi picking one up again. Coolio dead.
And that's like 50%. I mean, I know it's only one player, but it's like 50% of where like the location the attack is going to
They
come from.
pay me
Now
and
it's a
want to
one-front
sponsor the
battle
LAN.
if they
Let's
come up
talk.
short. So I think once again, Foot's going to have to work an audible and kind of change the idea that they had when it seemed like they were going to
That's
scale
one of the
up
games
short.
worth going back and watching.
Man, at least you got Krabeni in the ladder room. So once he gets a little bit closer, you can play that extra player into the window as well.
Yeah, he can be a pivot point, cut off rotations, cut off lurks and flanks. The only problem is
Maps
at this
2 and
point,
3
like,
yesterday?
Yeah, okay, there
Vitality
we go. That works.
Foot?
Yeah,
That helps a lot.
Don't need even to finish that sentence.
Well, Star backs into Krabeni. Then that frees up the Galil of Demon, but he's just spotted.
Oh, yeah,
it's so
Floodler.
unfortunate for Demon. He backs in towards Yabi's
I'm thinking about trying to convince the fl0m
You
to
no
like.
longer have that extra space.
I mean, they all
want
want to play more, but like trying to sync us up, and I can maybe make like some mythic content type like team stuff, but for like teaching the fl0m how to play some team
And
CS,
it's just going to be so tough for Foot to try and break through this defense.
and then use that for you
Putting
guys,
pressure
so you
on
guys
Fuzi
can
with
learn as well.
utility. That will get the AWP to move off. And they can put the bomb down in the middle of the site, but the connector fight going the way of Krabeni's unexpected. Rio out of ramp loses his engagement, and all of a sudden, Foot have the extra player here pursuing that 4th round win. Now, we got Yabi coming through jungle, but there's that one player who's in con. It's Krebeni in a really strong spot, so Yabi crossing over to the bomb site. It's going to be really tough for him to make it safely here. Krebeni is so quick on the headshot, and they know exactly where Fuzi is. He's been struggling to get out of CT spawn. Wasn't a great half here for Foot. Really struggled in the opening kills department.
And battle
but they
back,
somehow
though, I mean,
scrapped together
that's
4
like
rounds.
enough,
We'll
right?
find
That's
out
not
if
a
it's
good
enough
half, but
after
that
the
is...
break.
We'll find out if it's enough. That gives you at least some
This was
breathing
me
room.
just 6 weeks ago before I started my training program. Commentating, stressed, depressed. But look at me now. Headshots. Another headshot. Headshot again. It really is that easy. I'm here to teach you competitive Counter-Strike on maps such as Dust 2, the Power Plant, and of course, Meringue. And that's not all. We'll also cover advanced maps such as Infernio, the Egypt one, and Aztec House. With the Henry G system, you'll get your professional player certificate in no time. Have a look at mine. It's already arrived. Some say years of practice are required. They're wrong. I will teach you good habits, such as smoking, flashing, and of course, winning. For example, you throw the smoke, and now you wait. The enemy becomes confused. Come on, this is strategy.
MTK, thanks to the 58
I've coached
month
many
thank
players
you.
using this plan. Some of them improved, and some were already professionals. Now, you don't need to memorize all of the smokes, of course, just the coolest ones.
Ralph,
such
thanks for the
as
30 month primer,
mid,
thank you.
The other mid, A room,
Literally my
and
teammates.
banana. This is a very strong flash. As you can see, it
What are
even
the chances?
blinded me.
What are the chances
And
Ludwig
this
watched
smoke
one of
will
these
land
videos
somewhere
thinking
near
it
a
was
bomb
real?
site. The enemy will not expect it and will run away. And if the smoke misses, that's fine, because you are smarter than them. I personally don't use smokes. I simply know where the enemy is going to be. And if you do lose a round,
Arrow
remember,
did too,
it's
true.
not your fault. The other team is cheating. Go to http://www.henrygspots.co.com. Sign up
Nice.
now.
Nice. Dude, oh my god, imagine. That'd actually be sick content if Ludwig's team could have gotten like a... Because like that Simple's course is gone, but like imagine they still had access to it and they could make Ludwig go through Simple's course before he played the event. That would have been fucking content. That would have been fucking content, bro. Oh, man. You're flying out tonight? I'm flying out in a few hours. Yeah. Oh, man. Never been to the stockyards once. All right, it's nice.
And here we are, Rugga
Poppin',
taking a sip
it's
of
busy.
water. It's been a, I don't know, not a tough day in the office, but you always got to hydrate. 8-4 lead for Astralis at the moment. They look clean today. Now, there is a little bit of a headset issue on the coach.
It's
during
fun to
halftime
go
at the start
with
of
a
it,
group.
so
It's not
wanna
really
give
my
Rugga a few more minutes to
scene
be able to have his
normally, but
halftime
yeah,
chat
with
with
a group,
the boys,
it's
as he
chill.
wasn't able to get that during
Good
the
time.
break.
Yeah, so we'll see what he's able to throw into the team. I think they're going to be mostly happy with how things went.
Perfect time for a listen-in. Strong cough. Okay, so yeah, just a lot. I mean, it was very general, very basic. Let's not sleep on these things. Let's not let this one. Let's not let this one slip away. Been playing good Counter-Strike up till now. You know.
Yeah.
How long is the flight? Like 3.5 hours. I
Interesting
think?
to hear it at least a little bit here and there. But
You like
for
Texas
Astralis,
barbecue?
of
Yeah, but I
course,
go to
mean,
Texas.
This is a game where
Like,
they're gonna be
especially,
feeling
I go
much
to the
happier
Dallas,
than
and now
yesterday.
obviously we're
I
in
mean,
Fort
their
Worth,
position is
which
you win the
people
map
like the
here, 8 to
distinction if
4
you're
up
from there. So I'll
over
play
foot,
ball.
Pistol round really goes a long way in terms of trying to hammer those nails into the coffin.
The barbecue's really good, man. I just
poor team performances so personally.
If you go in there like every year,
he was so frustrated yesterday after that game.
It's
so yeah,
right.
today's feeling much
really
better
good,
within the Astralis squad. You have to imagine. Just eye test.
When I'm trying to do things, dude, and like be a human that talks to people,
there's also the added like pride of your
barbecue doesn't really play ball
struggling
like
against this team who's been like a rival for this 2026 so far. But
I've been to Buc-ee's, I've been to Whataburger,
rival too,
and now they're blast rivals.
Done some barbecue, don't you worry.
Yeah, all the rivals going on here. But we are ready to get into the second half. Ready to get going.
Right, hit that airport. Oh,
Foot now switch to the defense. We'll see if the opening kills get better now.
I have a lot of American Airlines miles, so I fly through DFW a lot. I won't lie.
Yeah, well, we'll find out when
American Airlines for like international flights, especially to Europe, is.
It felt very much in the first half like they kind of had countered a trend and idea that they'd seen Foot do with the
cuts into my travel budget's a whole hell of a lot less. Business goes a lot further. You know what I'm saying?
They eventually want to finish with a split into the A-bomb site. 3 going to be coming up con. You're going to have Hooksy over at ramp, Fozy up in Palace ready to pounce.
You've never flown through DFW and not had a delay? Really? I've been pretty lucky.
Straight through the smoke.
Like if there's weather, I've gotten cut by weather, but like without weather, it's been fine.
Make sure the trade comes in here for Astralis grenade.
I hate the layout of the airport. That's my big issue. But
into a 4v3 fight towards CT spawn about to go down. Coolio all the way back in spawn itself. Symmetry just in front of him. And that flash is going to be set up to try and get Symmetry into these fights with some favor on his side, but flash ineffective, and Symmetry doesn't. Jerry goes forward, he gets 2, and then Ryu, important striking skill. And what is that from Hooksy?
What the fuck is
Flying backwards with the dual Berettas in the sky, nailing the headshot.
Talking some smack after the fact as well. Very well earned. That's both pistols now going over to the Astralis side. 9-4, strong lead. A grip on this map that they're not relinquishing in a very fast, aggressive tactic. And I'm assuming this was just a
but
blind
layout
call,
is
but
weird with the circle pod things. Well, yeah, the circle pod things are because Dallas moment. They built an airport for cars.
That's payback.
You're flying into bad weather too, so expect delays.
During the finals, this guy is so lucky because like
last time I flew into Dallas, there were tons of issues, and then I just ended up getting a different. I flew jet suite out there.
This guy is so lucky.
All the big commercial airlines said no, but I got in a small plane and fucking snuck in while all the flights were grounded.
That's brilliant.
I don't know how that works. Because I know because jet suite isn't private planes.
I think just hardcore,
but they're all
like
smaller. I don't know if they go higher or not.
And I would have to talk to Astralis to get the full sense of it. Hooksy's going to lead the way with the MAC-10, and he's going to destroy everyone except for Symmetry.
Yeah, Hooksy's fired up today. Want some revenge?
Bro's the moon. You can't just sneak in. I can
sure it's
sneak in.
Quick work as well.
What a time where Hooksy's currently 16-8 and Coolio is the top frag for Foot.
That gives you a little bit of hope. Now,
going on, dude?
We're gonna get the full test in the
playoffs.
Hooksy's
is a team with Coolio what is going on in this game?
Can stop saying that, I guess, right now. At this point, we've said it plenty. But you know, like, just the way they're playing now gives you a little bit of confidence that they're not just gonna drop the ball when you get to the big games. Like against a G2, like this is the Astralis that we want to see game in, game out. 10-4, double digits for Astralis.
And it's going to get better because there's no money for...
Because Jet Suite is a chartered flight versus scheduled, so ATC treats them differently. Oh, really?
Indeed. So
interesting.
He's getting his quotas,
I don't even know what the fuck the difference between that is.
11-4 is the most likely outcome of the next 2 minutes here. As Hooksy, he's having a great time individually.
I wonder.
What does that have to do with like the weather then? Because yeah, it was weird because all the flights were grounded in Vegas to Dallas. Was it last year that I did this, or 2 years ago maybe?
They just won their first
but Jet Suite, we just booked me a flight with Jet Suite to make sure I got there in time, and I was fine.
Up event to event of having some big upsets, getting deeper into the playoffs, getting a third place finish at ESL Pro League, getting the trophy at Bucharest, and now it's like.
Fuck, you have Nori keep the stream on? I don't want to deal with main chat. No.
Let's get back to it.
Now we can just get back to where we left off.
She's also taking me to the airport.
I'd hope
she loves me.
But it's the next event coming up as well, Atlanta.
I think the dogs are coming with us
might
too.
Be the same situation, but hopefully not.
I think two events would be pretty disjointing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Minute and 12 seconds on the clock.
Oh, they just operate under different flight rules.
Hooksy's going to investigate this B-bomb site. There's a lot of players to find here. Spots one.
There's the dig out for Krubeni, but fast reactions from Stairs. So opening frag falls in favor of Astralis. They move in towards the site, and really all out of position here. So the stack towards B hasn't worked out. Now Hooksy, he's hoping he can catch them, trying to come through the motor hole here. Cemetery trying to clear him. Was down close to the kill. But Hooksy picks it up on the Mac 10. Ryu with his frag towards short and Stair assisting.
This is not even fucking close, dude. I might actually get to be able to watch a little bit of the second series if Foot keeps playing like this.
Yeah, very, very close to ending Mirage. It's Foot's map pick as well. Nuke is going to be the second map in this series.
Although,
by Astralis.
we know what happened last time with Foot.
Foot will
on
at
the
least get to
second
begin
map.
on the CT side there, so a chance to kind of rack up some rounds on quote.
Didn't these guys almost beat Vitality?
Side of things.
Yesterday they did, yeah. No, not with Longs. He's talking about yesterday if you didn't watch. Yes, they almost beat Vitality yesterday, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they did.
Talking about
and it
Foot on
was
Nuke
similar to
yesterday,
this.
I
They
was
got
surprised
shit
that
on
they were so
Mirage, their own
competitive
map pick,
again,
and then they almost brought it
towards the
back.
end, you know.
It was weird. It
Against
was weird.
Vitality, it's coming through as the third map. We thought it was Anubis for a long time, and then Nuke obviously comes through, and Vitality got into shape. But for Foot, the fact that they came back into that game on Nuke, even though Vitality came out so strong on the third map, it was so impressive to see Foot.
He is actually in the server today without flaming, dude. Like, it's not like we put the bar high,
I mean, they were
man.
getting opening kills against Vitality. They were being aggressive. They were being
The fact that he could theoretically get as many kills in one
Like
round
we're getting that Foot today. Astralis
as he
has really
did the
punished
entire
it early on
series
this
of
map,
yesterday
but
is
they've never been
crazy.
able to get in any kind of a flow. And Astralis now with an A exec, just keeping things simple. Smoke at the top of the
1100
ramp, but
MS,
ignore it and
thanks to
step
39
right
month
through.
primer. Thank you, thank you.
Going out towards ramp, flashes through the sky.
How did FaZe look yesterday? I
Astralis
didn't
getting
watch.
in, but taking some damage
Honestly,
along the way here.
FaZe
is
wasn't
Ryu
bad,
with Hooksy.
but it doesn't
They make
matter
it towards
right now,
CT
like-
spawn. It's going to be Ryu to fall to Jugs. Just keeping himself back here with one of that fire spread to him. He's getting spammed down as well. So even
that's
if he
tough.
has found a safe
Dude,
spot,
how
you have to
many
ensure
mollies
there's
do
no
you
way for
have?
to hide. Spamming down through the wood, gets the kill, and then Fuzi fights towards the CT player as well,
Fireball,
making quick work of
fireball,
Krubeni's
fireball,
initial frag
fireball.
and putting us into a 3v3, but the bomb unable to get planted, and they're letting Hooksy go on the big wraparound, hoping he can be the release valve here.
There's plenty of time for it. Obviously, I think it's going to start raising some
Magic
eyebrows on the Foot side
missile.
of things and looking
Lightning
towards
bolt.
flank in a few seconds at the moment. But this, I mean, this is kind of a tough situation for Fuzi and Stair to be in, where it's like, just stay alive, stay safe in your positions, don't do anything.
I'm taking the longest route possible
it's like
to get to you.
It's a 30-second rotation, you know.
He's in market.
Now, it's also, I mean, to be fair, it's also kind of necessary. There's no utility available for the Astralis side to redeploy and get any kind of a safe
We'll see.
plant and passage
Giga
into the
Chad
site.
about to be on some crazy shit
You
here.
gotta let Hooksy play. You waited this whole time. Gotta let Hooksy.
Oh, or you just get the dink, make it a lot easier, pull a distraction.
Wait,
now
what are
Fuzi
they-
has died. Hooksy needs to be successful here. Around the back, the Mac 10, there's the kill. Into the rifle pickup here. Now, can Astralis somehow win this? 18 seconds left. Demon and Cemetery still alive, and Demon at stairs. Cemetery
Oh,
with
the
a
HE
scope
is
up on
nice.
that jungle angle.
This
He's
left
got
shit.
the kill.
Oh my
Demon
God,
through the
all right.
smoke connects on Hooksy. And yeah, I like the idea of Hooksy trying to go for the
I like
wraparound
what
around the
Hooksy did.
world,
I
but
don't
in
know.
the end,
It's
just
weird.
too
Little
strong
weird.
at the start there from Foot.
Yeah, it's always going to be a rough round for Astralis to try and piece together without the utility, all the strength on the initial exec, and they didn't get nearly the kind of impact and kills they wanted. Well done from Krubeni, fighting between two Molotovs. Coolio again having some impact for the team. And you can see at the end of the day, just not enough freedom to cross into the bomb site. So Astralis falter just a bit, 11-5. Still a 6-round lead to play with. And as this game on, you can see the Polymarket chances of that Astralis victory just rising as this game has continued.
So they insta through right side, then they're pausing. Are they going to throw right side again? Or are they going to try to, like, make him... They got to run out at the end?
Oh,
wait.
Astralis,
Okay.
as they've continued to play good Counter-Strike. Jugs takes the shot. Stair's going to drop him at a
This
distance.
is so weird.
And now Krubeni slides into some space.
Like, not what Astralis did, how Foot played it.
He's pushed all the way up towards CT. Deeper Molotov going to maintain
They
his angle
threw,
for a
like,
little bit longer.
They threw the right side,
on
but
another
then
flank,
Foot, like,
this time
didn't
through the
really
underpass
clear
towards
mid. They
connector.
did, but it was kind of
Very
slow, and then the
successful
right
too,
side
because
came
he
out
has
again,
a
and
lot of
then
players who can pull
he just took the
distraction,
fight from
and
CT.
Hooksy is going to make the
They
most of
tried.
it, taking Cemetery away. We've got Krubeni at least stepping into the kill feed. A 3v3 retake still going to be tough, especially with fl0m taking Demon down in that time,
Yes.
taking a little bit too far beyond anything possible, and obviously
Jukes is just getting abused at ticket, man.
It's going to be a rough scenario.
You gotta-
It's 12-5. It doesn't seem like there's any hope left. And
It feels like Astralis just kind of knows they're going to get him solo there every time, and they're just like, as long as we just throw enough to make them think about things, they just leave
at the
him
very
there.
least, just because they're going to feel like they never got into this game, and they'd be right. It's felt like Astralis has had kind of a grip on this match. The first 2 rounds that were played, I was
Yeah,
like,
I don't wear
watching
glasses.
Astralis, I was like, oh,
These aren't prescription.
focus,
These are just
a
for
lot of
blue
team
light.
play, communication is clearly there.
It might
and
work,
it's
it
just
might not.
continued.
But when I go to events, I usually kind of just get lazy and don't feel
All
like
the way
taking
up
my
to round
glasses
18.
everywhere with me or putting them on and shit like that.
Lovely shooting from fl0m.
When I was like sitting down and setting up each time with the
That's what you've got.
at
You've got
the
an MP9
Ludwig
in the
lane, I
finesse,
wasn't
3
really.
up 4s.
I just wanted to kind of
Coming into this
play.
round. We'll see what the finishing call is for Astralis. Hoaxy out towards the top mid boxes.
Stolen shit vision valor. To be fair, I've never. I do tell you guys all the time. Dude. I tell you guys this literally all the time.
Quiet for now.
Yeah, I think Astralis is waiting to see if like
It's not like if you ever go to a meet and greet, every single time you guys see a photo from that, I'm never wearing glasses or anything.
Look for something aggressive. Look for an opening move. Obviously, that hasn't come, so we're going to check out a little bit more utility. Here's the clear of Palace. Nobody's home in these halls. And Hooksy's got a kill on Krobeni. That's in the window smoke.
Boxes. No, it's like
He's the
normal.
star player today.
Like I said, I wear them sometimes, but when you're there was no like.
You see Hoaxy getting to this level.
He's also
Obviously, it's not like a pro CS event. I'm not like flaming him, but it was like, you know, each time we sat down and set up, we had to kind of like
dropping 20 and 9.
relog into Steam, set up our drivers, do that for each
Hoaxy's
game.
having a great game here.
So,
You don't see this often, so I'm just enjoying it.
yeah, bro, I was just trying to lock in. Every minute I could
I'm sure
fucking
he's
shoot
loving
some
it
bots
too.
on a workshop map. I wanted to.
He's even got flying Joe Beretta headshots in there.
Just kinda wanted to run it.
Everything has it.
Everything's going his way. Let's see if this goes Astralis' way as they go for the B finish. It's Demon peeking out towards the window now. He does spot Stair coming through the apartments and gets
It's
rid
pretty
of it.
easy to
He's
tell
under
that these
a lot
aren't
of pressure
prescription
now. He's running out of
glasses.
bullets
Yeah.
and he gets pushed by Hoaxy. Hoaxy bashes down the
The land
door
was
to
a
the
lot
B
of fun,
side
yeah.
here. Finally going to be taken out by Coolio on the other side of things. And that plant is going to go down in the middle of the B side. So 3v3 post plant for Astralis to try and close out Mirage.
Yeah, they don't really have any great eyes over towards
21
short
and 10
quite
on
yet.
Hoaxy, dude.
So
What
one
a
player
fucking
coming
performance.
Up Symmetry, he can have some impact.
And
Yeah,
Coolio
there's one
is
kid
still
available.
like,
It is on
I
the
guess
back of
Krabeni
Coolio,
passed
who's
him, but
moving out now. Side of the smoke, spotted, body bagged by Ryu, and now moving up towards Cemetery. He actually gets caught, and so the trade comes in. Ryu's going to close
There's
it.
Ryu.
And it
Now
will
he's
be
playing the
Astralis
game.
to find success on the opening map. Mirage will fall for Foot, and a 13-5 win has got to feel so good right now for Astralis.
What a showing for Astralis. To the stars indeed, flying high as they absolutely dominate Foot. And Foot just looking nothing like the team that we were seeing yesterday. It was all Astralis right here.
Yeah, since we're in Texas and we're in the South, I think it's only fair to describe it this way. That was a good old-fashioned ass whooping. I mean, that's what we call it down here. I mean, from start to finish, there was never really a moment where Foot were able to find any type of, as you'd call, toehold into the game. It was just a dominant performance. Your boy Hoaxy out there, Giga Chadding it up.
Oh my
All the
goodness.
Giga Chad means get him back out. It's a glorious
Get
day
him
for
back
Astralis.
out, dude.
Roll
Get
them
him back
It's a
out.
glorious day for Hoaxy as well. Really started to heat up towards the end there. I mean, he was strong throughout it, but that second half just dominating.
Val,
spanking
please stop
Foot.
putting brain rot in my chat. I got
incredible. You
limited
just don't
brain
see
cells left.
performances
Thank
like
you,
this every
all
day.
right? I hope you're
And,
doing
I
well,
mean,
Val.
everything working across the board as well, right? Ryu to close, the guy who was struggling
Been
so
doing
much
this too
yesterday.
long.
You
Just
just
hang
gotta
out,
be
have a
loving
good
this
time,
if
all
you're
right?
in an Astralis jersey at home.
Yeah, this is the classic firing all cylinders, you know, cliche, right? I mean, everybody was able to do their job in that game. You know, we saw it kind of starting out with Gabby getting some big early play. Stair eventually comes into the fold as well. And really everyone at some point in time found it. And, you know,
You
we
could
kind of
say
talked
they never
about
had
Gabby
any
a little
foot
bit
in the
as having
game.
a resurgence in
Alright.
form. And I think that this is
Mods
one of the
in
maps
YouTube
that
chat,
provides you an
take their
example
rep.
of why that's happening. You know, he's been given more opportunities to play more quote-unquote star CT positions and just allow him to be a little bit more of a playmaker and be a little bit more involved. You know, he kind of got relegated to some, you know, crappier positions, I guess you could say, when like Stound and some of the other guys were on the team. But now he gets to be featured a bit more, and you can see the impact that he is able to have.
You can indeed. And I mean, if we talk about the way they set the tone early on, we were talking about the potential for the mid fight. It didn't bite them as much yesterday. Today, I think Foot were really missing Loud because they couldn't match up against Stair in middle.
Yeah, I mean, Foot you know, basically fell to the same problem that they fell to yesterday against Vitality, is that they weren't able to control middle. You know, a situation where you saw Yabby was able to
How
do
long
it
till I
early. Then
leave?
Stair had so many opening picks from this connector position, peering over the smoke, gets a spam kill there on Demon. We saw it multiple other rounds as well. Even Fuzi gets involved with the AWP because there's a gap in that smoke. So there was just so many different fumbles, I guess you could say, from Foot in middle.
I'm slow, but where you go?
Astralis were
I'm
able
going
to maintain it.
to
And
the
again,
event.
Stair's
Ollie.
been such a star performer for Astralis this year. Even, you know, yesterday when they weren't playing well, Stair was still delivering.
Just
They've
leave,
given
bro.
him all the
Sorry,
star
okay,
spots,
man.
and he's
Sorry,
giving
my
you
bad,
what you
bro.
want in those roles.
He is again and again delivering it, and it's exactly what you need, right? Because for Astralis right now, you've got a bunch of players that are strong or have the potential to be strong, but you don't necessarily have that one that you can look to lead the charge, and it has been Stair more and more and more, and this is the responsibility they're now heaping on him, Dust.
Yeah, look at those opening duel conversions. I mean,
Yeah, just
this
get the
is
fuck
one
out.
of the
My
other
bad,
big
guys.
things other than just Stairs
My
like
bad,
rating
my
and
bad,
ADR
guys,
and
my
things of that
bad.
nature. So he's a big opening tool for this team now on both sides of the map, and you saw it there. He didn't lose a single fight that he took to open up a round.
How long was the
Meanwhile,
flight?
on the other
Vegas
hand,
to
you know,
Dallas
you
is
have
like
a
3
very
3.5 hours, I
skilled
think.
Foot team that you expect to be able to, you know, play that pacey style and find those big space-taking moments. But Kerbini was like the only guy who found an opening kill at any point in time, and that is where they were missing Lounge. You know, that's the guy who's usually there for them to create that space, and that was missing today.
I think another
3 hours?
aspect that we
Yeah,
can talk about
it's-
here for
it's a
Foot
short
is that
flight.
we know this is a momentum-based team, right? We know that this is a team that feeds off of energy. Once they start rolling, they're very hard to stop. But the problem is if they don't start rolling, if they're stuttering and sputtering in the first half, they never get that chance. You see the confidence go against them, and you see that same volatile, emotional team come back to bite them. If you don't have that level, it's hard to return to it when things aren't going well.
Yeah, I mean, this is something we were kind of talking about in the pregame, and something that Moses even kind of
First
mentioned
class?
in the broadcast.
Yeah,
where,
yeah.
you know, this is a squad that has seen steady incremental improvement over the course of the last 6 months or so. Results have
Flo,
gotten
waiting
better.
for
They
your
just
video
went
with
from
the
being an academy team to being
online
a
with the
tier 1
fl0m.
trophy
We posted a
holder
lot of stuff
not
on
that
clips
long
and
ago
highlights.
in
I didn't
Bucharest,
record
and you were
much
kinda
myself,
wondering,
but I posted
well,
a bunch
with
of
Longstop being
photos
here,
last
does that
night
take
on
away
Instagram if
from
you want to
that,
see
you know,
those.
steady
Rust.
climb that they've been on? You know, does that kind of knock them back a bit? And yesterday against Vitality, I think
And
we saw
I like
enough
reposted
signs of
some of
life
theirs
to make
and
you
added
think
mine
that,
if you haven't
well,
seen
Foot
them.
aren't necessarily skipping the beat as much as maybe we thought they were. This game, very different story.
I will say in their defense, right, we did see a little bit of this yesterday on the Mirage as well, right? That was where they struggled against Vitality. That's where we were thinking, well, maybe this one's just going to be a quick one. This one's just going to be a clean one. Part of that was due to Coolio shaking off some rust. Not as much of an issue here. He actually performed quite admirably in the first half.
Why does the bug need to look so scary in the last
fight?
pick? Dude, it's so funny,
but
isn't it?
you do have to think that maybe this is a Foot team that, again, can hit the reset button.
Shit.
Problem is they're going into the nuke earlier. They did have a nice showing on it yesterday. Still some cause for concern here, Dust.
Absolutely.
What do they give you, 3 hours in first class?
Very flat-footed.
Usually
I guess, is
just
the way you can kind of put it for some of these guys. I mean, we saw yesterday
I
that
think
Demon,
sometimes,
Juice,
like,
Kerbini,
if you go
kind of
early,
that
they
wide
sometimes
distributed
do, like,
firepower. We always
breakfast,
kind of
but
talk
I ain't
about
trying to
when
eat
talking
no
about Foot.
airplane
They were,
food.
you know, on point.
I'll
They're
eat it
playing
on
the
an
greatest of all
international
time, and
flight,
still
but-
drawing blood even with the stand-in.
You know what they
today.
do give you?
Again, we just didn't
Alcohol.
really see them exercise any of what
It's
we know them
socially
for.
acceptable
All
to
right, now we've
drink early
waited
in the
long enough,
day.
Dust. We have to give the people what they want. And what
Yeah,
they want
right.
is Hooksy highlights. The Giga Chad himself alive in the server, strong
Hell
as
yeah.
you like. Broad-shouldered, firm crosshair, good flicks, and
a chiseled
highlights
chin.
galore. Sorry,
Yeah.
the what there?
The chisel chin, you know, the Giga Chat. I mean, you know, you gotta throw
The
that
Giga
meme
Chat?
out there. Yeah, I mean, he's been kind of hooksing, you know. He's been doing the thing he had yesterday. He almost had an ace. He had like the big 4K round on Dust too.
Isn't it crazy
We even
to
have
drink
seen
at that
other games where
elevation?
he'll frag above the
Probably,
level. You
yeah,
kind
it probably has, like,
think
a small
him
part.
for. So yeah, it's kind of nice. Actually, what was funny in this game is that all the quote unquote big brains
The
with the
hell,
top
Uncle
fraggers in the
CSU,
server was
bro?
Hooksy on his team, and then it was you know, Coolio essentially on his team and Kerbini. You know, like basically all the brains of the
72-month
operation. ones
recent
getting the
thank you,
frags
and
this
thanks
time
for
around.
subbing.
We love a
for
little
multiple
brains
months at a
paired
time,
with
big dog.
Braun. I mean, look at this, 114 ADR, 1.79 rating, 21 and 10. Those are bonkers
My Giga
statistics.
Chad,
You want
bro.
firepower? Hooksy's apparently got that thing in spades. This is going to be a great sign for Astralis, right? If Hooksy's fragging like this,
my
it
go-to
could be an
drink.
easy day in the office
I
for
mean,
them.
like, on
Yeah,
a
Hooksy
flight,
saw that Kerrigan
vodka
had the highest rating
cranberry.
at Bucharest. He's like, hold on a second.
On a flight,
Hold up
yeah.
here.
If
I got
I'm
this. I can
drinking,
make this
and
happen.
I don't
Yeah.
drink
Danish
unless
IGLs?
I'm like
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
do a little
out and
bit of that.
about.
If
But
you
if I'm drinking
wanna
out and
play
about
like
and I'm
Hooksy at
like
home,
sitting down,
well, we might
enjoying
just have
myself, a
just the
VUCA race
thing,
or
because Refrag is
all
the
fancy
greatest training
sounding and
software
shit.
in Counter-Strike, and they've got this little mode.
It's
So
like
you might have
a
heard of it. It's called
bougie,
Crossfire.
boozy
It
Manhattan
helps you
/ old fashioned.
isolate angles, deal with players swinging you, in this case bots, help get better at these moments, these high pressure real game scenarios, and train your ability so you can get used to
Just careful if you go to a nice bar and they know how to make it. Just careful because it's straight alcohol. There's no.
You could play like Chev, you could play like Hooksy, you could be a Giga Chad all your own in your matchmaking.
There's no evidence that blue light glasses reduces ice strain. Dude, you know what's crazy? I know you're right.
Best observer out there. Also, really good performance.
It's all kind of like pseudoscience. Like nothing's really confirmed, not unconfirmed.
One of these days we'll get Chev a pro contract.
Unfortunately, I've just worn him so long. I'm just kind of like,
a little break as we load up and get ready for Nuke. It's do or die for Foot as a
if they maybe help, fuck it.
Them to cinders.
Why not, right? It's yeah, it's a 1-1-1. So what is it? It's 1 rye, 1 part rye, 1 part cognac, 1 part Benedictine, 1 part vermouth, and then I forget the bitters. Yeah, I can't remember. Well, there's no Campari, but yeah, no, I love drinking those. One like I said yesterday, 1 of those buzz, 2 of those I'm definitely buzzed, 3 of those I'm late to the stream the next day. But 3 of those is a no-go. 2 if I'm out for like a while and I'm like really taking my time drinking. I've had them before, Molly. They're alright. Not bad. I live in Nevada now, but where are you from originally? Columbus, Ohio, sir. I accidentally hit a deadlift PR yesterday because I can't count. Hell yeah, illiteracy, brother. Dude, that's dangerous. I hope you weren't doing it, not to like flame you, but I hope it wasn't like actually like life-crushing weight that you accidentally picked up. Accidentally deadlifting a PR is kind of, brother, what are you doing? Like, good job, but that sounds really bad. Oh shit. Bro said, oopsie, I did 500 pounds, my bad, dude. 385, nothing too crazy. That's still a good amount of weight, man. Good shit. Good shit. On my flight to Vegas from Columbus, the airline card reader stopped working, so they just gave out free drinks. Fuck it. Everybody got absolutely fucking wasted on the plane, goddamn. No, he said deadlifted. Molly, stop baiting people. I don't need fucking bank info in my Discord again. Oh, dude, I got an alert on my phone and I thought my flight got delayed. Nope, we're still on time. Let's go.
That thing right out of the ballpark.
Still
But now
going.
we have to see if they can hit a double and make this thing a 2-0. We're moving on to their own map pick of Nuke, and Foot, meanwhile, trying to change the game.
I might,
They're gonna
dude.
need to make a
Honestly,
big pivot here if they want to.
I don't think I could bench 400 yet.
Alive. They've been on such a hot streak lately.
I
They've
can
been
get
dealt
close
the
though. I
heavy
feel
blows in one of their
confident
teammates coming into this.
that I
We saw
can get
live
like
yesterday.
3,
They're gonna
probably
have to
like
show it again here on this map. I
65.
want to keep going.
And
Since
I
I've
think
been doing
the
335
reality
for
as well
some
for
reps.
Foot might be that they just have to play a little looser. One would imagine,
Maybe.
right?
But I don't
Again, coming into
think
this
there's
event,
any
we know
world
they're
where I'll
playing
ever
with a
get
stand-in.
there.
We know they're playing with their coach. We know there's all these situations going against them. There's all these things that limit them. But you have that tight game against Vitality, and suddenly you're starting to believe maybe we could do some damage.
Pop a pickle.
Get a
We're
little
not
bit of a
baiting people
snapback
into
to reality
posting their
here
bank
on
account.
Mirage.
I'm
How do
sure
you
good.
reset Dust?
Yeah, it's a tough one. As you said, the odds are stacked against them. You know, Strauss has beaten them both times they played on Nuke so far this year. Generally speaking, Strauss has looked a little bit more
You guys literally got my
impressive,
Discord
as
locked
far
for
as
that
resume,
shit, bro.
the teams that they're kind of beating. You know, Foot doesn't have any real big wins other than when they were able to beat Mongols. So it's one of those things where a lot weighs into Strauss's favor. Again, you got Stair, who's just such a great star player in the yard position on both sides of the map and just gives you so much value. You know, Fuzi's been the hotter hand with the AWP, if we're honest, in this matchup. They were showing, you know, in the last game that head-to-head, he's been able to outduel, you know, Symmetry a lot throughout the course of this year. So a lot of things are in Strauss's favor.
I still can't believe that guy was real,
CS2,
dude.
by the way, for Hooks.
When he
kind
clipped
of astonishing.
it, and then
Now,
literally
Dust, you're
his
something of a
own
sportsman
clip
yourself,
proved
a
him
known
wrong,
golfer
and
of
he's
the discs. How do you reset if you're mid-tournament to lock back in?
I don't
maybe
know,
a rough
like,
start?
dude, that shit was
It's just about having that
crazy.
goldfish memory, as they kind
Lamau
of say.
real?
You know, just let that
Yeah,
one go
so a
and move on to the
guy
next thing.
misheard,
And
but
the thing
then
is, there
got
are
really
ways for Foot
upset.
to make things happen. You know, for
I was
one, do
talking
think
about my
Vinny,
deadlifts.
in his own right, can be a fantastic yard player on both sides of the map.
And he thought he said
he's very sneaky.
He
He's
thought
able
I
to
said
find,
I
like,
could
really
bench
good
400,
timings.
but I was just talking
He's
about
got
what
the
I was
rap
doing
in the
for
best
reps on
kind of way,
deadlifts.
right?
He's
Like,
like,
when people say that
he
word,
got
they
really
think of it
upset.
being a negative thing, but he just the way he
And
creeps
then
around and finds these
short
cool timings,
version,
these unorthodox pushes and forward angles.
He
can
said he got a
sometimes catch
clip
people
of
off guard.
me and
Symmetry's
saying
actually
like I
kinda the
said it
same
wrong,
way.
and then he
You know, a lot of
posted
reason
the
why he
clip
was
and
the
we
MVP of
watched it,
Bucharest
and
is
it
because he was
was
taking these
me
crazy
saying
aggressive
deadlift, and he
maneuvers
was like
and
quadrupling
unorthodox
down.
positions. And so, guys, you were
And then he
talking about playing
joined
a
the
little bit looser. You gotta
Discord
play a
and
little
he
bit
said,
trickier as well.
"I'll
You know,
bet
try to throw
you."
a couple of things in there
And
that
I
Strauss
said, "Bro,
isn't gonna
calm down.
expect."
Like
And so
nobody wants to know how
that's
much
really some
money
of the
you
things
have
for
or
me.
anything
And
like
then
that."
the
He's
other
like,
thing
"Don't
is
worry
what we
about it."
talked
And he
about
literally
pregame.
posted a
Demon and Juice
screenshot
are
of his
supposed to be
bank
the pillars of
account
this
in
team
my
in those
Discord.
anchor positions. We saw them play very well yesterday.
And then
a lot more weight is on their shoulders
everybody
'cause Lance
started
is not
flying
here.
into the
And
Discord to
so
look
we're
at
gonna
it,
see them
and then
come
my
alive this
Discord got
And it's
locked.
going to be an interesting circumstance, right? Because if we remember,
Because they
if we
thought I
think
was
back to
getting,
that
like,
Vitality
rated.
Nuke game versus Vitality,
Like a
rather,
hate rate of
it was an
bots.
11-1. Right? This is
That's
over.
a real,
Done.
most
And then to
stable
drag it back
chatter.
to the
That was a
precipice of
YouTube
overtime.
chatter.
So you imagine now with that belief
That
that's
was
fired in them
crazy,
foot,
dude.
maybe
That
if they
was
get
like
little
a
bit of better
fever
start
dream.
here, they
I'll
don't
never
have to be
forget that
playing
guy.
Against a deficit like that, we could see a better face.
What do I bench anyways? Right now, the heaviest I've gone is 335, and I've been able to put it up for about.
Guy that has to open for you now that you don't have longs here. It also
Let's
puts
just
more
say
weight on
5
Demon
reps.
because
I think
he's
it was a
kinda
little
the
bit
other
more,
guy
but
that
I'd
you
have
put
to
in
ask
that
the
trading
trainer.
slot
We'll
to
just
try
say
to get out
5. We'll
there,
low
help
ball.
you create openings or
And then I
help
think
create
it actually
trade
might be
frag
closer to the
potential.
funny
So, I
numbers.
mean, really,
but-
those are kind of the two guys, and also get that big defense out of the anchors that we were talking about.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that gives you a lot of room as well.
Looking at the other side, we've got a little bit of time here. Astralis
But no,
is
not
new.
not
What are we
400.
expecting to
Not
see from them,
400.
right?
I don't
We've
want
touched
any
on
bank
Stair
account info in
outside
my
a little bit,
Discord.
but what else are you expecting? What do you
Can
think?
you do
Hoopsy's gonna
225
here?
for
How do you
40
think
like
he's
the
gonna call?
NFL guys?
You know, for me, it's
Yes.
just like what version
Yeah,
of
we were
Strauss
actually.
shows up.
Fuck,
Do
what
I
did
get
I
the
just do the
Strauss
other
has been
day?
impressive, building up big
I did
results over the course of this year? Do I
235
get the one that looked shaky
for-
yesterday, looked shaky at Bucharest, even though they had the second place finish at that event? There were definitely a lot of moments there that were left you wondering. Their Nuke in general has been kind of 50-50 so
I think I did
far this year.
235
record,
for
some
like
good wins, but also some losses that make you kind of
20-something
scratch your
reps.
head. Again, I think the good thing going
for
for them is
funsies.
something we've already kind of mentioned.
I was
is that
doing.
Stair
I
has been
can't
so
remember why we
stable.
did it.
Even yesterday, when they didn't look themselves, Stair still did, right? And he's been delivering time and time again. He's one of the best players in the world this year, if we're honest, and plays that key position in yards. So I think just
Share diet,
having him
please? I just
continue to
eat,
deliver
dude.
in that
Just-
position, I think it's going to be big
yes.
for them. I think the other big thing is Yabby. We haven't mentioned him yet. Resurgence in form so far this year. Gets a little bit more freedom on this team. Even though he's a lobby player on T side, he can be a playmaker there. He's not just a guy holding space. He can actually take it. So those are some of the things I'm kind of watching out for. They like to play an aggressive play style. They like to be punchy.
I'm
like to throw you a
planning
lot
to
of
go
different
to a
looks. They
Bacchanal
like to
buffet
be
for
in
the
your
first
face,
time.
and
And
so
dude,
I
honestly,
expect
I've
they're gonna
only
keep
eaten there
that same
once and I didn't
tempo
like it.
Going into this one, it's going to be, one that
Chat's all
J.K.
gonna
Simmons
flame
will
me
like.
for the the buffet comment and
His
said I don't like
tempo,
it, but
indeed,
deadass,
we are
I
waiting
think it's
to resolve
overrated
just
as
a little
fuck.
bit of a tech
I'm not
issue,
trying to rain
so
on your
we'll get
parade.
into the
Have a
server
good time,
as
bro.
soon as we can. Thank you for bearing with us. For everybody watching from home, reminder if
I
you are
know.
just joining us, Astralis came out swinging. Hooksie's second best rated map of CS2
Peyton,
ever.
thanks for the primer.
And now
Thank
for
you.
Foot, it's about finding solutions. If you were Foot, if you're playing, with
What's
Coolio
my Discord?
in here,
Discord.gg/fl0m.
how would you change your
Matthew.
tempo to try and best Astralis?
Yeah, I think it's about trying to figure out like what you want to do with Coolio. They try to talk about in some of the interviews where they don't really want to change too much, so they're kind of putting him in.
He didn't like it because they put a limit on how many plates he could get. Is that a thing?
Budge any of the other
Congrats on
pieces.
the
And
baby.
I
Thank
think
you,
to some degree that makes sense to try to keep everyone comfortable. But at the same time, it's like Blancs played such big positions for you. He was your primary yard player on the T side. Kerbini was more of like a secondary yard guy, an aggressive lurker or something. So now
I think
Kerbini
we
has
got
to
the
be
room block
always the
done,
point man, so to speak, right? Or or you have Coolio just kind
I'm
of.
probably gonna make like a little video talking about the behind the scenes of how FML2 came together with different sponsors and stuff.
So that was a good
and
sign,
maybe
but,
in line with
you know,
that, we'll announce the
again,
tickets.
puts that added weight.
You know, maybe build up some hype that way.
Be as much of a like late to mid round factor. I think has more responsibility being that early front man since Lonks is not here. Yesterday he struggled to do that. We'll see if he can change it today.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because it feels like it hasn't
You see the
necessarily
Live
been
golf
how we've seen him
moves?
deploy,
They didn't, like,
right? He
renew the
mentioned
funding,
when I was
right?
talking to him yesterday in the pregame interview that while his crosshair was actually feeling better, he'd been playing a lot of DM trying to grind for this. It was the movement that was maybe a little slower
you
to
know
come back.
Bryce
And of course, if you are
XD?
playing
I
those
mean, I
entry
don't
roles,
know
if you're
him,
playing those more
but
dynamic roles,
I know him
movement
from
is
chat.
so much a piece
He's been
of
in
that,
chat a few
of
times.
maximizing your efficiency,
He used to be in here
getting
quite a
into
bit.
angles, getting into fights, creating that space for your team. So
But
we
I
have
think
seen
he
him
got
a little
like
bit more on the
partnered
late
like
rounds.
a
Even
year
on
ago or
Mirage, we saw him
something,
in some
maybe a
of those
couple
late
years
round
ago.
situations where maybe
That's
he's
about all I
last alive or
know.
second to last alive, trying to drag back a spot.
Will the prize pool be the same?
Curious
I
to see
can't
how they
really
play
say
that.
anything,
we are
guys,
going
too
to
much
be
about
getting into this.
FML2
Ruckus cracking a
stuff.
Red Bull, and that means without further ado, it's time to hop into the server. Time
Like
to hop
thanks
on
to the
over to our
19-month
casters,
farmer. Thank
take
you,
it
thank you.
away. Moses and Dingo.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I'm ready for the second map. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
shut
we
up.
see a
Seymour,
better
thanks for the
foot,
10
you know?
months, and
they,
thanks
they
for
were so
subbing
good
6 months at a
yesterday. They were
time.
looking great. Now I said it's not a great look. It's a pretty ugly foot on that first map.
got some
I mean, Foot got shit on Mirage yesterday and then brought it back in the next two
check that
maps.
out. But getting into this one, I'd imagine it's going to get a little bit better at least.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's find out. Let's find out because
Yeah,
I
we
think
can
the
worry.
biggest
Yeah,
issue you were
he's
highlighting
been in
throughout
here
the
a
game
few
was the lack
times.
of
Like,
opening
he
kills.
used to
You
chat
know,
a lot more,
it's
but
not,
I imagine
like,
if
you
he's
can't even
streaming,
get the
he's
opening
probably got
kills
his
and
own
can't even
stuff.
get to stage 2 of the round, and you're playing every single round 4 and 5. Tactics don't really matter. You're not going to win a game playing so many rounds at a disadvantage. So we got to see what they're going to open up with. They at least start on the CT side. So if they can win the pistol and get rolling, you have a better chance of just kind of burying Astralis and not having to win as many rounds on this T side that's been kind of tough for you to manage without Lonks in the roster.
Well, the Dallas-Fort Worth area is one of the top areas for.
Yeah, the fl0m wants to go to
Dietry,
FML
so
too.
let's
So
see if they can get this sorted
I'm
out
trying
for
to see if there's
Phil.
like some
Alright, so let's get
content we
into
can
the
maybe
second
cook up
map
somehow.
Underway, Astralis.
Oh
well, that's a
my!
great start for
Oh
Krabeni.
well,
Okay,
this is what I'm
melting
saying,
in with
dude.
the
Okay,
Jordan.
well,
It's
humbled
gone
by
into
Giga
his
Chad
But the
Hooksy.
pushes come through from the ramp room, and Coolio is taking Hooksy away. So Fuzi's left 1v4, no chance at all. Jewel Beretta is coming out swinging. Krabeni has won the round in the first couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's exactly what you needed. Get started on a positive note. A pistol round like that, triple kill from your captain is going to help push Mirage out of
That's
your memory
fucking
entirely.
free.
And now it's full focus here on Nuke. Lovely sequence. Door breaks open. He's ready. Gets a little bit fortunate with both kills in that exchange. But
Yeah, he does get
man, we'll give
lucky,
him the
but
triple
also
and a
like
pistol for
he
Foot.
played that really well.
Now that Foot that we saw against Vitality yesterday is still in there somewhere.
Yeah,
There's
it
that group
definitely-
stage,
Still in
yeah.
there somewhere.
Jay,
Wake
thanks for
up
the
at any
primer.
point, you'd imagine. We
Home's
hope,
face
we
is so red
dream.
on Instagram photos.
Well, let's see
Yeah,
if
bro,
it's
I'm
gonna
pale as
pan
fuck.
out
So when
that
I
way.
get sun, that's
Astralis,
what it looks like, dude.
You know, the other side of it is too. The Astralis we've seen yesterday versus
Plus,
G2 still
we were
in there
rocking
somewhere, Jason.
the
Yeah,
early
yeah.
'90s camera,
Still in there.
dude. By we, I mean Jakey
They don't
was. It
wanna
was
see it,
sick.
No, they
It
don't
got
want to
some
bring that
good
one out to the
photos.
play. Let him hang out. That was a 93 damage HE grenade on Fozy to start the round. So that's no fun.
You live in Texas, bro? I live in Vegas.
Thankfully,
What you
just a
talking about?
Glock as he saves up some money. And Astralis going to back away from the
How
outside
you feeling about
pressure.
Cash?
Yeah,
Excited.
this is
Should be good.
We didn't touch on it too much, just because I think
Should be
everyone
good.
who's
I'm
watching
glad they
Counter-Strike these
reverted
days
the map
knows
kind of back to
this
its
is what,
original
like the
state.
6th time these two teams have played. These matchups just get so weird when you've played that many times in this short of a period. Like that was starting at Krakow.
Yeah, it's been all season. Literally
it's been
all
like
season.
every event.
That's on
these
this
teams have
rivalry,
been at.
fl0m.
And I
Dude,
hope
I
it-
low-key
and
kind of feel
twice in
bad
the
because
ESL
I feel like both teams are
Yes.
kind of just sick and tired of
Grand
playing each
final
other.
as
Like I
well.
don't even feel like this is a rivalry.
So
Funny enough,
that
I don't know
felt-
why.
that felt like the
Like
Super
normally
Bowl
when
of
teams
Astralis
play each
versus
other
Foot
this
was
much,
like
we
a
get a
grand
rivalry,
final,
but
and now we get one here in
for whatever
America.
reason, I don't get
That's a
rivalry
Super
out of
Bowl.
these
Super
two.
The Super Bowl of this particular engagement.
It's maybe the World
Like they
Series.
even actually beat like it's like it's pretty fair. Like they beat each other. Like they trade like wins.
Is America's pastime.
Baseball's not even America's pastime anymore. Get it out. We don't want it.
Hey, man, but ballpark hot dogs, they do slap.
They do. That's the only good thing about it. 2-0 as we head into the first
Narrator
gun round.
removed the
AK's
wonky
coming
unit
in
you were throwing
for
nades from.
the Astralis attack.
Yeah, that was cool. I will say, Handsome Dev did DM me and say thank you for the feedback on the map. So, and that was before the update. So I actually don't know what he was talking about. So maybe that was it. But they didn't clean up any of the flooring, right? So they don't really care about my opinion.
We got
You have any
Symmetry
plans to go to events
all
this year?
about
Just,
early.
I mean, I'm going to Fort Worth.
I
in
like the foot. Want to
a
get
couple
going
hours,
straight
bro.
away. Get the AWP in play.
But after this,
Getting
no.
aggressive
Fights.
Yeah, some deep peaks, trying to be disruptive to whatever Astralis is setting
ESL
up.
doesn't usually invite me to events, and they're doing the Cologne Major, obviously, and then
With the smoke wall outside.
that was all facilitated by the
Symmetry's
fridge behind me
option
before,
is
not
to drop down
ESL.
and guard Secret, but they're going to turn right in towards Mini. Tucks against the wall. Stair can't win the fight.
And
Ryu backs off, blinded, and taken down by
The
Krabetti.
baby boy's due date is going to be
Fuzi,
right
yeah,
before the
BOK
major
kill
in
after
Singapore,
kill
so I
coming
probably
through
won't
all
be
of a
there. And then
sudden.
Atlanta
But
is my
2v2
brother's
thanks to
wedding.
Demon, who delivers again from rafters. One more player left is Hooksy down and
Oh,
high.
Hooksy, do it, bro. Damn,
Still a chance
he got
for the
dinked,
in-game leader
though.
of
That's
Astralis
tough.
to win this
That was
out up
a
against
great
Symmetry,
fight
who's
out
on
of
the
Hooksy.
AWP.
That's
Yeah,
a
but he
shame he
pushed
got
the pistol.
dinked.
Heard the dink.
And look at the damage here for Hooks. He's down to 16 health. He's going to back away, try and slip
Arjun,
into the
it has
room, but
different
look
modes.
how
It has, like,
proactive
full different
Symmetry's been about
profiles.
this.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, it's nice. It's good. And he's found some safety inside the hut, but you have to make a decision, really. Like, Hooksy's actually gotten away to the point where he controls this 1v1 for the moment, right? You can't obviously know if Symmetry's read this and just kind of gambled and come down here, but you're going to have
Pull for
time
baby
if you're
name?
Hooksy. Once this
No,
bomb
no.
is planted to bail out
Respectfully,
and
guys,
find the
I
exact
don't want
post-plant
your
position
guys'
you want.
advice or anything. We ain't talking about Kiddo too much.
And now Symmetry's a mile away, and he's got
You
to
know
make the
Kiddo's
decision.
on the
No
way,
kid.
but
We can see one on
it'll
the
be a
ground
pretty
outside. Does he want to make
definitive
noise
line.
to increase the speed? Does he even want to challenge for this with the AWP?
There's the door wide open, and Hooksy's going to win it. So
Damn, Hooksy,
here's your
okay,
answer.
bro.
Oh, he's
Okay.
giving
He
a little,
teabags him as well.
yeah, he's giving a little teabag as well.
Just two? It was
Yeah.
a gentle
Sweet
sweep.
tea. Sweet tea.
Is that what it is?
Sweet tea here in the south. Yeah. Well, it's a first round for Astralis. It's won by Hooksy clutch. And I have to say, he was the star of the show on that first map. So
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
Yeah, Mike delivered it to us. His second best map of CS2 in terms of his rating that he delivered. The clutch ability that he had, winning a big-time clutch early on to stop any momentum from Foot as well. And he's done it again here early
tea.
on. There it
Sweet
is.
Love that.
Great form. Love the posture. Round 4. Still a buy for the Foot defense, but out of money after this and running low on utility as well. So they're going to choose to get aggressive. A lobby crunch coming in.
There's a Yabby headshot. There's a trade from Juice. So they're going to back away. It's a 4v4 now, but look at the space they've got outside.
Do you have a
here,
registry
Astralis.
yet? You'd
Stairs
like to pay
pushed
it
up the
forward?
back of the garage.
No,
In fact, he's
no.
not slowing down. He's sprinting. He's taking as much
And her
control
and I
as he
talked about it.
possibly
We're
can
not
here.
gonna.
I think
We'll have
Yabby
one,
spotted
but
at
it's
least
literally
3 in
just going to
lobby,
be
right?
diapers.
So they're
I
like,
don't
you're like,
want
we
like.
got a lot
Although
of room.
Jordan
There's
did
a
have
lot
a
of
good
resources in other
suggestion,
parts of the map, so let's test this. Let's see what we got. Oh,
No.
looking for that push. Oh, needed to be a
which
hit. That would have been a
was
beauty.
Jordan had
for
a great
Frizzy.
suggestion of kid
Would
books
put Astralis in such a
from
strong
people
position
instead
in a
of because I don't.
4-on-3. But still, with these
I'm
advanced
fortunate enough, guys. I do
locations,
not need anybody
all
buying
advantages
things
still
for
in the
me.
way of Astralis, even
Don't
with
worry.
the missed shot.
People want to throw up some diapers though. Fuck it, why not? But like, yeah, like books would be cool. So I might do
Snare
that.
on the wraparound
We'll
from
see.
heaven, but here comes the fight to a secret. Ryu not ready at all. So Jukes takes that kill with no issue. So more pressure on Stare to find something inside of the site. And you've got Demon down to a CT vent.
The scary thing is if he takes too long clearing out upper bomb site or working up the courage to
Yeah,
take
it was
a peek,
that was
Krabetti
a
at any
suggestion
moment can
from
slip
Jordan.
behind him, can come up the ladder, all depending on timing. Krabetti might just be able to ruin this round for Astralis.
Well, Demon could still do so out from CT Van if he's fast. And oh, what? How has he got away with that? Krabetti, a curveball as he runs up the top of the ladder. Krabetti gets
Damn,
away
man.
with something
So Hooksy
ridiculous.
gets that
up
clutch
from
and then they
heaven.
immediately bounce back.
Oh, Staro's going to be so mad about that. And fair
Oh.
enough, because that is something just stupid.
Yeah, I'm a little mad about that. Crazy. Just spears
That's
him coming up the
Counter-Strike. We're
ladder.
Counter-Striking, dude.
There's the first kill. Great wrap. That kill prevents Stare from being spotted, but it just
man.
doesn't matter.
It's the
That sums
A1,
up
bro.
Right there.
Dude, it's
You
so
take your
clean,
time as
too.
your
Yeah, I'd be
opponent,
pissed.
Getting into position,
Oh,
working up
man.
the courage to finally peek at heaven at the right time. Then Krabetti just flies up the ladder and kills you while flying off the top of it.
Yeah, it's a bit wild. That's going to be frustrating. So Astralis in a bit of a pit right now. Hero AK picked up. Only one rifle for this round. Going to lead the way over towards ramp room. It's Coolio to defend.
Yeah, cool.
Jack
Let's see
Texas
what
with
he can do.
132 and
Misses
thanks
a lot
for
of
7
shots, but gets a
multi-years
lot
at
of
a time.
information. And he's going to stay alive. That's important. He can still be a threat on that lower bomb site, and the utility has slowed Astralis down. You can see Vitality run a couple of ramp hits, trying to overwhelm Coolio in that spot.
Get
Yeah,
some
but
cases
I mean,
as
it's a
an
nice place
investment.
if you have a
Shut the
stand-in to
fuck
just
up.
kind of park them, because you always have the option of just leaving. You know, if you're not comfortable with the protocol or the situation, you can just drop. Now, Symmetry's going to come back in, grab a couple,
Damn.
and that's the round pretty much over.
Yeah, once he gets those two. Yep.
Coolio gets his one. And Ryu stepping out into the fight. Gets himself a couple of nice headshots there, but too much to really handle. And it's a 4-1 lead coming in from Foot, showing they're very capable right now on Nuke.
Yeah, let's just see if they continue rising up into this and this defense kind of holds strong. If they drop the ball at any point and let Astralis back into it, a little bit scary. They have to keep in mind, well, actually, you don't want them to keep it in mind, but they're going to have to, we'll keep in mind, their T-sides have at times just straight up stalled out. And we saw it a little bit earlier today on Mirage. We saw it on Mirage yesterday against Vitality. So for them, this CT side is all important. It's not about hitting a specific number. It's about getting just as many as you can.
Which team do you think is a more dire situation, Liquid or FaZe? FaZe.
Well, it's taking the time now. Astralis is not a great buy.
Yeah, it's not like you say dire situation. FaZe went from getting second place to a major to losing their IGL and not being in the next major.
Exec begins is the
Liquid's been pretty
on Nuke yesterday. Foot only got one round on
FaZe went to the peak and then literally is at the bottom. Well, Liquid's just been progressively getting worse, so it's kind of the norm.
With that kind of a knowledge and the struggles of the T side of
Liquid
Mirage
actually
earlier,
isn't breaking any script. They're not doing anything shocking, so it's like
coming out towards the A site. It's fast from Hooksy's Tech 9. Yabby also grabbing a frag here with the AK-47.
Damn, that's a nice shot, man.
Symmetry picking one off, keeps this round to a little bit stare.
Oh, knife
he's
out.
got a free kill. Kerbeni had his knife out. Not going to work out for him whatsoever.
Dude, I cannot believe he got that. What the fuck?
He's gaming right now. He's actually kept this round in contention. That kill allows Coolio to slide in towards Mini. If he can find Hooksy.
Dude, Hooksy's giving it to him if he peeks
because
this.
you've
What
got
the fuck?
Fuzi down in the site as well.
Oh.
With the flash, and even though Fuzi was blinded, just started spraying away, and Symmetry gets taken down. So Coolio not going to be able to win this one. It will be a second round found for Astralis, and a great round to grab it because, again, I highlighted at the start of this, he only had two pistols in play and 3 rifles, and the pistol gets the opening frags
Tyler,
with
thanks for
Yabby
the
right
tier
there.
1, thank
Coming out
you.
of Hut, gets his one, and
I feel like
opens up the bomb site.
It's phenomenal utility usage from Astralis.
The fact that
in round.
Coolio's
What
played
activates
so
the
well
pistol,
for
'cause the
Foot
pistol
is
actually struggles. That Tech 9 took a minute to get
It's
the
kind of
opening
fun,
kill,
man.
but he's just so
But
blind. It doesn't
also-
matter that you're struggling with it. So great utility.
I
Molotovs
really
to
want to
force
see
the
Foot
defenders
play.
out
I
in the
just
open.
don't know if I
Flashbangs
want to see them
well-timed
play
by
with a
just about
coach
everybody.
for the first time he's seeing them in
2
person.
clean kills to get into the upper bomb site on a bust.
That's like
second round for Astralis. Clawed into their
They're a
favor.
really fun
4-2.
team to watch. I just really wish Lonks was here.
Oh, that's how Yabby
No, they still play fun Counter-Strike. Just like Lonks is like such a high-energy character for the team, and I feel like it gives them a little extra edge, you know?
Symmetry was hitting some great shots here, but unfortunately none of his teammates really able to make
No,
anything
but
of it.
Coolio's still compared to his team, guys. It's all a matter of perspective. When the average age of your roster is 19 and your coach is 25, he is on. Like,
got an MP9 have to come out here on Coolio.
Jimmy, thanks for the 12-month reset. Thank you.
Off foot, which would really allow them to get into this first half of play. And you just highlighted how important the CT side is for Foot, that they go on a massive streak around victories.
Yeah, that's what's worrying is, you know, if you actually end up breaking them, that can just like kind of destroy the momentum that they've sort of built up with some nice plays. Dangerous round here for Foot.
Do you think
triple smoke outside?
Poor Valve could add a smoke break kill.
Even the break isn't going to be able to give you vision all the way through. Hooksy chucking up utility into the upper bomb site. It's a fake.
You
based
either
off
kill
the
them
previous
through the
round
smoke
success, and
or
Foot don't bite.
you see them. I've like that. Huh?
Going out into the open, it's Kerbeni and Symmetry. Yabby got both, though. A little bit of barbecue here in Fort Worth. Yabby making the most of that.
Whatever you said,
and now
no.
it's a 3v3.
Also, the double
Stare
kill
gets such an important kill here on Jukes.
with the
That
burn
keeps
is kind of
Astralis
nice.
ahead.
Nice shot.
And we know Demon can be good from the rafters, but he's got to worry about multiple positions. So they're pulling Coolio through the ramp progression. He's sitting here at the vending machines, and Fuzi's about to walk into him. So a chance here for Coolio.
Set up,
He's not being
Jam.
spotted. Michael, Coolio's just standing in the open, in the lobby. Hooksy finally spots him, and it will be Coolio to die. An awkward scenario. Now they know where Demon is as well. He's dropped down into the bomb site, and
Yeah,
Hooksy.
dude,
that's a
Hooksy.
little
Damn, he
shrug of the
shrugged it.
shoulder.
Damn, okay, my bad,
Over on ramp room
my
as well.
bad.
You could just, I mean, not on ramp room, excuse me, on Hut, looking for that push coming through, the dangerous one to the offer.
got it like that,
yeah,
dude.
almost drops the ball, but I think he always would have been able to recover. But that is the economic break. I think Yabby, I would imagine, when he gets these kills, I imagine his hands have to go up like, what are these guys doing? Like, why are two... Yeah, that's kind of the look. It's like, what the hell? Like, why are 2 players bum rushing into my Molotov to fight? happy with the kills, and a double for Hooksy at the end to seal the victory.
Coolio is just spawning in the lobby.
It's one of those rounds.
Yeah, it really is. Stare, he's crossed towards red. He's got some good space here early on. Krebeni dig out though. Ooh, too far
Can you
off.
clarify how old the Unk line is in
That's
chat?
gonna be
I mean,
rolling out.
even without this Coolio discussion, I genuinely think
Shot from
25
Hooksy.
plus
Lovely.
is
He's on
on the
point today.
internet.
He is. He's been warming up. He's had enough
Yeah,
of losing
I think
the
if you're
foot.
25, you're on.
Yeah, it's no more.
That's
Well, they can take
that's
it
the
slow
mind.
here.
That's
They know
the
the economic
mindset
situation. They
shit.
know that Foot's been broken. No need to press the issue too quickly. Good utility. Going to turn in towards Mini. Clears his corners. Hooksy
35 plus is
headshot.
grand.
And triple kill. Does get taken down from behind, but he does his job very admirably.
Yeah, wrecks
There
those
you go.
pistols. And the Abbey out towards heaven. Well,
It's not
close things
Unk,
up.
it's called
And tie things up,
age
most importantly.
modding.
4 rounds on T-side for Astralis on Nuke, looking great. Obviously, opportunities to get even more. And I mean, every round that they win here on the T-side is making me more and more worried about Foot's chances here, just for what you highlighted, you know, the fact they really struggled on the offense yesterday, and we've seen more struggles on Mirage as well.
Yeah.
Like even today, there's no real opening ability. You can really see they're really lacking any of that ability because Lonks isn't there, and I just feel like this is over if you don't get enough on the CT
25
side.
just entered into my Unk era. That's what I'm saying, dude.
We'll see Astralis get over towards the ramp room a little bit more direct
All
again.
of fl0m's viewers are Unk. Yeah, dude.
Stare
What do you
quickly
mean?
out towards
We're all
CT. He's
vibing
made
here.
it past those smokes, but there's a flank coming in.
Yeah, they heard the whole way. So one's going to drop down the vents to guard Secret, and obviously he's going to be flanked out very, very fast.
So
likely to go
my
down
chat's
over
like
in
literally
Secret,
hit
so
like
everything falls to
10,000
this
viewers
ramp
and we
hit.
could still read it. That's how you know I got the
Back
Unk.
kill, no issues. Stare.
It's like
Not
moving,
gonna be
but it's
turning
not even
around, not
spam.
expecting the player to walk down
Unk's
those
over here
secret
talking
stairs.
about food,
Now what do
restaurants.
Astralis do? You've
Who's
lost
the up
Stare.
and
Does that
comer?
make you reconsider or
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back towards the A bomb site?
You don't have the
Is
second
esports
product connected to that
profitable?
lower B bomb
Yeah,
site.
we
No
got
one
the
to
Unks
backstab
going,
defenders
dude.
over towards control side or decon.
Somebody
so
will literally
it's a
say,
little
"Hey, how are you
advantage
doing
as they
today?"
go
Like,
back
what
to
the
the
fuck
upper
is
bomb
going
site.
on in here, man?
So
You
at the
know?
moment, Foot knows they can be here, but the last piece of information they could rely on was that Astralis was over in ramp
shit.
room. Krebeni and Jugs trying to
You want the
reassess the
W
situation,
star? Well, absolutely
reposition
not. I'm just
themselves.
saying.
Astralis spreading out quite far as well, with Hooksy coming all the way outside. So this round is gonna go the full timer.
There's Hooksy dead. And then Demon.
Somebody literally gave me a weather
And
update
Fuzi is
for
finished
Fort
off,
Worth
so
yesterday. You guys
now
remember
the
that?
Abbey Ryu situation, 2v5, just isn't going to be happening here for Astralis. So
We're
Foot,
chilling, man.
to keep everybody
We're chilling.
alive, really important that they do keep everybody up here. You can start stabilizing that economy again. Get the money back. Ryu dropping down, dies at the hand of Krebeni and leaving Yabi 1v5 now on Hut, 11 HP, so shouldn't be dropping
Gen Z
anybody,
also
so
thinks
Yabi
we're like
here.
60
Yeah, a
and
little bit of an
Boomers
ugly
think we're
round for
20. I
Astralis,
know, dude.
the audible not
You know what's
panning out,
crazy?
not
I
able
didn't
to find
realize
any kind
I'm
of
like...
idea after the player
I
outside
didn't
went
realize
down.
I was at the tail end of
Or down in
millennials.
Secret, excuse me,
And I
Stare.
didn't realize that the oldest Gen
It's
Z
gonna happen
are
on a map
almost
like
30.
Nuke, and you can
Holy
see, I mean,
fuck.
the idea of being disruptive was something that we noticed
That's
that Foot was
crazy
doing
to
in the
think
early
about, bro.
first
Gen
2-3
Z is
rounds. Here
almost
again, it's
30,
like,
dude.
you get
The
this kill
oldest
outside,
is
Demon's
Gen
like,
Z.
okay, you're going to react to that kill, so I'm going to push
Yeah,
up and make
bro.
sure you can't get anything comfortable. Catches Fuzi peeking into the angle.
Holy
It's 5-4.
fuck.
Nursing
The
a lead
Zoomers
is
are
Foot.
about to hit 30, man.
Astralis
That makes
just
my
one
back
round
hurt.
back heading into round 10.
Sorry.
That cross.
Is this what happens when Hooksy
Set
plays
up.
well? We just
Krebeni
start
doesn't care about the smokes.
going into
He's
an
just gonna
unk off
fire
or
right
what?
through and stare. He's having a real rough time trying to make anything happen outside. That is maybe a bit too much from Krebeni. Stepping through the smoke, Ryu gets an easy trade without really having to go and fight for it.
Might be a little bit too much, but I think you're going to be okay with it if you're Foot, because Krebeni's been doing really good work for you. He's got plenty of opening kills, and that's something we tracked on the first map that was a nightmare for Foot on their T side. Here on the CT side, Nuke, they've had 6 opening, actually make it 7 when this round comes to a
Can you
close.
ban me? This is
what
making
Dust
me
was
crash
saying
out.
before
Gen
this
Z
as
are
well,
still in
saying
high
that
school.
without
No way they
Longs,
aren't.
there's more pressure. All
No,
the
some,
pressure's
no, you're
basically on
fine.
Krebeni
So
to go ahead and get
you don't
these
need ban.
opens.
You don't need to crash out.
We're
Some of
watching
Gen Z are
right
still
now,
in high
but
school.
Really good stuff
I
here
think,
from
right?
Ryu.
Oh wait,
That's
no,
a
they're out of
triple.
high school now.
And we were talking about in the lack of impact
Everybody's
he
got
had
their own,
yesterday.
I think,
Stepping
ranges.
up in this round,
I think they're
getting
just
himself
out of it.
The trade kill on Krebeni,
Yeah, I
then
think
the
they're just
full-on
out of high
2
school,
towards
actually.
Secret. He's put against the wall now with an AWP of
Gen Z, I
7.
think, is 28, 29 on the oldest.
Okay, Symmetry's dragged his team back into this round.
Okay, Yabby's got the kill. That means Symmetry's on his own. He knows he has a 1v1 at the lower bomb site. Does he want to press the issue? Bomb is still on the ground.
Do it again.
Oh, goes for the shot, but Fuzi.
Damn, you had the little shake in there too?
I'll be a 5-5 scoreline now. Like, Rio really the difference in this one.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 kills are great. I'll tell you this, though. I think this is an inexperience opening those control doors and sprinting out immediately.
Okay.
You have that smoke.
Guys, my wife is
avoid the complication
going full
altogether.
unk in the chat.
These are lovely kills to find them in secret. Good transfer over just based on
Oh yeah,
seeing
true.
the
I
shoulder.
forgot. We also discussed solar energy in here. Yeah, this is full unk
the
chat,
lurch.
man. Frizz, thanks for the 40 months. Thank you.
And yeah, more than anything, feel good for Ryu when you know.
Yeah,
you
I think
have
when
that
you
level
start
of
talking
impact,
about
you
your
basically won
utilities
team
and
that
chat and
round.
stuff, like, yeah, you really got an old chat.
Well, moving outside, look at the brawl. Ryu taking some damage here. He's down to 61, but Stare again. 4 HP. He's got such a dangerous role on this map. But Ryu is the danger right now. Knocking on Krubeni's door. And it's going to be one big opening kill here for Astralis, but Ryu's not slowing down. He's going forward.
Oh, look how fast and decisive this is. What a shot.
Damn, that's a peak. Wait, did you see how that Molotov stood up? What the fuck?
Symmetry just blinds him. And a 4v4, still a lot of time left. The round's basically just started as those fights are coming in.
Yeah, Astralis changing the pace a little bit. Just wanted to get stuck in immediately. Symmetry's got another one. And going to be able to back up the ladder. 4-on-3 man advantage. Now you can play things passively. You can make Astralis. You force them to make the next move.
Well, the next move's coming from Hooksy, who's got maybe a little bit closer to Symmetry. Might anticipate, but that's a big kill from Fuzi. Wallbang through heaven. Reaction is for Jugs to push through Squeaky Door and get the trade on Yabby.
Not the biggest deal in the world because Ryu's coming from heaven, and I don't think they realize it. Checking it, big win.
Yeah,
big win for Jugs.
Yeah, Hooksy going down. Now it's just Fuzi 1v3 with the AWP. 30 seconds to do it as well. At least he has the AWP on his back.
Ooh, Coolio's making a coach play, but Fuzi's not going to head in his direction, so never mind about that. To the upper bomb site we go.
Jugs is just below. It's such a tough shot for an AWP hit. Yeah, not going to happen. Jugs is right underneath the scope. So that'll end up being another round here. 6 on the board. CT side, it's not going to be as strong as it was yesterday, but still staying in the game.
Yeah, staying in the game, absolutely. And I mean, showing better than on Mirage, it doesn't feel like it's enough with the concerns about the T sides. However, all you can do is play with what you got in front of you. So they're going to try and scrape together this last round as well. Take a 2-round lead into the second half. Fuzi's going to have the AWP. Money is the biggest issue for Astralis at this point as they take their first time out of the game. They're going to have this AWP, but 2,800 on Yabby, 2,800 on Ryu. It's going to be pistols.
Are they playing on the new patch? I think so. Well,
I'm not entirely sure
actually,
what you call. Maybe
no,
Dust
Dust 2 Xbox wasn't updated, right?
Who's been a little bit aggressive outside.
So I think technically they're not on the cache update, but they are on Animgraph 2 or whatever. They're on the new animations, if that's what you're asking.
That's gross. That's why he was frustrated.
Yeah.
He's expecting.
I mean, he kind of deserves that, bro. You're just standing there fucking blasting one fucking spot twice.
The commits.
Like, that's not even like...
Well,
I'm not saying it's not kind of impressive, but you really are just asking for it when you do shit like that.
Not much else worth talking about here for Astralis. So definitely the better buy for Foot to try and close with a lead in here in the first half of Nuke. But if there is to be a round victory for Astralis, obviously you'd hope that Fuzi can get some impact as he moves outside.
Well, this is the round that Fuzi loves to play to a certain degree because Hooksy certainly just said, you got to do whatever you want. You know, you've got the AWP. Go find us a kill. Whatever you need.
Freedom. And yeah, he did have a chance there. Just couldn't connect it up towards heaven. In a round like this.
Oh, he heard it. He heard it. Yep.
To miss too many of those.
So anyways, I started blasting.
You know, he's just got a magnet.
Yeah, man, I got a
for
dink
bullets
in there,
this
dude.
half.
Jesus,
It's
that's
crazy
tough.
going through
That
the
is
smokes.
tough.
It's not going to be a half that Stare's going to remember fondly. Hooksy.
Sometimes it's just how it's going, you know what I mean?
As well, so that goes down to top secret.
Yeah, this round's done. Now that the stairs are smoked off, Ryu has to be aggressive into this fight. And
yeah, this
it's
is
his only
cooked.
option, and it's such a disadvantage. Krubeni, he's kind of checkmated Astralis here.
He's had a good half here on the CT side. Very disruptive outside.
And towards Squeak Door. Him and Symmetry have been punishing Astralis since this began. 12 kills on Symmetry, 13 on Krubeni.
The fuck? I've never gotten this. Oh, well.
As the smoke clears, he's going to add
my
another.
flight is delayed because of ATC.
And it's all on Yabby. So,
I've never even seen that before.
in the favor of Foot as this half comes to a close. A rebound from Mirage, but their hardest test is up next.
All right, there it is. I mean, I know what ATC is, but I've never gotten an alert that your flight from Vegas is delayed due to ATC management that affected a plane assigned.
The ROG Falcon. Now, back in Hong Kong, we used these launders when we were testing the OLED models.
But I've never seen that alert.
Today, I was thinking we've got to find some kind of way to put them head to head.
Yeah, there's only some kind of scientific way to try this out.
You think what I'm thinking?
Dibs on keyboard.
All right, Launders, pre-game talk. What are your thoughts on the Falcon?
I have lowered the actuation point so that I feel like Xantaris right now. I've got 2 sets of WASD.
You going to
It feels like
DFW?
I've got
Yeah,
like an
I should just
N64
got a fucking
controller.
jet sweep flight. I could already tell, man.
Spacebar
I
helps
forgot
me
that I
shoot.
could fly into Dallas. Nori did
It's
it
a
last
new
time.
wave of,
We're just gonna have to run it
minimalism
back.
that we've got for Counter-Strike players, keeping it very simple here. I feel like a Formula 1 driver right now.
Okay, so that's 1 thumb, 6 fingers.
Oh! That's a lot of mouse pad you got there.
That's because, Mohan, I plan on hitting you with the flick whenever I need to. You know, that his harp is so light that I think that's going to play to my advantage today.
Well, what are you doing for your keyboard buttons?
Well, I have gone A and D on mouse 4 and 5, okay, because it's all about the strafe. Left click, still shoot. Right click is forward, just in case I've got to close the gap.
Thanks for the
And then
28
M
month
wheel
primer.
up
Thank you,
and
thank you.
down, both
And
jump
for the
so
6
that
to
I
the
can
40.
do
Oh, shit.
B-hops
Yeah,
while
I
I
forgot to
start
run an ad.
landing. All right, Mohan, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. And the inaugural ROG Cup is underway.
Oh my gosh, a headshot. That was a good shot.
Thank you. You're done. I'm gonna, you know what? Mercy. It's hard to aim.
It's a bit of a
with
tease.
just the mouse.
Oh no, the switch. Did I hit you? Are you gonna be jumping right now?
No.
Wait, I can't jump though.
I'm closing the distance, dude, like a shark in the water.
Oh.
What?
The one thing I have to remember is
What
I
about-
can't
what about
actually pull
Londers?
down my recoil.
Yeah, this is who called me a
See you
fridge.
doing
Yeah.
this, I just can't stop.
Winner takes all.
All right, winner takes all. All right,
Nori goes,
congratulations
that's
off
the
that
guy,
round.
right? That's the guy
Thank
that called you a
I
fridge?
am the big winner, and to be honest, I had a hunch. I had a hunch that the mouse would be the victor here.
This might seem like mice are more important, but
You
I've
did
honestly
say
been
I was
impressed
built
by
like
the
a
ability
fridge.
of just using a keyboard. I didn't even know I could do all that.
I messed up.
And so, at the end of the day, we've learned 2 things. Firstly, that I am always humble in victory. And secondly, that when it comes to Counter-Strike,
Thanks for
aim
the 29 month
remains
primer.
king.
Thank you.
Can you play
Well,
with
did Nori
just a
agree? Of
keyboard?
course.
I guess.
You'd say I'm built like
Should
a
you?
fridge, right?
Nah.
Probably not. Thank you guys for stopping by the ROG Labs one more time.
A
and-
mini fridge.
Well, crazy idea.
I'm
How
gonna do
about
it. There's only
next
one.
time
Never
we
mind.
just
Let's not
combine
actually
the
get into what's mini.
Welcome back to Blast Rivals Fort Worth. We're here in Texas, and we've got Foot finally showing up in the series. They definitely looked very weak on Mirage, but a little bit more strength here. But we have questions about whether it's enough, Jason, right? The fact that they now switched to a T side that they really struggled on yesterday doesn't give me much
Bryce, I thought
faith
you
in
weren't
them.
hanging out with me
not
this
at all,
weekend.
but
Why are you
let's see.
texting
Let's see
me?
if they can change that opinion, right? We came into the map saying something
Guys said
very
we're not-
similar. Kerbeni on the pistol round changed our tune pretty quickly. So maybe here on this T-side pistol round they can do something
Delete his
similar.
number.
Hooksy's feeling the pressure and hearing the pressure. Over towards
Bro,
ramp
you do
room.
not
they're
need
caught.
pizza rolls.
They have
You
no
are-
idea where that attack was coming from, and the second half of it just wrecks them.
I mean, that's a
You've eaten
flurry
so
of
many
kills coming
pizzas.
in real fast, though. Symmetry with
You've
the
eaten more
P250,
pizzas in the last 2 weeks
getting
than I
rid of
think.
Fuzi as well, and this pistol round wasn't
You've
even
been
competitive. This
crushing
was Foot
pizza.
coming in, winning it in the first couple of seconds.
Neither pistol round was
Maybe
competitive. That's
pizza
not
rolls
both
actually
for
would be
Foot. So
better.
we talked about some of the issues and struggles on your T-side.
Because
Well,
you get bored of your
kind of
pizza. You
alleviate a lot
order
of
it, and
that
then you
pressure
make
by
me
winning
eat it.
both pistols and
First world problems,
decreasing the
but
number of full buy rounds you actually are going to have to win in this half.
Yeah.
Did you
So
just
really
say I
good
don't
start, and
have
now
to
you
eat
just
your
have to look
pizza
forward
if you
to the
don't eat
idea
it?
of you
What the
just have
fuck?
to
I'm not
convert.
leaving pizza.
Easier said than done, but advantages
That's
in their
crazy.
favor, and now a 3-round lead.
Some of the win cons being set up here easily by Foot. You know,
Yeah, she
winning
orders
both
like a whole
pistols,
pizza,
having
then eats like 2
few
slices
rounds
and
on
calls
that
it a
CT
day.
side
I'm
was
not.
fantastic.
I'm not leaving that
Good
pizza.
game.
Are you fucking
And that's
kidding
gonna have to
me?
continue into the T side. Obviously, we'll see if Kerbeni can continuously find some of these openings. Strong start here. We'll see Astralis have no investment coming up into this round, so it's going to be a 9-5 lead.
Nice easy conversion in the second round for Foot. That's quite nice. Chance for Symmetry to make a bunch of money with that Mac 10. Build up some cash for a T-side AWP if that's what he's looking for. It's a ramp rush here in round 14, and Astralis stacks the upper bomb site, so we're already in, and the slaughter is going to begin.
The other 14 pieces.
Okay. I maybe
I
called that a little bit too early.
It's paused.
That's what I think for the gifted. Thank you.
Has been postponed. Come back again.
What's with Foot back-to-back games now? They suck ass on Mirage and then they bring it back.
Full slaughter, but it will be a sliver.
So they're secretly a nuke team. They just can't pick it because they need the CT side start.
Here he goes.
Thoughts?
Cemetery. Magtan. Oh. I mean, it's an ambitious effort.
Well,
for the content? Well, you know, like sometimes just getting to start like CT side on Duke can just kickstart you, you know?
Some of the bonus money. It's actually going to be Astralis coming in trying to do a little bit of damage to make the bomb kill a few players afloat, but that's not effective. 9-5, 4-round lead. Guns come out now for Astralis.
Have we considered doing Nathan's hot dog contest? You know I was sponsored by him, right?
This round for fl0m, so it's going to be all in fours across the board. Utility's fine.
They offered me to go. I actually have my own
missing, which is painful. So watch out for those retakes, and let's see what Foot bring to the table.
Like the one that Chestnut would wear. I have my own.
You have like a moment in this second half, if you're Krabeni, of where you can get pretty creative with the calls. Without the AWP in the field, without all the nades and all the Molotovs, you have a little bit more freedom to be aggressive at this stage. Let's see if he takes advantage of it.
Come on, man. It's because there's, yeah. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's interesting that Foot plays
Flash at the ready for Krabeni.
So well in terms of just, you know, not wanting to pick it. Everybody wants to play it against them. But also this does happen too. When everybody starts picking a map against you and you know they're going to use it against you, you get to practice it a lot. You can prep it a lot. You start getting a lot more reps on it. There is like usually a shift.
Get over there and offer any kind of support. This leaves Yabi on an island, alone in the upper bomb site. Very, very strong anchor player. Been playing well for Astralis recently, but this is a lot to ask.
Strike, because I mean, who doesn't strike? Thanks for the 5 super chat.
One player downstairs already. So for Yabi, this is a 1v4.
Waits back to the site. Coolio shreds it.
Bro, the coach just hit that entry like that, chat. That was the coach. Oh, what? Dude, Hooksy is literally on some shit today, dude. What the fuck?
Set up by Hooksy is enough to give fl0m those kills. And
is Coolio calling for Foot or not? Nah, he said he wasn't.
Great awareness and
he said he doesn't want to interrupt the flow. He definitely talks during tac timeouts, which I think is kind of funny, but makes sense.
So much chaos. So much chaos for the Foot side of things as they struggle to respond.
Coolio's just trying to fill in, make the team feel as normal as possible, and then, you know, I would imagine assist when he feels like he should, but not overstep, right? Like, because you don't want to mess with the normal team dynamic. You want to just try to facilitate the norm as much as possible.
We're gonna have to see this T side do it the hard way. They're gonna have to grind out 4 rounds.
And if he didn't trust Krabeni, that would be a bigger problem. So I think he does. I think that, yeah, he's just here to stand in, try to fill in and make it as normal as possible for them, but still simultaneously try to have impact during tactical timeouts and try to, yeah.
That doesn't help when you've not got many of them left.
And they're about to fade.
Yeah, this is a tough situation. Do you just risk it?
I've been pushing IO this season. Not really.
Off and playing a little bit safer. Going to go through the final few pieces of utility they do have and change up.
I think I'm at 3 KIO right now, but I haven't even. I did 1 Mythic Plus last week, and I don't know if I'll get any done. I might get to play like a few when I get back on Monday.
Yeah, that's painful, and obviously it looked like they were
going to try and turn over
no,
dude, Lonks has stomach ulcers.
And that's exactly what Astralis was hoping for.
Yeah.
3 players in midi ready to swing through the smoke.
Not
they
good.
were so decisive about it as well, quick on the pounce.
Very similar to their defense on Mirage as well, which was setting up a lot of traps, a lot of multi-layer peaks over in middle as soon as Foot took that space. Similar kind of an idea here outside in the yard.
And it couldn't have happened at a worse time here for Foot economically as well, right? The fact that this round now results in them completely losing all the money that they had. Best case scenario, some upgraded pistols in the next round here. Astralis have a great opportunity to start shrinking this gap immediately, kicking off the second half. And 4 players staying alive is great for Astralis too. They don't have a lot of residual cash left over, but you're getting these AK upgrades. There's 3 AK-47s now in the hands of Astralis.
Like you play a Pally?
Nice. Yeah,
no, I'm a dwarf maze,
At the
bro.
moment is an AWP.
My most played still are probably my Rogue and Warlock from way back in the day when I was like actually playing WoW. Like,
save. They got the same AK-47 that they're going to bring forward, but everyone else is right around 2K.
Yeah, War Within, Arcade Mage, Spellslinger was probably the most fun I've ever had
perhaps going to get an easy one to build up
any
that cash,
DPS
keep plenty of players alive, and
ever.
set themselves up to close out this series.
Fozy getting dropped an M4 so he can keep
That shit was so
some
much
extra
fun.
cash for himself and continue to grow that. Obviously, looking here at
All
just
of these
limiting casualties.
RMP back in the days. Nah, I was more when I like was actually pushing. I played Tournament Realm. I played RLS a lot. That was one of those.
Like you said, not investing.
But I played at the
around
peak of
this
Bleed
AK at
Cleave,
all.
so
They don't
like
have
if you
that
couldn't beat
luxury.
the Bleed Cleave
So
teams
it's
as the
juke to
Warlock,
nothing.
you basically just got. Yeah, dude, it
what
was
he can
so
do with it.
rough. That shit was
Bait the hell out of the
miserable.
Glocks.
Yeah.
Somebody go first. It's not going to be me. Smoke towards Squeak.
But if you could get past them, you
Little
basically
leg
beat everybody
spotted in the
else. It was
Hudson.
kind of rock paper
Hoochie
scissors a
just
little
drops
bit.
the Molotov and repositions. Yabby as well. Slides over.
He's playing in front so he doesn't
fading
get mollied, and he's just gonna. I'm curious where he goes after this though. Oh, he's got another smoke. Nice. Oh, he's slipping. I mean, the whole map's quiet. They have all of
Well, the only
outside.
plan that Foot has clearly. is
Ryu's
walk
gonna
into the
start
zone bomb
actually
site.
seeing
And the fact that
into
Squeak
radio
just
with this
keeps getting
smoke phase. So yeah,
It's a
this
nightmare
sucks.
for them.
Yeah,
Double
you're
kill from
fucked.
Yabby over
You're
the
just
top.
so
Hoochie as
fucked.
well. Doubled up on top hut. Krebeni's
And that's
making
why
his
they're
move
staying
outside,
quiet,
but you
too.
got
Like,
no
they-
access to anything.
they
And
know.
Astralis shut him down, and it's the exact round they needed. All 5 players alive, and build up plenty of money. And now you've got an extra AK-47 on the ground, so the CT side is feeling real good all of a sudden.
Dex, I'm more of a coffee guy, bro.
Coolio's AK-47 is named Happy 21 to me. This is his 21st birthday gift to himself, I'm assuming.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
What AK is it?
Let that be a lesson to all of you at home. Treat yourself.
You're gonna
once
watch
in a
any
while.
games beyond this one? Well, if my flight keeps
Celebrate
getting
the good
delayed,
things.
maybe.
Yeah, but I know that a few of our colleagues have done cool things with the AK skins as gifts. Like the Hugo, I think Scrawny did it too. Like
Scrawny bought himself the gold AK.
The gold
How tall is
AK.
Jakey? Jakey's
Hugo did the
like
same thing to
6'3", I
souvenirs
think.
from games
He's
of
pretty
Castle
tall.
Majors. There's
Pretty
cool
tall.
ways of doing that in Counter-Strike, which I really like.
Well, Foot's taking their first time out, and it just comes to a close by the bell. 9-8. And that's a timeout that Krebeni's trying to come up with an idea to break through this defense at the moment. And it looks like a tech right out of the tack. So a little chat with the admins. We'll get back into the action. Actually, we're already good to go.
Oh, we're ready?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
already,
yeah,
we're
I
already
was
good to
gonna
go.
say,
right out of the gate.
Hooksy's like, yeah, tech issue. I'm going to talk about what we're going to do in this round, actually.
gonna know what's happening over there, and I'm just gonna keep
Lemonade
talking.
Monster in the States?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
We're nice and quick here, ready to get into the action again. You know, Foot had themselves a lead, but what is happening right now is exactly what we were talking about, right? Was the fact that, yes, you can get yourself a lead on the CT side. You can come out, you can get the pistol, but this T
yeah, guys, I'm co-streaming it live. Yep.
Close this gap to just one round.
So they're going for the push. They're trying to disrupt. What a call. What a call. I love that.
And the bomb is gone.
If they lost, I wouldn't have said they I love that.
But
But
from Astralis to go for the lobby crunch in this kind of a round out of a timeout as well. Change the entire round that you think you're going to be playing against. It's not going to be standard defense. It's up in your face
Yeah.
when you're trying to think about the next step.
Foot takes the timeout. They're trying to figure out ways to disrupt Astralis, what they think is going to work, and then Astralis just runs it down at you to try to disrupt whatever you're doing.
With the coach standing in
It's
for a player,
frustrating,
a team
man.
who struggled without that player in the roster, getting T-sides going.
Gloucester,
getting
thanks
that
to the
T-side
87-month
engine
reset.
running.
Thank you.
Now all of a sudden you've just completely taken away anything they can use in this round and just destroyed any idea. This is a great little piece of mental warfare on top of everything. And Astralis is going to tie things up at 9.
Jackson, thanks for the 49-month reset. Thank you, thank you.
There's a flash drop down, and Krebeni inside the lobby. The Tech 9
respect
will be taken out by Stare. Yeah, I like the...
Did everything he could.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for much more out of him.
If he did anything there, that would have been Superman play right there, but it's not going to happen. Coolio going to be removed by Hooksy. And I think Astralis are going to be very happy that call worked as well as it did.
Yeah, Stair just giggling right at the end. He spams him down before the rest of the peak. So he's just having a good time distracting his opposition, let his teammates have an easy one. 9-9. Different vibes over on the foot side when we switch to those cameras. Here's the 1-for-1, but the push through Squeak Door, the push through Ramp Room, and the push through Hut all at the same time. Hooksy, Yabby, Ryu, and Stair, they do great work. And I mean, you've also kind of, if you're Astralis, right, there's only so many gun rounds that Foot's going to get in the second half. You've just taken one away from him. Back to pistols we go.
Oh, big gap. Preveni doesn't care. He's actually going to use it to try and fight with the Tech 9. And he's made his way down towards Secret. But Yabby is ready. Stair's got the first kill through the smoke. Yabby, not the cleanest spray, but luckily his teammates get a couple of kills. And Demon is in a clutch that it's not impossible.
Feel like they're running out of ideas, but we'll see. This is the Tech 9
In the
round.
back of the site, there's still 3 targets to collect. He's 39 HP. Can we ever get away with the bomb player? It's the best case scenario I see happening for him here.
Yeah, I think you just got to stick it and just say, you know, I have 25 health. The chance of me winning this round, get the bonus money. Cash is a huge resource for Foot. So he's going to step forward a little bit and get, ooh, nice kill.
Let's maybe not doubt Demon, because now, okay, Ryu was in a good enough spot. Keep doing that. That's happened yesterday and today. Keep cursing the players. Demon gets caught towards main, and that's the round wrapped up. But it's also Astralis taking the lead of the game, a 10-9 lead.
Yeah, their first lead of the game as well. They've got so much cash. Ryu has 12,000. You know, Hooksy's sitting at 10K as well. So even this kill at the end for Demon onto Fuzzy doesn't really matter. They can buy the AWP, keep the AK-47s, and it's all good. However, we've got an op out on the T side as well.
Am I going to have time to do anything in Fort Worth? We'll see. Usually not too much time, to be honest with you, because I like to pack my schedule. After the before and after co-streams, like whatever the timing allows, I try to do meet and greets. And usually the games, like in my experience, run pretty long, so... I've been to the stockyards before. It's a cool little spot.
In the lead of the round, it's going to actually be followed up upon by Fuzi. Coolio's
But yeah,
next.
we'll see. Go to a Stars game.
Feeling good right now if you're Phil.
I mean, it looks kind of silly just because there's no utility, like no
Yeah.
flashes going around.
Well, I guess maybe to cheer on the Wild, maybe.
That kind of point of the game where you just need to be buying. Krabeni didn't have a flash to activate him around the corner, so just going to get a little bit more brutal.
They're not at home. I know. They only goes home if they actually beat the Wild in Minnesota.
Frozy's still hitting shots with the AWP. Krabeni grabs one back, but no progress and no standing anywhere. Even if Jugs makes an incredible play, the bomb is outside.
I'm surprised Frozy's being this aggressive, but I guess he really wants to make sure that upper's clear. Oh, he's got Ryu behind him. I didn't see it.
35 seconds. Yep. No, so the big issue is the bomb is
So now they know
away.
upper's
But Krabeni can
clear.
be fast. He can
Oh, he
split.
saw
The
him.
problem
Damn,
is
that's
Fuzi's
tough.
just absolutely destroyed him in this round. That's 4
That's
so
tough.
far. And Krabeni, at this point, the small victory is not giving Fuzi the ace. So
Yeah, and we take small victories.
Yeah, small victories. Sometimes most meaningful. Not in this case, though. Hooksy has taken himself that 1 kill and no ace for Fuzi, but the AWP out is looking fantastic here for Astralis. They got so much money. Not the
and then
same
probably
story
not,
for
just because
Phil,
then people would
unfortunately.
be barking up my tree a little bit for some stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'd say probably not. I don't want to be mean, but
Astralis, like the eye test on Mirage felt like they were a very cohesive unit. Everyone on the
I
same
hope it goes
page.
well, though.
Here on Nuke, you're
Is it
statistically
NA
getting some
or
evidence of that as well. 15
what
kills on
region are you doing it in?
14 on Yabby, 13 on Fuzzy, 12 on Ryu. It'd be cool if Stair had 11, but he's only got 9. But you got 4 players pretty much right next to each other.
My
in terms
Sabres
of
are doing
fragging
so much better than I
department.
thought they would.
Astralis playing really good. And these small man groups making sure they're trading kills.
I'll be honest, I didn't get to watch much of the regular season, and I saw their record. I was like, what the
Round
fuck?
21 coming in. And Foot is running out of room. Running out of road here in this series. So they've invested, but it's not everything. So they're making the decision right now to play more for overtime than play for the win. A force buy here without all the bells and whistles that you were lacking.
Esports is just capital investment and gambling. You could remove the E out of that.
With no chance at a victory, so keep the pistols here. Give yourselves one really, really good buy at round 22.
Shug sprinting, Tech 9, spawning 2 players at the back of the site. Yabby at least getting 2 here from the top of the hut. He was An awkward spot as that flash slightly connected towards him, but the bomb is loose on the ground, so Foot have to try and come out and get it. Yeah, he's trying to close that door, but the door is swung wide open. He has to get off the hut, realizes instead of reloading, why don't I just pick this weapon up off the ground, but ends up getting domed by the Krebeni Deagle, and that's a big
Well,
round
that's
to
one
win
way
for
to get it
Foot.
back,
They
dude.
always have one of those.
Yeah, why is Yabby's face actually like the most unk I've ever seen him?
But none of this matters if you
That
don't
was
win
like
this
so
round right now with the
relatable. I don't know why.
AK-47s. Like,
That
I don't
face
want to be the
is
bearer
so-
of bad news. That's a great win to grab and a cool tactical and economic call to go for this low buy and hit the upper bus and be really effective with it. But if you don't win the round with the AK-47s and you can't build into this game, oh, it's all going to go to waste. Now, because of that win, they get to upgrade plenty of money for free, or up weapons for free.
That was a nice shot. That was a nice
Cash in the
shot.
bank for the next round if they were to lose, but they haven't shown us they can win gun round on gun rounds.
Well, let's see if that's going to change. AWP's really close, huh? This is a real tough spot for Fuzi to get away from, and it hasn't worked out. The shake of the head and disappointment, because that has not gone the way Astralis would have hoped.
Well, they were going to boost him up quickly when they heard
Yeah,
the
I don't
rush,
like
so just
to.
a
I don't
blind
like to
call
give
for the
false
rush is
hope
the
or
perfect round, as
expectations.
Astralis
So.
have a very, very weak defense for it. So Foot might break free here.
4v3. A lot of time.
Feels like this chat becomes hockey chat for like
up
5
the
minutes
ladder,
every 2 hours.
Try and
And
get in towards the A site here.
Yeah, but they need
one
the
of them made
information
noise,
that this is
no?
gonna come, 'cause
Or
Stara's
was
gonna need
did
to help
I?
out Hooksy.
Or did
There's
I
a
just
piece
hear
of
the door open?
utility. Now
it
they
doesn't
know it's
matter.
coming.
Doesn't matter now.
Stab.
Oh!
Symmetry, Demon, both dead. Stays
Wow,
alive. Hooksy down
that
on the
was
bomb
so.
site.
They didn't even
Even
hit
though
him
Foot
really.
opened up
Like,
strong,
damn, that
they
was
could
fucking
still close in
clean.
favor of Astralis, but
Ooh,
that is
big
such an
info.
important
Big
point to win
info.
for Jukes. Bomb over the
Oh,
top, bomb gone.
oh my God, he
Hooksy
almost
now alive.
whiffed.
Jukes, he's had 3 so far in the round, but he would need every single one of them. 45 seconds left. Otherwise, it's Astralis heading up to series point. He's gonna hit the pause button for now. Where is that bomb? It did fall to the floor.
He needs a mistake. That's the only way you win this round, is if you get a mistake out of one of the Astralis players, but they're not making them right now.
Yeah, there's the information on the one player, but he hasn't seen the heaven. So right now, he doesn't have the information, and Yabby does peek out to secure.
Damn, that was a sick round out of Stair. The clean double out of that, and then gets the info on the lobby player as well.
10. Series point for Astralis. If they win this round, they're through to the quarterfinals.
And Foot, because of the buy in the previous round with the Tech 9s and the Hero AK, they've actually got a really solid investment again. And you can see, yeah, the setup it is just the worst situation. That off way too close for that kind of a fight. It's Stair who saves the day. The double kill up towards heaven that also keeps Hooksy hidden inside the bomb site is a masterclass. 2 chances
feel
for
bonita?
Astralis to close the series.
Bro, when I was in California, we saw Casa Bonita. I couldn't believe it. I don't think it was like the restaurant though, like in like the one in Colorado that they bought and renovated and brought back. We saw Casa Bonita. Oh shit! I was like, holy fuck.
Open a kill, seconds in.
Ooh, he saw his third target.
And there we go. Fuzi hammering the nails into the coffin of Foot. A disappointing run here in Fort Worth for Foot. Obviously not able to come with Wounks. Having to play with Coolio, their coach. A close game versus Vitality in their opening, but they meet their rival here in Astralis, and it will be their demise this time
Okay,
around.
that's actually so fucking toxic. I actually, dude, fucking A.
But it will be Astralis to close on the series in a 2-0.
No, Nori, this wasn't one of those.
Step their way into the quarterfinals here
It wasn't like, there is one like that, Nori. Like, there is a real Casa Bonita
the quarters, but for Foot, it's a
that the South Park
exit.
owners like brought back. Oh man,
taking care of business in the
playing with
second
your coach
half
is tough,
of
man.
Nuke, locking in their map pick,
And it's not like they played with it like it was
always
longs,
going
man.
to be
Like,
that way. This is an Astralis we expected.
That's tough.
This is an
That's really
Astralis
tough.
that has earned the right to play in front of the crowd here in Fort Worth.
Yeah, definitely looking a lot sharper today in this match against Foot. We saw them, you know, even though they lost the pistol, they still wound up with 5 rounds on the T side. It's a pretty good outing on Nuke, if you ask me. And then defensively, usually pretty, you know, shutting things down, right? Fuzi obviously having a couple of highlight reel moments throughout that second half, in my opinion, and really just stepped up to the plate when they needed to, because the pressure was on them. They're up against a team with a stand-in. They've been having some shaky results in a couple of tournaments. Like, they needed something confident.
nah, I wouldn't play Ancient on spawns.
They do indeed, and they have earned it. And joining us
No.
here to chat about
Kenj,
it,
I
we
mean,
got the man
you
himself,
definitely want
Hooksy.
set spots for
This was
stuff.
a vintage Giga Chat type performance for you.
Yeah, you definitely want
what-
set
what
spots for
happened
Ancient,
today? What's
and the
going
reason
on?
for that
Crosshairs
is you
looking
just,
crispy.
what's more important is like maybe more like spawn-based
My
utility.
PC crashed 3 times during warm-up, and I didn't get any warm-up time, so I guess I'll just keep doing that then. I don't know.
I had a question for you because, you know, coming into this tournament, you obviously came second at Bucharest, which looks good on paper, but we kind of know that you had some issues at that tournament, for honest. What was kind of the focus for Strauss coming into this event to kind of course correct, I guess is the right way to put it?
I mean, first game against G2, it's a completely different scenario because we are not the favorites at all in any game. And then I think this one is the one I'm more proud of because I feel like we were favorites because of their situation with the coach and all that. And I think we dared to like take chances and play to win instead of playing not to lose, which was our issue from the final, at least against them. So I'm happy about that.
That actually goes very nicely to a round that we wanted to show you. This is round 18. This is where you called the lobby crunch, the very aggressive play in. What's the thinking when you're in this situation going into a call like this?
I mean, we talked about it before the game that we wanted to do this, and we made a little adjustment to it with me rushing door instead of going with Yabi. And I think it was mainly just Yabi making the call because he saw that we didn't have any AWP, and I think it made a lot of sense. So we all just bought into it and, you know, sent it.
So that's Yabi calling for this?
Yeah, this is Yabi calling.
That's interesting as well, right? How much freedom
you,
do
man.
different players have to call that kind of a
CT
setup
side,
or say, hey, I think we should
he's
hit
not
this
going
right
to yap
now?
as much.
I think on CT side, everyone has a lot of freedom to do what they feel like. And I'm also trying to push people to do even more than that. I think on T side, it's kind of like, there's also freedom, but it still has to fit into my like grand plan or whatever. So
Find it.
yeah, I think it's a pretty free style that I'm bringing, but at the same time, obviously on T side, it has to be a bit more structured.
Yeah, so I remember when you first joined the team at Astana.
And I was mentioning it during the phase game when people were flaming twists on their
I think
CT
Sal
side.
was one where you kind of got him a little bit more involved. We're seeing this year kind of a resurgence in Yabi's form, in my opinion. I feel like when I'm watching you guys play, it seems like he does get a couple of more star CT positions, or he gets a little bit more freedom. Was that kind of something that you wanted to bring to the table coming into this year with Yabi?
Yeah, I mean, I know him from previous teams, and I know what he's capable of and what he's good at. So I just try to bring that out in him, and I think that he feels comfortable having me as an IDL and knows like his limits and how to use that kind of freedom as well. And I think that's like what he thrives in. So I mean, it makes sense to me that he's doing good now, and that he's not like scared to play basically.
Am I watching more? I'm watching more. Our flight also got delayed.
Now. You've earned that spot in front of the crowd. Congratulations.
I'm probably
on the
still
win
going to leave
today,
at the
and
same
thank you for
time,
chatting.
but
thank you.
We'll see. If
So
it gets
we're gonna
delayed
send Hoopsie
more,
on
I
out. It's
might
time for
stay a
us to
little
get
bit
ready
longer.
for our next games. Vitality take on G2 in just a moment. So let's get locked in
Yeah,
with
so
some interviews.
it's rolling schedule though, 20. Well, I'm spacing. Where the fuck is my blast Discord? I could give you the timer. Oh, there it is. 4 minutes. It's literally going to start in 4 minutes. So I'm going to run an ad now so it doesn't play during the game.
No matter
Heads
what,
up.
and I think they have had some of these matches in the past also, like close games, but they have the ability to close out the close ones as well. So that's going to be the tough thing as well. I think it's a good matchup. Like maybe they are not at their strongest in a way. They just won the Grand Slam and everything. So maybe there can be like a drop off after that. Who knows how that will work? But we just need to focus on ourselves, and we need to focus on the fact
Rolling
that right now
schedules
we
are
have
definitely
our
best in slot
full
for the
roster at
online
the
viewer,
event,
that's
and
for
we
sure, I
can
feel like.
kind of take the next steps for our roster. But it's gonna be a good matchup, and I think we can
Thanks
put
for
up a
streaming
good
a little
fight
bit this
and
morning,
then
though. No
hopefully
problem, man.
win
I
the match
enjoy
and make it to the semis.
We get better with every game. Obviously, we don't want to reach a point that we might lose. We're like 2 rounds from losing. In Rio, we're playing G2, and we could have lost 2-0 very likely. So we don't want to reach that that case. But we also want to improve with every game we play. Want to, you know, the first game you play after a while, it's always a bit rusty, the communication is a bit off. You're not used to do that. You're not used to that. And now I think the focus is with every game, more communication. Let's try to initiate. Let's try to bring the vitality that everybody knows, and that's it. And I think today is an opportunity to do that. And finally, I think we played G2 the last 3 times, and they had the stand-in coach, like this crazy shit over there. And so now it's an opportunity to finally play against them. And we've been struggling against them. So it's good. Like we don't want to struggle against it. We want to beat anyone dominantly, and so we want to take revenge on that struggle from last time.
I love when a team is saying we need to take revenge, even though they won the last bout. That just speaks to the way Vitality feel. They want to grind every team into the dust.
I mean, it's one of those things when you've already accomplished so much that you got to find new targets. You got to find new things to kind of keep you motivated. Obviously, every win they collect, every trophy they put in the cabinet just adds to the legacy and the resume of the greatest of all time. But G2 is a team that, you know, with Nertz coming into the roster, this is, you know, the next team up to bat, so to speak, to have a shot at trying to crack a team like Vitality. And honestly, in a BO3, in a seeding game situation, that's probably one of your better opportunities to try to make it happen.
It certainly is. I mean, you're stepping into the cage with the heavyweights, but we know that this G2 team's got a hell of a right hook at this point, right? I mean, they took them so close in Rio with the stand, and now we've got Hunter locked in behind them, the left hook, perhaps.
Sure.
And it should be a G2 team that's just all that much stronger.
Yeah, definitely they're going to come in packing a punch, but they're up against a behemoth in Vitality. Yesterday, they cemented themselves making the playoffs of all 22 events they've attended together as a team. A win today would submit 21 events in a row of top 4 or better. I mean, it's just, you know, continuing to list the accolades this team has acquired over time. It's almost been dulled, unfortunately, because we've been talking about it for so long, but I mean,
so
it is what it is. Yeah.
Let's talk about G2. There's a lot more to talk about, new fresh things. Vitality, old, sad news, winning everything constantly. G2, fresh, hot, sexy. Talk about them, Dust.
Yeah, I mean, they looked sharp yesterday. I was really impressed by how they looked against Astralis. I mean, I know they haven't had a whole lot of time with Nertz, and that even got, you know, handicapped a bit more because they didn't have Hunter with them in-game leading in Rio, and having Sun Pius call and having, you know, a stand-in from the academy team. So, you know, definitely I think they're trying to sort things out as best they can, but so far so good. You know, Nertz, we know what this guy is capable. Your 2023 Rookie of the Year, a guy who was dominant with Heroic in 2024. On Liquid, your time there doesn't count, Nertz, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and give you that one. Thank you, Launders, you know, for that theory. As, you know, he played really well yesterday. I think on this team he fits. He's with his old coach Saul. He's with Sun Pius, who he played with, you know, for a time. So he's in a position where I feel like he can thrive.
And we've seen the results early, right? Which is that, A, the vibes seem impeccable. They're all smiles when they go into the server, when they're walking in, which is always a good test of temperature on a team. But also that Nertz individually is really thriving, is showing some of those moments. We were seeing it yesterday. And again, considering what Astralis did this morning, that makes that win, the dominant fashion of it, that much more impressive. We were seeing the sneak outs, the little lurky plays, the aggressive moves, the things that we know are hallmarks of a Nertz playstyle.
Yeah, I mean, I think when I think of Nertz, when I think of him at his best, it's because he's an aggressive playmaker, but not a traditional entry. You know, he's a guy who's going to get put in space taker roles, he's going to be put in positions in the middle of the map or in really, you know, prime real estate, but he's able to kind of call his own number, pick his own timings, and really find what's comfortable for him as far as making those aggressive maneuvers. And then you have a guy like Mattis on the squad who is also a very aggressive rifler, so they can do nice split pressure, or, you know, it's not all on Nertz to create the opening, right? Even Hunter is pretty versatile in some of the things that he's been doing. He's been fragging pretty well.
He has indeed, and we can see they're huddling up right next to us here. So it's going to get loud in just a moment. Prepare yourselves for that. Headphone warning in advance. We've also seen the existing chemistry, right? That is one of the luxuries when you're integrating a new player. Saul was saying in the pregame interview, he thought maybe Nertz is at 80-90% of what he should be, but he does have that existing chemistry with Saul, with Sun Pius. Familiarity with Heavy got a guy he's known for a long time, right? When you have that, it does make the transition into a team environment a whole lot easier. You know what's expected of you. You know the ways that you can thrive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you said, I mean, Saul was the coach behind him when he played his best Counter-Strike, you know, in the last 2023, 2024, things of that nature. Sun Pius was with him in the past when he was playing some of his best Counter-Strike. So familiarity there, but also this, the other pieces around him, you know, suit what he wants to do better. You know, Heavy God is that guy who will just be that, you know, anchor, you know, that tank on the site that you can just kind of rely upon to hold his zone, you know, hold his zone on T-side as well. And then, again, he's got another guy in Mattis he can kind of split duties with when it comes to aggression. And, you know, he has some just experienced guys around him who really help him thrive and know what he needs to perform. So we've been seeing this team, you know, look really good.
Yeah, I can just let that speak for itself. Don't really need to talk over that. But G2, look, this would be a huge scalp to take, right? And for a Vitality team that we've seen has had a little bit of the stumble, just not quite as prepared, as locked in, not as disciplined as we're used to seeing. There is that vulnerability. If we're using the heavy, the prize fighter analogy, their guards slipping a little bit. There might be some opportunities for some jabs, some body blows to soften them up.
It's going to be tough, though, man. I mean, they've played 6 series
God
against
damn,
each
bro,
other.
that
Vitality's
G2
won
champ.
5 of those 6, man.
God damn.
And they're also leading them really heavily in maps. But G2 is the one squad of 2 ever to beat this team in a best-of-5 grand final. So some of these guys know what it's like to taste success against like Vitality. And
Thought that scream was coming from Plum's bathroom.
Because, you know, this is another big opportunity for them to take a swing. The pressure,
Dude, I'm Fiverr
I think,
Max,
is more
dude.
on
I'm not
G2,
straining.
right? Because they
The
know
hell?
what it would mean to get a win over Vitality. Whereas Vitality, they're already locked into the playoffs, you know.
More fiber in my
it's hard to
breakfast
stay
than you
motivated
guys get the
sometimes,
whole
I guess you
fucking
could
day.
say.
You simmer down, buddy.
G2, through many different iterations of this team, have always fancied themselves to be a little bit of the Titan killers, right? Whoever the top dog is in CS seems
What
to
was
be the
map
ones
one?
that G2 get the most excited to play against, and we'll have to see if that's going to be the case here again. They're stepping into the ring. The bell is about to sound, and so your ringside announcers take over here. We got Dinko, we got Moses. Take it away, boys.
Thank you, Mike. It's a super exciting game. I mean, this is basically a playoff game, it feels like. You know, you go into the semifinals if you win this. G2 versus Vitality. It's one of the best games we're going to get at this event.
This game excites me in ways I didn't think Counter-Strike could. I'm really pumped for this G2 team. I want to see, this is the test I was looking for here in Fort Worth.
No, not today, not today. Yesterday, though, if you would ask.
By the time the major rolls around, if everything keeps going according to plan, this team can be very, very good. And I think they do have the ability to challenge for Vitality. So let's get the litmus test right now. Let's just see what they've got.
Right, yeah, let's see where they're at.
We don't
let's
have a
see
map
how much
yet,
development is still needed, what level they're at. I mean, yesterday, we didn't see Vitality play very well. I mean, they were complaining about it. Obviously,
for the next hour 95, so if you, I'll probably watch one map.
Went out and made some tweets after as well. Rob's not so happy about the game's feeling, but
it was funny. It was like whiplash seeing like Apex say those things, but then fl0m gives the interview where he's like, look, we're not taking these events off, but you know, we're not necessarily like required to win these trophies.
Is everybody on the same page? That's the question, right? Is like everyone coming in on the same page?
But regardless, whether you're kind of in a situation where rest is, start adding some of that shit in,
the
Leo,
finals?
like bring it to me.
Just bring another level to the team. But looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. G2 versus Team Vitality. Winners to the semifinals here at Blast Rivals Fort Worth. And let's get into it. Kicking things off on Mirage. Now, this is going to be a fun game. There's one way to look at it. It's like, okay, Vitality are favorites coming into the game. But, you know, if there's a world in which G2 can play them close, then that's when the whole Counter-Strike world can get pretty excited, Jason.
Well, that's been what, like, the whole conversation in the Counter-Strike scene has been like since 2026 started. It's like, who's going to beat Vitality? Who's going to be the team that can challenge them? Not like one best of 3 now and again, but consistently. We've been looking for that next team to step up. Falcons was an obvious candidate.
Bellin, how you doing,
was an
man?
obvious candidate. Failed. So we're having to see these teams that have been grinding and rising up through the ranks and what they're going to be able to do. So we're still having a little bit of audio issues, obviously. So we stopped and started a couple of times.
But eventually we will.
But eventually we will get into this game.
But eventually we will start.
You gonna redo the hype?
I'm just looking at the team comms right now.
You gonna run this one back?
It's a coach mic issue. Okay,
so they're joking about whether or not they want to listen to X-Test or not.
Oh, by the way, guys,
so
new podcast segment dropped today.
The action ready to go.
There we are.
No, don't trust that, Jason.
Don't trust it?
I'm not.
I'm trusting this one.
Until this pissed around stars.
I'm trusting it, Dinko.
Okay, have fun.
So if you guys missed that,
seems to be fake.
It's the go to the most recent YouTube video today.
Vitality.
Yes, here we go. Semifinals on the line. Quarterfinals for the losers. G2 versus Vitality, and we're finally ready to go here on Mirage. CT side start for Team Vitality. T side start here for G2. We'll see what Hunter decides to do with all that utility. He's got a smoke and a Molotov, and we're going to see ZywOo drop down into the underpass. Now, Vitality didn't have a great game as a team yesterday, but ZywOo was still ZywOo. So it's fl0m to get the start. ZywOo
fl0m did have kind of a slow day yesterday too.
He's got a kill. Apex has come through there and nipped one away as well. And this pistol round started
it's so
very strong.
impressive to me listening to the fl0m's interview too, like how they build up.
Is maybe after the performance yesterday, is this the one where Vitality come in and just take out all their anger and frustration on G2? Lovely shot from fl0m's to start, and then obviously the Apex ZywOo aggression.
Well, I was excited to see what Hunter was going to do with the utility, but it doesn't really matter anymore.
I'm glazing this mental, but dude, I don't know, man. It always feels like they just always know how to create like a narrative for themselves to get invested into the game and not get complacent.
I'm gonna just keep moving forward and see what happens, and we'll take it. We'll take it every step of the way.
Off he goes through the underpass here, Hunter. And dead. Okay, that wasn't really competitive.
No. People are just excited to see G2 because they've been having a lot of weird issues. So they haven't played with their 5 for a little while.
No ball plant, of course, coming in here for G2 even, so no force buy in the next round. You'd imagine it's going to be a full eco, allowing Vitality a 2-0 lead. Nice clean shot.
What a brutal way to start the round as well. Start the series, I should say. Apex and ZywOo combining also.
Impressive, man. Like the ability to like
aggressive setup and
dude, hearing fl0m's go, we've struggled with them, so we really want to beat them.
If that's an extended
like
fighter,
when
if
we
he
play
goes down,
them.
Apex has to give up that angle with ZywOo, and then all of a sudden things get weaker.
I just
see there the people on Poly Markets saying there's 20% chance.
There's just a lot of intent with how they're building up these games internally, which speaks to me like why they're
pretty reasonable, to be honest. You'd imagine
so fucking good still.
Just how things have been going lately in the Counter-Strike world.
Yeah, literally him
Vitality
saying we
hanging
didn't
out,
beat them
definitely
hard
gonna
enough
win
is
this.
basically crazy.
GT are just chilling, making a little formation, a stack of players in the corner. The good thing about this event is like, I feel like this is a game I would be excited to see if it's close and G2 lost this game, but also so that we could get a better improved version in the playoffs, like in a final.
Okay.
That could be a cool storyline, you know, like a grand final, G2 versus Vitality. I think that'd be fun. Na'Vi, another team that honestly got through phase yesterday.
They're in the similar boat to like G2, where it's like you want to believe that they can compete with Vitality, you just need to see it.
Yeah.
By the way, while we're on the topic, and just because we got Glocks in play, that quote from Alexi I felt was pretty wild last night. Did you see that? He came out and he said like any trophy you lift without beating Vitality like feels like it's like not deserved. I'm paraphrasing, so maybe you want to check that one. I was like, yeah, I don't think any trophy without beating Vitality would be deserved. That's a crazy thing for a player to say in my
especially since you won.
I mean, that's bro. He's just saying how we all
If you
feel.
win the trophy here, you're gonna get on stage and be like, "Well, we didn't really deserve it." You know, like. I mean, I understand the sentiment
like
underneath
this?
it all. It just seemed a bit crazy when I read it.
For the weekend, you have to have a delay on.
Anyways,
Oh, like when
round three.
I'm there.
Vitality is up
Yeah,
2-0.
yeah. You run
AK
delays
is
when
out
you
for the G2
stream live
attack.
from the venue. Yes.
A few pieces of utility missing, so they're going to go Spartan. It's going to be
Yeah,
an
yeah.
exec. They probably only have one
Which
round
is
of
always a little
utility, so they
goofy.
need
It
to
kind
get
of
in
throws
and
off
get
the
in
vibes
fast.
a little bit, but yeah.
Running out in towards the site there's Flames taking the first couple of kills, and they're all dead instantly.
All
Trying to
right,
run up
Flames
towards
is
the
back
A
on.
side.
Oh,
Flames
okay,
is just
Flames.
unleashed,
Okay.
trying to
Bro's
just kill
playing a different
everybody.
game right now.
As he runs up towards the top of the wood, now Hunter going over the top of Stairs Smoke. He doesn't come away with a trade kill at all, so it's still
I think
that
it's like a minute game
4v2
phase.
that Flames set up.
Yeah, he pretty much ended this round just as it began. Your anchor gets a triple kill at the bomb site. Hunter brought down to 2 health, so the bomb does get planted, but you've got no chance whatsoever of winning this. And poor Heavy God, gotta be aggressive. Zywoo's not even gonna let him breathe.
Oh, man. Ben, thanks for the 14-month primer. Thank you. Christ.
For G2 gets absolutely
Is it
melted.
not the same delay the
Well, we heard
official
Hoaxie
broadcast
sort of in
has?
that short
Yeah, yeah, you
listening
sync up with
yesterday when they were
the
playing against
broadcast,
G2.
yeah.
He said they're not that type of team in terms of, you know, if they're throwing smokes and flashes towards one side of the map, that's where they're going. He feels like it's pretty well telegraphed. Now, obviously, Astralis didn't handle G2 at all yesterday. It was still, even if you knew where they were coming.
So take that one with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Even if you knew where they were coming, couldn't really stop them from shooting you in the face. But Vitality will be able to shoot you in the face. So if there is something to that, and Hoaxie's idea about G2 is correct, and Vitality feel that same way, then I would be intrigued to see how Vitality set up and handle G2 today. And
Well, they're-
as
So we'll
Hunter's
see.
injured.
Guys, let's see these
easily
when the
at
gun
the
runs
moment.
come
There's
back out.
one kill so far for G2. It's on Heavy God. Everyone else is on the goose egg. A lot of that has been Flames when he's been so successful in his opening engagements. Triple kill on the defense of the A-bomb side is the anchor, the one tap, one kill, and the pistol round up towards top mid. You just
That's
taking
just a
players out
smart-
of action before they can ever
That's
react.
just a smart producer right there. Let's be real. Like, because you know, if you do the
Mid-centric
over-the-shoulder
defense this
cams like
time
Blast
with the
does,
lean,
you have
Flames is going to
pick
back
a
up to the
player,
A-bomb site. Zywoo and Apex working together with Rops.
right? And if fucking Zai was in the server, I'm just gonna have him live there. I might even just like tell the cameraman to go get his
Zywoo
lunch break and just
top
literally
connected.
fucking
There's Apex.
put the camera on a stand behind
Heavy
him.
God to tread out onto
You know?
Zywoo, but Flames is coming in locked in today. Handling all the A pressure easily. He's got his teammates coming over as well to alleviate those bullets being sent towards him. Apex has just stepped out towards Sandwich. Oh, he inerts to fall away. And a 4-0 lead for Vitality. And it's the way they've gotten to 4 feels so easy.
Well, you know, it's probably the most impressive thing. The thing I enjoyed the most about watching Flames in these first 4 rounds is that round he just played. And it's not even the kills, it's not even the shooting and the great shots he's had. It's when he knows there's a deagle over in Cubby and he's just like parked behind the box because he knows Apex has the cross.
Now that they
There's
just
no
had third
reason for
map,
him to take
it's
this fight.
ban,
Yeah,
ban,
9 out of 10
pick,
times he
pick,
probably wins.
ban, ban.
But why lose the money?
So
why risk anything?
you always want to
happening?
be the second team to
I
ban
like seeing
because
that
you get
play
the
'cause,
last ban
I mean, it
to be.
seems
You
so
get to
small and
choose
insignificant
map
to a
3
degree,
because you get
but
the last
mentality it
ban,
suggests for
right?
Vitality is we're just not giving you anything. You're going to have to take everything that you want. You actually have to come earn it because
yeah,
we're
ban,
not going to
ban,
make
pick,
the
pick,
mistakes
ban,
that let
ban.
you back into these scenarios.
The team that bans second
Right here, watch this.
and the veto is also the team with the last ban.
Apex, hiding. He can swing for
for
the
the
deagle.
best
He can
of
swing
three,
and
for
try
the
and win
third
that
map.
fight if he wanted. Just waiting for contact. Oh, he hit. I'm going to go
So
back into the
lower
box.
team bans.
It's
No,
just-
higher
it's
seed
perfect
picks
work
who
from
bans technically. So if there was a reason you wanted to, but yeah, I mean everybody usually just picks to ban second. So that way they get the last ban in the veto.
Zawu up into the apartments. We got.
What do you think Foot stands next to other teams? I mean, they're in that top 5-ish category when they have their normal 5. They're in that. They're in the best of the rest conversation, right?
There's a quick reaction. That's notes gone.
If Na'Vi keeps up what they're doing, there's kind of this new conversation that I personally have, which is like Vitality number 1, step down, Na'Vi number 2, then step down, then best of the rest. And I would put
some room to work with in middle.
I would kind of put like it'd be like Paravision, Astralis,
happy to play containment and happy to trust in Zywoo's off back at bench to cover catwalk.
G2, Mouse. It's kind of that's like the best of the rest. Yeah, Furia. Sorry, Furia.
Information now for Flames as well. Pretty deep on
Wild
A-ramp,
Geese look great today. They said 26.
Hearing no noise
Falcons,
whatsoever.
yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of best of the rest.
A little bit nervous playing blind at the moment, but obviously
Bro forgot Falcons. I just, Falcons forget to play in playoffs, so we're the same. It's fine.
Reconvene to the B bomb site. Still, Flames hasn't pushed any further. So not enough information to secure any kind of a mass rotation, but Mezzi is going to spin real quick as soon as utility comes out from the G2 side.
Where does Liquid fall? They fall a lot.
That's the question. Heavy guard dead first. We've seen Zawu yesterday in this spot not really put himself in harm's way at any point. Very comfortable in this position, especially with Apex removing the short threat. Zawu doesn't take the shot, and then Hunter makes the most
what a
of that mistake.
Well,
by
that's
taking
huge.
Zawu and Mezzi both down.
He makes a mistake,
3v2.
dude.
You know Apex is still around somewhere. Where are you going to find him? And
Oh my
Hunter
God,
does
that's
collect
huge.
him.
That's
Apex is
huge.
down, and all of a sudden it's just Flames coming out of
That's
the
a mistake out of Vitality,
Hunter
but that's
has
such a
dragged
great
his
thing
team
to
into
see out of
this round.
G2 that they capitalize so hard. Don't get 1v2 by Flames though. Oh no. No. You can't get 1v2. I told you not to get 1v2. I told you not to.
Man, that's gotta
Why
be
did you? I
heartbreaking
said
for
don't
G2.
do
Such
that.
An incredible turnaround just to have
I
your
said
heart
don't
ripped out of
fucking-
your chest by Flames.
Dude, it's just so easy for him.
Yeah, what a game he's having so far. First 5 rounds have been all Flames.
When I saw you had the AK2 for that headshot angle at Van, I mean, I knew Hunter wasn't full HP, but still.
Hunter before he can really even have a chance of taking him down, but great round from Hunter. So unfortunate to not get anything from it. But yeah, great work from Flames.
Why don't you do that? What?
Dude,
Dude, why we gotta flame me right now? Uh-oh.
Well, this is when you start getting the feeling
Oh,
that everything's
yeah.
going against you.
Let's
And
go.
you know
We got
what?
delayed
talked a
again,
lot
chat, for the
yesterday in
flight.
G2 Astralis series, how it felt like everything was going right for G2.
Oh,
now you're
yeah.
not getting any of that benefit. Great opening provided by Sunpius. Rob's a little slow
yeah,
on
that's
the jump
big.
across.
Good to get out there for Sunpius. Can they work with his 5v4 now for G2?
Oh yeah. I love flying to
tough to
Dallas.
get these
God damn it.
openings.
I just had to say I've been pretty lucky with my Dallas flights, except when there's weather.
Been tough to get the opening, so it means you got to capitalize on it, especially at a 0-5 scoreline, especially after losing the previous round the way you did in a 2-on-1. Now a 5-on-3. G2 in the pole position here in round 6, and they're going to get even
Shit
further
flight
ahead.
this time? Wow, no, last time I just like all the flights literally got grounded because of weather, and I just took a different type of
He's out fighting
charter.
again in middle, and Apex has taken 2. And he's still in the same spot. He knows he's got another player pinned behind that wall, so he's going to jump out, check the underpass. Apex is so locked in on the fight, and eventually Sunpius will win it. So Zywoo put into a really tough spot now with Hunter coming out of the apartments.
He's been hurt as well.
Should be no way. Oh my god, there is a way. In fact, all those bullets miss. Very luckily, Heavy Guard was around, so the trade comes through on Zywoo immediately.
Happens to the best of us.
It does.
We've all been there.
And at least Hunter had a great round in the previous.
Yeah,
so
he did.
Don't worry about it.
Yep.
That's just the bad one.
Well, here's the opening from Sunpius. He's also the one who puts down Apex, preventing Apex from clawing this round back for Vitality. Wouldn't have been able to survive that one if it ended up that way.
I love that Apex is realizing that situation. They're like, we're so down and out in this round.
Yes,
Let's
I
just
need to
fight,
fight.
just fight. And
Yep.
he was winning them.
Oh. Oh, already been a frustrating game, and Apex is going to make it even worse.
Yeah, Robs dead first in the last round, and it's into the underpass this time. As Hunter trying to duel. He actually took a dink on board, so he's left on 15 HP.
So he'll have to play a little bit passive. It's going to be up to the other three, Heavy God, Nertz, and Sunpius to create something. Nertz, the newest addition to this roster. A lot of excitement about him joining the team after a rough stretch in Team Liquid. They've spoke all positive about him, and
got to see that yesterday, didn't we?
yeah, and it's all like the conversation that Hunter's having is like, this feels like when Nico joined G2 and joined me, and like how much fun and how happy and excited we were, how motivated we were.
Everyone noticed how hard aim punch hits now? Well, from my understanding, aim punch didn't change at all. It's just actually visualized before you didn't see it. A close friend
of his as well. Surprising seeing him on the 0-6 though.
Yeah, really slow.
With my infinite knowledge of CS, who's going to be a top team on Cash?
0-7.
Oh, dude, come on. I don't know. It'll be teams with the Unks, like at the start at least.
Got Flame stepping into the next fight. Sunpius at least
right, like
Heavy God's got his way under
like the
wood,
Apexes are going to have an advantage if he wants to play it. It also, but remember, it depends on what map's taken out.
25. How do you get in? Hunter starting his lurk in middle now.
And Mezzi on the flank too.
Falcons could cook. You gotta, but okay, like I could maybe agree with you, but the tricky thing with Cash with like a team like Falcons is, dude,
comfortable round victory here for Vitality.
Nico's the only one with
their
reps.
first round loss, and no bomb plant means no extra cash, which results in G2 in a really tough spot economically. Again, you can't afford a good buy coming out here.
Oh wait, no, Kerrigan now too. Yeah, Kerrigan. Yeah.
I think when the guns come back out, I think you have to just do a bomb site execute. I think it's time to just hit the A bomb site, throw the utility, just get in, try and trade flames out, try and trade whoever's there out. This kind of spread out default, trying to take mid control, they're having the same issues that Foot had in Mirage in the previous series, where G2 only have the one opening kill on Sunpius just a couple rounds back.
Yeah, direct hits towards the sites though are tough because Flames is on an absolute heater, and the times you try to go towards A, he's got a multi-kill and the rotations come in. And then you go to the B-bomb site.
Cash you say it doesn't matter, but like it absolutely took time for even like, you know, Kyosuke, for example, didn't play Inferno his whole career. It took a while for him to get comfortable in that map. It matters. It does matter. Like it's like pretending like they just play a lot, so it's fine. Like I get what you mean, but at a pro level, it is different. It is different. Hold on one second.
Counter-Strike, and you guys can't do anything anymore. And especially for Hunter as an IGL, probably at some point feels like, I'd like to call a mid-round in a 5-on-5, please. Or a 5-on-4.
No, not really the weapons for the job in this round. Saving money for their buy in the next. Well, at least having some upgraded pistols to try and be potent enough. As they head towards this B-bomb site, Mezzi is lying in wait with the AK.
Mentioned Nertz is 0-7. He's got 4.8 ADR so far in these 7 rounds of play. He has not found any fight to be comfortable in.
Heavy God, a good start. 5v4, short-lived out. Rocks only getting a triple kill. Will be taken down by the Tech 9 of Hunter. That's a weapon picked up, a spoil of war to play with from Mattis.
This flank is so fast.
Yeah, but Apex is already in the apartments and no eyes are looking towards him whatsoever. Even less now with the distraction of Flames drawing attention. Apex has got the kill. Heavy God, and then the second quick snap over towards Mattis. Cleaning up Apex, very quick to come through the apartments.
They're so confident, there's no stress, and they know that they're just controlling the map in every aspect of this game. So yeah, you're starting to see them, you know, that ego kind of like healthily making them push, making them make some plays, making moves, and G2 still struggling to contain it. And now the moves are just getting harder because Vitality's willing to take way more risks, way harder to read the situation. 7-1. Well, this game is not going at all the way that I thought it was going to go.
Not at all.
Or want it to go, for that matter.
Well, I think G2 are feeling the same way. Yeah, they're down to the final timeout now. It's a really tough start to this game. Obviously, a few of the individuals just haven't got going. It seems like everyone in Vitality has turned up today on a completely different level to what they were showing yesterday.
I mean, that's incredible to see. It's one of the things that makes this team, you know, the greatest of all time, is just that reaction. That reaction to losing the first match in a group stage in the fashion that you did, and now bounce back and just kind of assuage any potential concerns that might have been out there.
There's Sunpius, at least getting the opening kill here. Out towards top middle of smoke break, but trying to get a second here. He's under a lot of pressure. Rob realizing he just wants to spam him down, try and get Sunpius, but he takes a shot to the face through the smoke.
All right, a little bit of love going the way of Sunpius. That's a beautiful second kill.
mean, the only round they've been able to pick up is Sampaius is opening in middle onto Robs. He's got another good start to a round here, and Nerds finally has some space to make a play.
Spotted. I think he's been spotted, though.
Flames says, yeah, that's the kill. Is he going to take it?
Oh, he's going to let it for his
Apex
teammate.
Back,
yeah, leave it for Apex. Don't want them to know where Flames' position is, so they can't just exploit the A bomb site on reaction. Hunter and Khan, Heavy God with the bomb following up in middle. Sampaius, oh, lovely shot. That's Flames going down. And now things really open up. Hunter can start to investigate.
Apex swinging out into the site, and that's going to be Hunter collected by Apex, but he's just hiding away now behind his boxes. There's going to be plays he can bring down with him, but in the end, a second round victory coming out of G2. And once again, Sampaius getting the openings.
Yeah, that's the only place they've had success is Sampaius over in middle. Great read on the ZywOo situation. The Rops kill, a little bit lucky. The slow peek from the other side, Sampaius was ready. That one, just seeing the tracers. I'll take the luck out of the equation. That's a nice read. And the only round we've seen Vitality really get picked apart to that degree. Now, as bad as this half has been, G2 can still recover it. There's still a chance for 7-5 on the board.
Here's Flames out into the mid-peak, and they're all lining up. It's Mattis and Hunter both dead. Flames is worried about being pushed down through underpass.
Just look how proactive, how many different looks have Vitality given him on the defense?
Right, and it's different players in different spots always. You know, Flames down in the underpass now getting some fun. He's got himself a couple of kills, and in fact, he could track Heavy God back into connector if he got away with that. If Flames got away with that.
Sorry, guys, I was talking with Sam.
Be it, but Heavy God at least getting the kill outside Con. Nerds stepping out of Palace. He does get.
We'll see. My flight keeps literally moving on time,
hey,
so
but he's got his first kill. All that matters.
This is annoying because I'm definitely gonna have to leave at my normal time,
at the bottom of A ramp. That
even with
is
the
gonna
delay,
fade
just
shortly, and
to
he'll step in,
make sure they don't cuck
Heavy God's
me.
got a big role to play to create the distraction because Sampaius is off. It's not exactly
So
going to
sorry, I'm just trying to like game plan for worst case scenario with Sam to make sure I'm not missing the event or late, you know.
Just around the side of Tetris here. Heavy God trying to bait him into the fight to give himself the 1v1.
Maybe just stay home. I don't think Blast would appreciate that I use their money
and find success.
Don't
so
show up.
Just
That'd
the
be bad.
lack of ability to find consecutive round wins here for G2 is really stalling out any hope in this first half. Now 8-2, they miss out on the opportunity to somewhat reset some of that money down to a lower point for Vitality.
Just drive, bro. Yeah.
Strong situation right down to the finish line in this
Yeah,
first
let me
half.
just drive
It feels like
to
this is turning into
Texas.
one of those games where we say, like, okay, play yourself into the next map, you know? Like, and it's weird to say when you're only 10 rounds in. But Nerds with 1 kill, Mattis with 2 kills. And you can see the offense is starting to struggle with all these aggressive plays. Flames is just relentless. Little mistake from
I think it'd be
Nezzy as Nerds finds the kill and
18
opens up
to
the
like
B-bomb
20-hour
We'll see if
drive.
that
No big
mistake
deal. I
costs
got it, dude.
Vitality
Yeah,
this
I got
round.
it.
Nerds trying to make the most of it. The problem is ZywOo's cut off market.
Yeah, Nerds has to slow down his pacing because all attention is going to be in this direction with that kill on Nemezi, and they might even feel like the follow-up is going to be at the B bomb site. They'd be correct. Sampaius with the bomb sliding over, AK-47 in his hands instead of the op. Mattis as well. Going to hang back a little bit further for a few extra seconds, make sure there's no flank coming from the underpass. Bomb will get planted. Flames and Rops setting up for a bait flank. Flames go first with low HP die.
Weather in
Hopefully
Dallas?
they take
Yeah,
their
the weather
attention
is in
away and
Dallas.
Rops can have a
It's
clean avenue. Apex going to be heading towards Cat as market windows smoked off, and ZywOo's op is going to provide support.
But actually, my delays right now are from ATC.
Mattis just looks away, and here they come. Flames out first, but the spacing's good enough for Rops to get that trade, and now the pressure's on because Rops has got another one. Nerds is gone. Gotta be Sampaius. It's gotta be him again to win a round here for G2, and he just can't do it. ZywOo spots him out, turns with the AWP. Sampaius put in the ground.
So Vitality's
Vitality
just
put up to
not
9
fucking
rounds.
around,
Yeah, it's
huh?
brutal. Rops is scaling
This
into the
is
bomb
just gonna
site, just sees
be-
nobody home. There's no peek whatsoever from Sampaius. No one trying to take advantage of it, and that sends off the alarms in ZywOo's
Can we
head.
just
Turns
put
and
them in the
watches the
finals
smoke.
and let everybody else play? Can we come up with like a new
Vitality
format?
goes for in this retake is absolutely perfect. It works away just as it was designed.
Yeah, I mean, we said coming into this game that this
Like,
game
just
would
do
be
format.
a
We
great
just, like-
test to see what
like King of the
level
Hill type
G2
event.
are at, see where they match up against Vitality. There's a lot of work to do right
First
now.
at every round G2-1 was
Quite
while
the
fl0m
distance
was
between the
gone.
two
Yeah,
teams at
bro,
the
they have
moment.
2. Simmer down.
G2 going
Bro,
out trying to
well,
get
they
a
got
third
so
round
many
win in
rounds
this
while
first
you were
half.
gone. Dude, they have
Best
2.
case scenario for them at this
It's
point.
their map pick. Simmer down. Pipe down over there, buddy. Pipe down.
They're just going to slide into mid. And they're just going to turn the corner, it looks like, into con. Maybe just contact play. Smoke comes in. They want to peek with it.
Yeah, man.
Trying to mess with the timings of utility.
A lot of extra pass. How you doing, man?
Break of the smoke, perfect timing. Nuts. Nightmare half continues. Flames to assist and follow up as Heavy God is now dead as well.
You laugh,
And
but
you've
that's
got
how they do it
G2
in chess.
Scrambling in
Number one
3v5,
gets buys until the
under a
big
minute
games.
on the clock.
I mean, dude, it really is getting to
Real
that
space
point
to
where,
work
like,
with.
they...
Hunter is the only player that could potentially find something, but even that is watched by Apex.
I don't think people would be too upset if they just put...
This will come to a very dominant conclusion in the first half. It will be a 10-2 lead for Team Vitality. The question was asked, who is going to be Vitality's rival here in Fort Worth? Who will be able to match up to the level of Vitality? G2 were one of the teams thrown into that conversation, and right now there is absolutely no competition on display. 2 sporadic round victories picked up off the back of some biased opening kills, but that is all G2 find. Dominant from Vitality, and they are looking for the semifinals.
Apex probably yelled at them yesterday. Well, you know, I forget. I think it was Dinko and Moses yesterday too, right? Just talking about the fact that, like, you know,
He knows he's gonna swing.
yesterday was the type of game where Vitality will use it as a wake-up call. And they didn't even lose it.
Charge your mouse.
Charge your
He has
mouse.
plugged in. There we go.
Bro's dancing.
Char, even though you win, we love you. Okay, madame.
I'm gonna make sure that I always put 100% effort into it.
Don't know if that's coming through.
Then you lose this timing that you get with the element of surprise. It's like worth it to almost lose a player there.
You, baby! You wish you would be here! Hear me? Even in the fucking train on pop, you shoot me!
Dickies. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, man. Nori, we're still gonna leave at the same time. My flight got delayed further, and then they moved it back, and then now it's just kind of a mess. So I'm still delayed, but I'm not as delayed as I was about to be. And knowing how this shit works, somebody will, like, I've missed a flight one time in my life, chat, and it was they delayed the flight, and I went and got a drink, and basically whatever caused the delay, I think it was like something, basically they got like a whole new ass plane and they just fucking took off and I missed it. I was in the airport just chilling. Supposed to be like a long ass delay. That was like when I first moved out to Vegas. That had to be like 10 years ago. I was like, what do you mean the plane's gone? They're like, oh yeah, we got a whole new plane. And then so the flight wasn't delayed. I was like, what? I was like, what? That can happen? Like what? Like I don't even, dude, it was ridiculous. So did you get refunded? I mean, they moved my flight. Like they rebooked it for me, but yeah.
And we're back. 10-2. This game has not started any way that we
So
thought it would.
one
G2
time
came in
I've missed
flat in that
a
first
flight.
half. And Vitality, well, They just look like badasses. They came in.
Well,
and
yeah, they
handled
rebooked
business
because I
here.
was
10-2
checked
lead.
in.
Yeah,
I was checked in, and they knew I was in the
Couple
airport. Like,
isolated
they
nice
still
rounds, but this
left.
has been
Like,
so one-sided.
It wasn't like I showed up late. I was like,
guys, I will repeat it, but we're fucking great on City side. There is no doubt, guys. We're the best City side team in the world. We are the best at a lot of things. But the City side Mirage is not our best, okay? So we will need to step up.
we're the best at a lot of things.
Always humble. I love it.
Yeah.
We're the best at a lot of things. T-side Mirage ain't one of them.
Yeah, always, I like that. I love the. I just love the Apex every time I listen to him. But
They didn't even do a final call. They might have. That's what I was thinking. Is like they probably did like a final call, but somehow just like I might have had like my
might just make sure that they don't need
like
to play that much
like I had
of a
some
team round.
music
But
playing
look
or some
at
shit. You
this.
know what I mean?
Heavy got pushing through the ramp. Messi so ready, and Heavy got so sad.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell? Why is he watching that? Why is
Guys, he's holding.
Yeah, why is he so ready? He's holding T-spawn. Well, Flames is going to get some action. Nerds pushing up into him. And Nerds is going to continue having issues. Dropped by Apex. And now the defense has to scramble back and right into the arms of Rops.
Oh my god, there's just always
I know,
a
there's
Vitality player. It's like
everything.
everything we try to do, there's just a Vitality player
It's
right
like,
there.
we knew you were going to fall back in towards Con.
Yeah.
We knew you were going to
Well,
try
I
and
might
push
get to watch
Palace
2
after this
series
kill.
if this keeps
Always
up.
on the
Jesus.
perfect timing. Yeah, it's I don't think they have to worry about the T side. I doesn't look like they're going to need to play many T rounds.
Yeah,
like
really.
as long as you can win a gun round on T side, I think it's all wrapped up here.
Well,
Just so comprehensive.
Nori doesn't usually
What a
come to events
turnaround
with me.
from
She did come
yesterday,
to
watching
Austin, and
Vitality
yeah, Blast
struggle
did
up
pay for her to
against
come
Foot.
out.
With Coolio standing in, the
Yeah,
shot
most,
that was provided, dropping a map to them.
Most events
nice
are
shot-
like
nice shots from
uh,
Mattis. Okay, yeah, get some headshots, get some confidence going. None of it matters at the end of the day. Bomb's still gonna go off.
like if
11-2.
Monster asked me to go somewhere, like she's covered, and like yeah, if somebody invites me, they have to include her in the travel type thing. That's in all my deals.
Yeah, that part's
Which
not
is,
great either.
I don't think that's like completely abnormal.
Overpass.
I think Blast put up a stat. I think Production put up a stat right at the start of the game that teams that have
But,
picked Mirage
nah, it's usually
against
easier for her to
Vitality
be-
have gone like 2-5 since Rotterdam.
The major is the major, so that was pretty special. But in general, there isn't really much for her to
yesterday, I
do.
can absolutely see why G2 would want to come here. They're a good Mirage team. Seen the weaknesses yesterday. Points for Vitality, even though they got through that. Mirage didn't look necessarily that pretty. But this has been disastrous.
I mean, the other side of that too is
Right.
that, you know, if you're Vitality in the last 3 months, you've got an 89% win rate on Nuke, a 90% win rate on Inferno, a 92% win rate on Dust 2, a 100% win rate on Overpass, and 64% on Mirage. So, yeah, we can dive into the details as much as you want, but I think that's a pretty obvious, there's a pretty obvious lean there, especially if you're not a team that enjoys playing Anubis whatsoever.
And then you come up against them on Mirage and this happens. It's like, okay, where do we go?
You're like, oh, great.
Can we invent a new? Can we do cash?
Can we bring it in
Not much to do in a foreign
Yeah,
country
can
if
we do cash,
included
please?
travel and accommodation.
All right.
Well,
So
some people like to
Vitality's gonna
experience
be
those
amazing
things
on
together, you know?
Yeah, I actually can't wait to watch it on cash. It's going to be sick.
For those of you that weren't around when Cash was in the pool back in like CSGO, I feel like Cash is like one of the most like, it's like a Dust 2, like it just gives you highlights. It's just like the action there is so intense. It's gonna be fun.
Well, an opening kill here for G2. And it's Sampais that got it, so that's the winning recipe for the 2 rounds they've got so far. See if it happens again. Could be round 3. You can see Vitality try and convert a 4v5 deficit by heading towards this B bomb site. So they're going to be going into Mattis, who's just waiting for them.
Sampais has 75% of G2's opening kills in this game. Heavy God has 1, Sampais has 3. That's it. No one else is able to find any production in the early stages.
I mean, bro, they don't even have 10 kills yet.
Communicating how many players he just spotted up into the apartments. So they're trying to rotate.
I'm looking at
Sampais
Flames
over
trying to
here
get to 20
quickly
right
enough
now.
that he can help out. Look at the rotation. G2 are arriving big time.
Caught him.
Messi taking out a van. Rops hasn't even left the apartments yet, though,
that
with
nade.
the bomb. So they don't mind that G2
He
are
got out just
rushing
in
in
time.
and
Oh my God,
panicking
are they gonna do
because
another
they
one?
start picking them off, or at
They
least
gonna do
trying
it
to.
again?
But G2 still hold the advantage. Rops is taking damage. So is Apex. So, you know, Flames on 35 HP. And Hunter's going to connect onto Apex. Flames still getting a frag. And okay, Rops and Flames have brought this back. It's down to a 1v1. Flames against Sampais. And Sampais has won another round here for
There
G2.
you go,
The
there you
only
go.
player
Yeah, it's rolling
with
schedule.
round-winning impact.
It's triple kill in the
MP9
round for
still the
Sampais
goat.
as well. That's
MP9
great
is
work with
still
the
the goat.
MP9.
I don't care
And
what
that's a
any of you
tough
tell
round
me,
to win
bro.
if you're G2. The weaker weapons,
Like, team
you have
success,
some of the
like Vitality's
advantages
having
early
now, how
on
much
in
do you
that fight
think
and the execute.
team
but
members,
Vitality
coach,
plays
IGL
this so
contributes
slow.
like
They don't
30,
panic
40?
whatsoever. This team stays these far back with these rifles, even things
I
out.
don't
You
know,
got
bro.
Robs working the bomb site, and all of a sudden it's a one-on-one. Sunpias is just a beast right now.
It's not like that. It's like,
Quick swing,
you
pre-fire
want me
with
to
the
get philosophical?
And they're still alive. There's
It changes.
still a chance
I mean, I
for
imagine a great
comeback
team like
in
Vitality,
regulation.
that
3-11.
percentage changes all the time.
8
Depends on the
rounds
day.
back.
Yeah, a
But
philosophical
survive this
part
one
is
and
like,
get
you
that
know,
reprieve of going up against mostly unarmored
people always say like
blocks.
relationships are 50-50, but that's not
then
true.
one
Like
round at a
sometimes it's
time.
90-10 and you have to kind of like pick up, you know, the other side of it. And then vice versa. When you're at 10, they got to do 90. It just changes, man. When you have a team as good as Vitality, like, is Apex
Vitality
always
in
the
the
best
first half.
IGL in the world all the time?
On their
At
own
a
CT side,
certain,
doing a
no.
lot of these extremity pushes.
Some days he's going to be shit, and then Zayu has to be extra, you know?
G2 probably more out of desperation, but the timing is just about perfect.
Around the back, Mattis. There he is, that's the bomb. How many can he get here? fl0m out in play. He's got 4 targets in his sight. He's got some help from his teammates, and Mattis is going to make the most of it. That's 3 from him. And Messi to go down inside of the connector. So 4th round here for G2, finally getting 2 in a row as well.
Yeah, lovely, and not losing a whole lot. So money builds up, and things are going to start being okay for the CT side. Only real issue is the scoreboard, which is a big issue to be fair. 7 rounds back. But 5 rifles, 2 kills, a
you
FAMAS,
gotta,
2 and 4.
it's
So you're going to be going up against the
I
unarmored
think like
pistols.
it'll be
We're
really
just gonna clean things
interesting
up in
when
this round.
Apex
So,
decides to stop
a
playing, but I
chance
feel like
for the
Apex will
last
keep.
thrust of G2 to
What
see
am I
if they can
looking
get
at right
themselves
now?
back into this
Apex
map.
will. I mean, Apex literally said he wants to
And again, I brought
basically
it up in the first half,
ride
like
this
pretty early
one
on, just the way it felt.
into the
was like
ground.
the whole play
Like,
yourself into this series, play yourself into the
Apex
second
came
half,
out and
warm
literally
up a
said
little
like,
bit,
I don't
whatever it
want to
might
just
be.
like, I don't want to retire on top.
You're
He,
gonna need, like,
he
a
literally
little
wants to
streak
see
here
how
of a
far
comeback
he
to
can
make
take
feel
it
like
and
you're
make
getting
sure
into this
that
game, and then when
every
that confidence starts to show up, we know
bit
we
of
can have a
him
map too.
is washed basically and done before he stops playing.
Oh, well, that's not confidence building. Getting taken down by the Glock. Police Hunters come through with the grenade kill and then the M4, but he's also taken out by Robs' Glock.
I thought that was kind of interesting to hear that
No
insight.
issue, though. In cleaning them up, Notes comes on over. We lose a couple of players here for G2, but the round is collected and they're up to 5. So the buy now
He wants the
returns here
game
for
to leave
Team
him.
Vitality.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
not going to have enough to get the
I mean,
AWP
some
out,
people
so
like
AK
people always like,
47
oh, you should
across
retire
the
on
score.
top, you know,
Advantage
legacy,
Sunpias,
blah
'cause
blah
he's
blah.
got the
He's
op
like,
out on
hell
the
no,
CT
dude,
side
I'm
as well. So a chance for the sniper
going
of
till the
G2
fucking
to reign
wheels fall
supreme and
off.
have continue influencing the game in a positive way for his team.
What a Benji. Been good, man.
11 kills. He's tied with Hunter.
So he
and
just,
Madison,
I mean, if
and
you guys didn't see,
Heavy
he
God
did
is not too
re-sign
far back, but it's the
with
quality
Vitality.
of the kills that Sunpias have gotten
I'm
that
sure
have
that's
been
at
so
least a couple
critical.
years. So
No one on this team is able to match him in that regard.
Apex. Out through underpass. Smoke going to arrive at the bottom of the corner.
that's on
Shows for Hunter
T1
dead
entering CS.
immediately
Same
upon the
thing I
opportunity there
think
for
with every
Apex.
org that says they would like to enter
5v4 for
CS. I'll
Team
believe it when I
Vitality.
see it and
There's
I'll
a
have
lot
an
of pressure
opinion
on
then.
Nerds, who we've highlighted a couple of times having that rough game. 3 kills, started out 0-7.
I'm definitely not
puts
going to
him into
listen
the
to a
pressure
team that's like trying to. I
Hunter
think
going
aren't they
down
trying
to
to
be worried
IPO
about
right
Khan,
now
to be worried about window room. Mattis has slid over to provide assistance.
with like $1 billion valuation?
58 seconds on the clock, and really Apex is the only one challenging anything, the only one showing presence whatsoever. Vitality now going to follow up in middle, and that's where the defense is going to meet them head on.
Yeah, am I going to believe the organization that's currently trying to inflate their stock price?
Going out
About
again.
what their
Heavy God
intentions are? No.
Responds as Mezzi's out of there, and it's now 3v2, still favoring Vitality. Time at the 40-second mark as Rob starts to make his way out of ramp. Crossing over towards Sandwich. He's in a strong spot at the moment. That bomb is drifting back through T-spawn on the back of Apex.
Yeah, they're taking it slow. He doesn't want to show himself just yet. He wants G2 to think the possibility of the B bomb site is still there. Now the information going to be gathered with that smoke being chucked out. Robs can start making his move. Line of sight of Heavy got taken away, but the op of Sunpias is going to deliver.
Bomb
That's
down.
the bomb
And I'm
down in
delayed
14
again.
seconds.
Yep, you got to sprint either Flames
Flames
or
it.
Robs has to go get it, but it has to be Flames. Robs is gone. Flames has got the kill, but it's a 1v1. 7 seconds on the clock, in the open, denied by Heavy God. Oh, time really forcing Flames into the commitment of the plant. Heavy God give him a chance to win it by peeking top stairs, but Flames' hands were so
least I'm gonna have
busy.
Slay the Spire
And
too
another
with me.
round for
Fuck.
G2.
He had a split-second decision make. Do I plant default or do I plant in the front of the boxes? Can I make it in time? That's a tough scenario to be in. Might have thought Heavy got rotated back around, but here's that good mid push that does some solid work.
Sorry, guys, a little distracted with the flight shit.
He's just been an absolute beast, which is great. Yeah, remember, the start of CS2 for Sunpius was really, really rough. We lost a lot of faith in him as an AWPer, and slowly, he's been grinding some of that confidence and faith back in his favor. The gap is closing. And Apex's words ring out in my head at the very least. We're great at CT. Our T side has a lot to be desired. So every round on the CT side was critically important for Vitality. And as G2 continue putting rounds on the board, Vitality's gonna have more and more pressure mounting with that knowledge. Or at least Apex on his shoulders to call them back into the map.
Well, that is Rops. Sunpius saying see you later. Cyru and Mezzi now in a 2v5. See how much damage they can do, and none so far. So just Mezzi in middle with the Deagle. It'll be a 7th round for G2. Good to see them playing themselves back into the game now. Would have been so disappointing.
They're playing on the new
Vitality
Anim
just
Graph,
come into
yeah.
the second
Anim Graph
half here,
2.
win the pistol and close it out in the first gun round, but the opportunity is there now for G2 to work their way back into Mirage, and a timeout being taken here from Team Vitality.
Good sign. You forced the timeout out of
What
them.
up,
You
JD?
forced them into a situation where they needed the extra time to talk things over. Xtaz on the mic. Very, very vocal. Seems very focused over towards Mezzi and fl0m at the moment. Not time for panic just yet if you're Vitality. Still a 4-round lead. Still just 2 rounds away from a map victory.
Whisper, thanks for the 10-month primer.
But
Thank
it's
you,
starting to
thank
get to
you.
the point, I think, where they've lingered around long enough. Vitality's feeling like they've let G2 stick in this game way too much, and the problem is you may no longer have a say in whether you can force them out because Sunpius is starting to heat up. He's got a hot hand right now.
Has the
and if he
update
continues
messed up
having
in the
this kind of
lineups of
influence with
the Anim
AWP,
Graph? Not really.
he's
I
gonna
think the
tear apart
only
a lot of
one
your
that's like
rounds.
really
Cyru's
fucked up
picked
is the
up an AWP
Doors
on the
one on
other side
Dusty,
as
but
well,
I
a
actually
challenge
wasn't
up
throwing
against
that
it.
before. I'm like learning it now, but I think it's kind of fucked.
Zaiwu once upon his teammate's head. Not going to be finding the chance he was looking for to kick things off. Apex now moving out through underpass again, putting himself towards connector. Will Sunpius peek him though? This could be the opening kill available to Sunpius. Apex has crossed away from the danger zone now and is looking up towards the ladder room instead, where Hunter currently is waiting.
Quiet on the map, though.
How's the foot game? Yeah, it was kind of bad, to be honest. Hooksy
like you wanted to turn that corner
went
and maybe
full
try and
Giga
find a
Chad, dude. I
timing
don't know
for
what
a
the fuck
fight.
happened.
The knowledge of Sunpius is all probably dissuading him, and the rest of the team is now going to rotate back to the A bomb site. Here's that push from Mattis again. Did this a few rounds back to great effect with the FAMAS one,
Hey, girl.
the second or third round of
Got
this half.
delayed again.
Getting a lot of information for his team right now. So we should start seeing
Yeah,
Nert
got
slide
delayed an
over to be
hour
more
15.
committed to the A bomb site. Sunpius' op is here.
I mean,
Heavy got
they
over
moved
in
it
Cubby.
forward a little bit, I guess. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna literally have to go there and just fucking sit there because I don't want to miss it.
Sunpius, opening kill. Going back again, trying to challenge Zaiwu this time. He actually did.
Oh yeah, I
He's
can
done
go
a
to
2
the
HP.
lounge.
Zaiwu's only
Yeah,
left
yeah,
on
yeah.
2 health. There's Apex gone.
Yeah, I'll just
Messi
hang out
inside
the
the middle,
lounge.
finally getting something going here for Team Vitality, but a lot more needed to be done with 15 seconds left. Not a whole lot of time to do it. And you've got Rob trying to get out of Palace. You need
last
this
map,
kill
bro.
now, and Zaiwu's got it. Nert's still on stairs, fighting forward. 7 seconds,
Ooh,
everybody's dead.
G2.
Mantis on the ramp flank. Make
Bro,
sure
they're
it's
looking
all
good.
over. And they wrap things up. And even after a timeout, Vitality not looking much better at all.
Man, they are falling apart on this T side right now. Sunpius is really making it hurt.
Yeah.
Man, you might just go back and listen to the
no, it
Apex
wasn't
clip,
that
and it might
bad.
just become legendary if they
Was
do
it?
choke
Oh,
this to
maybe.
the end.
Chad, what was the
maybe you could see the future.
What was the last like?
Zaiwu's the one who's
What was
gotta
the
be
big run?
aggressive in that scenario, but at that point, so much time has passed. The rest of G2 arrived, and they're within striking
Was it
distance,
2
man.
to 11?
They're 8
She
to
right?
11. They're within 3 rounds.
I've just been
Feels like
checking my
Sunpius has
fucking
kept
phone,
a
I
minute
won't lie,
long enough
so.
for the rest of the team to start to wake up.
Exactly. That's what I meant when I said they've lingered too long, is now you no longer get to dictate that you can just
I am not
destroy
gonna
them
lie.
at will, the way you were for the first, 15 rounds of this game.
Co-stream from the lounge.
Not
Oh yeah,
much
true. I
for
should
them in
check
this
in.
round as
Well, I'll
Tech9's
check in on the way because I
little bit
can't
of
check in
utility.
too early.
Vitality hasn't even smelled the bomb site since the pistol. They haven't gotten a plant in these gun rounds at all.
Yeah, Sampai's heavy goal. What a combo towards this A site, shutting down Team Vitality, not letting them anywhere near the site.
Some poppies on
Another
20 and
round that
12.
ends in misery for Team Vitality.
Nerds still is wearing the
And a
liquid
ninth
jersey right
round
now,
added
though.
to the tally here for G2.
Tough for him.
On their merry way back into this game. We've now got Apex.
It's 3 to 11. 3 to 11. There you go.
And Sampai's has taken him down with the 5-7. 9 rounds for G2. Sampai's again, another huge round from him. A
Moses
triple
was
kill
right in our
with
podcast,
heavy,
man. He
heavy
was right.
impact being put onto the server.
They haven't even won a map yet. I'm down. Moses
All right, well,
was
it's
right.
panic time now for Vitality. It's time to be worried about how G2's playing at the moment.
And you've burned timeouts. You've
Why
tried.
do you think Vitality's so
Even
bad on the Mirage
pistol.
C side?
It is.
It's 7
It
rounds
feels
in
like,
a row
to
for
me,
this
when I
G2
watch them,
defense.
they don't
have
know,
just snapped into
like,
place.
they don't have confidence on
Nerds
it. Like, I mean,
struggling,
like
but
Apex said it, but
the lack of impact there is
I feel like
being
every
more than
team
made up
kind of
for by
has like
Sampai's.
their.
Unfortunately for G2,
This is how we
Sampai's
like
this
to
round
win
away
these
from the
rounds.
action. They want to shut down mid.
Type
but
of rounds,
Vitality is
especially on
lining up
maps
for
that
hit
they
the
play a
A-bomb
lot
site
of.
right out of the gate.
And I feel like Vitality just doesn't know what they want to do to win the round. Like, do they want to be a team that like makes a con player uncomfortable? Do they want to be like a more execute-heavy team with like some pace? They just miss their nades.
Hunter.
It always
Look at
just
the
kind of
step.
feels
There's
like
a
they
big gap in the
try a
smoke,
bunch of
trying to
different
work with
things
it
and
here.
none of it
And
works.
he goes out of the open. He makes the most of it. Vitality were trying to replenish
just
the
be like
smoke.
a
He put a new
player's
one down
thing.
in place, and it's worked out here for G2. Mezzi's still fighting though, and that kill brings it back to even numbers.
Yeah, and you know who's sliding over right now is Sun Poppy, and he's been delivering for G2. Smoke is up in his face. 21 kills on the G2 sniper. Out of the action for the initial thrust.
Trolling bro. Nerds is
But now in the clutch, this offensive.
he's getting
Now
it.
to the legs.
No.
Oh,
he
oh,
did.
oh, he did.
Yeah,
Now he did.
You've seen him, and he goes back to it. Rops will fall off the top of the wood, and it puts it all on Mezzi.
Damn,
Let's see if he
dude.
can clutch up here. He's got 40 seconds to do it. He's got
Oh,
the
he
ball
hears
in
the
his back,
reposition. He
and he's
hears
got
this. He heard
100
it. He heard
HP
it.
still to his
Oh, but
name.
Sampai's is holding it.
Sampai's
No,
intelligently
Sampai's is in a
backing
different
off, getting
dimension
the
right
ball
now,
down,
dude. He is in a
holding the angle,
different world.
Holding the line. And it really
Oh
should
my
be a kill
God.
here for Sampai's.
Time is an ally
As
now.
he goes into the
Oh
open,
my
slow peeks
God.
into the scope. And Mezzi goes down. We are
Nah,
one
dude,
round
that's-
separated between G2 and Team
He is.
Vitality.
He's him right now.
This
No,
is
he's
getting
him.
dicey.
This
One
does
more
some
time,
pious shit.
production, can you cue up that listen in one more
It
time?
doesn't
We
happen
listened to
often
this
enough.
coming in from the halftime break. This is Apex
But man, when it
talking to his
does-
team about the CT side and the T side of Mirage.
Okay, guys, I will repeat it, but we're fucking great on City side. There is no doubt, guys. We're the best City side team in the world. We are the best at a lot of things. But the T side Mirage is not our best, okay? So we will need to step up.
At the moment, it's looking like not our best is a bit of an understatement. 8 in a row
Sampai's is
now for
16 and
G2
2
coming
this half.
storming
God
back into this
damn.
opening map of the series. Semifinals on the line, and they're standing
Damn.
tall up against the best team in the world.
A heavy guard going out for the peak side of stairs. Not able to make the most of it, but Sampai certainly will. He's sitting back at CT spawn. He's not been missing much at all in this second half. It's going to be Nerds dropping Robs, but this time
Ooh.
Sampai does miss. Heavy
He
guard
missed.
makes up
He
for
can
it though.
miss.
A kill comes through. Sampai falls back. Heavy
He is
guard
still
with
human right
another.
now. It doesn't matter,
Vitality
though.
have lost
About to
the
be
lead.
11-11.
It is going to be tied
About
here
to be
on
tied.
Mirage. Sampai is chiming in. fl0m's dead, and now it
Oh,
is
shit.
G2 who are dominating all over the server.
Yeah, lost the lead and lost the grip on this map. Unreal, the turnaround in this second half. Pistol round won by Vitality. They go up 11-2, and G2 finally wakes up. Sunpius has carried his team to this point. Now Heavy God's delivering. Now Hunter's making plays for you. Mattis being aggressive. Nertz is starting to climb the scoreboard as well. Vitality have disappeared off Barrage.
Maybe we
And
don't
it's their
mention nerds
final
for a little
timeout
while,
they have
Moses.
to
Be
burn
nice. It
as
sounds.
their
It honestly
CT
just
side
sounds so
dominance for
fucking.
both sides today.
Like, he's trying to build up nerds, but it actually just comes across as
Just can't
condescending.
find the answers.
Because at least to me.
It's gonna be.
Probably can't find an idea at this point.
Yeah.
This
Mods
is where
cancel
you're
the
hoping and
combo.
praying, Robs,
Oh,
Flame, someone's gonna say,
man.
I can
How
exploit
bad
this,
is
give
it?
you an
Let me look.
idea, give you just a crumb that you can build
Oh
an
man,
idea
that
around.
is. That's a channel point shift.
11-11. We're gonna go the distance, but who's gonna have a chance at winning in regulation?
11-11. Here we go.
"24 kills for Sampius. We got Hunter moving out short with Mattis. Confident now on G2. You can see it just oozing out of them. Willing to take fights, break open the smokes, trying to search for these openings. Vitality come to fight them in middle.
I feel like G2 knows what they're calling this one based on how Maddie was playing that. He felt so confident right there.
B-bomb site or the A-bomb site, so it's no indication of where they potentially might want to split. It seems like they actually just called the idea off. Yeah. Apex and Mezzy were scaling a little quick through the underpass, and halfway through decided to switch things up. Nert's playing over at bench at the B-bomb site. Mattis is on short. Hunter in ladder room. Some Pius at ticket at the A-bomb site, and Heavy got up on the balcony. Underneath the balcony, excuse me.
It's all well and good coming back into the game. But how many times have we seen the underdog team come back against Vitality, seeming like they're going to get the win, and Vitality figure it out in the final couple of rounds?
3 players on B. I mean, you got Hunter right where you want him to be for this setup.
G2 are going to be very aware of that possibility. Hunter climbing down the ladder, now steadies himself to try and join with Mattis to deal with the threat. Vitality with 3 players, 30 seconds left. Hunter and Mattis, first 2 kills in.
There's one more
Rops
scat.
gets 1 back, but he's held back. He's held in position.
They know
Rops
knows he's holding them.
with that kill, and Heavy God's got the other. It's
Wow.
just Mezzy.
Wow.
15 seconds left. Ballman is back, but no hope in hell. It is 12-11.
It's fine,
G2
P.
have
It's
map
fine, P.
point
You're gonna be
first,
fine.
and no one seen this coming.
Look how jacked up Hunter just got with that win. He almost had to settle himself down. They probably cannot even believe they're looking at the scoreline like this right now. 12-11, 1 chance, and again, they have a perfect setup. 2 players at the point of attack. B-bomb site, it's been a while since Vitality gave it a little bit of love, and G2 was a step ahead.
The move, everything. We need to talk more.
Okay.
We need to do more, guys, than that.
Allez,
It's exactly what I said on CT. It was too easy, and we fucking don't step up right now. So let's fucking step up and don't look at your fucking score and play like for the team, boys.
All right, there's the frustration coming out. Saying they got complacent after a dominant CT side, very possible.
Well, might not be able to figure it out in time. 12-11 here for G2. Coming into this one with pots and pans, you've got 2 Tech 9s, 2 Galils, a single AK-47 for Team Vitality. Look at the lack of utility left now as well.
But they've got some sneaky positions.
Fuck. Oh, man.
This is
No,
a
no.
disaster. Rops with this kind of a space will ruin you.
Yeah, well, there's the first kill.
No,
Nerds.
no,
He's
no,
not the
no,
first
no.
domino to
God
fall.
damn it, man. I swear to
Could
God.
this collapse the defense of G2 and bring this one into overtime? Apex with the
What
Tech
the
9.
fuck
It's
was
Hunter
it?
dead. Out goes Mattis, can't get it done. And now Heavy God trying to step up in the bottom of the
Dude.
stairs. Apex is dead.
He missed the
A
arm
rare
shot.
missed
God
shot here
damn
from
it.
Some Pius. Rops around the back. He's ready
Wait.
those Some Pius turns.
Some Pius,
It's
you gotta do
all
some
gonna be
ungodly
Some
shit here.
Pius. 12 HP. And he's left back to a CT spawn.
Dude.
There's no way. Surely he can
God
pull this
damn it,
off.
every
He's been
fucking
fantastic,
time,
but
man.
this is
Every
just
fucking
asking
time.
way too much.
This would be a miracle if he gets it.
Look at the positions he's got to peak as well, and it's just not going to happen. Vitality figure it out in the final round, get this one into overtime. The money resets, and of course, it's a Rops round where he gets in behind them. They lose track of him, and he starts to unravel the defense.
After that whole run
Dude,
to come
I
back into this
swear
game
to
and get up to
God,
12 rounds
dude,
for
if they
G2,
do
the thing
not-
that is their undoing is missing the timing and not keeping an eye on the window
Swear
boost.
to God, man.
Rops gets that kill, that's the one thing. But with like a minute and 20 seconds on the clock and Rops is in CT spawn, he controls the map. And that's one of the smartest players to ever grace the game of Counter-Strike. He is going to wreck you. 12-12, we hit OT.
And now the reset, the fact you get everything you want again if you're Vitality, you got the ult back out, the AK's the utility, this game is back on again. Vitality were in free fall, but I feel like getting into overtime is a moment to breathe, a sigh of relief. And
Interesting
hopefully,
setup this time, though.
Vitality's sake,
From
they're hoping that this
G2.
can be a mental reset as well. You got some Pius and Nerds moving up into the underpass.
Tell you what, you could bet nobody on Vitality's feeling complacent right now after that second half. Good shot from Mezzy. Prepared for the peak, for the aggression, and some bias.
no.
It's a little bit of a clock on how long you can stick around.
You gotta run, Sun Poppy. You gotta get out of here, bro. Go, go, go.
Heavy God's going to be under scrutiny. Bomb on Apex, joining up.
Of course,
with
Mezzy's
Rops
ready
on
for
ramp,
it,
and they're gonna
man.
start turning the corner.
And Zywu has a pick on some Pius. This is gross.
That's a good kill. Heavy God going to die at the hand of Rops, though. Hunter and Mattis, 2v4. Hunter coming back over towards CT. They know where he is. Re-peeking would be his death because Zai was holding it from Palace.
And he missed the Molotov that would have taken that angle away.
And
Vitality even get that kill and then back off just a little bit, so Hunter's not finding
Dude,
the
if they
fights he
actually
expected
just-
whatsoever. Good situation for him, and he's just going to slide back.
It really is.
Vitality
It's
regained
happening,
the
isn't
lead.
it, guys?
13-12.
Yeah, I'm saving these guns too. No reason to go for this retake. Vitality now 2 in a row after losing so many in that first half. 10 rounds straight, G2 won.
They just
had the
can't
single
keep
chance to
getting
take
away
it
with
in
this, man.
regulation. That was ripped out of their hands, and that might have been the best opportunity they'll have.
Like, at least
Vitality
lose one
can
in
get
the
ruthless
groups or
now.
something, dude.
13 to
Get
12.
weird.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, guys. More. I want more. Let's go, boys.
He wants more.
Well, Apex demanding more out of his team, and so far they're answering his desperate pleads towards the end of regulation, just finding enough to get this into overtime. And a strong start.
Blacken makes the 13-month armor. Thank you.
That's a guy you run through a wall for, metaphorically, in the game of Counter-Strike. 13-12. Zaiwu found a nice pick on Senpias in the previous round, a little off-on-off action. Senpias is going to have that up on short for the moment. Flames and Apex on the other side of this smoke. They'll scale to behind the mid boxes. Spamming at the angles, trying to figure out information, seeing bodies out in middle. But G2's giving up the aggression, happy for the stalemate and to just back off.
Isn't 10K plenty for 3 rounds? No, it's not. Spectre.
God.
No, not if they want to like maintain full utility and
Good
ops.
timing for him. And he does not get spotted. Then the flash comes up. Hunter sends Heavy God into the peak. Rob's completely blinded by it. And so opening kill does fall in favor of G2. Let's see if they can convert this 5v4 advantage. Apex is moving out towards Tetris. Heavy God under the wood. And Heavy God getting spammed. Apex has spotted him. Utility's coming in next. Trying to heat things up. Now Nert's inside of Khan. His fight's only one being picked up. Apex and Flames able to take a couple. And Hunter still keeping G2 in this fight.
Oh no,
it's Zaiwu and Apex. The French connection trying to
no,
win this one
no,
out in style.
no.
They've got flashes going over towards CT. And Zaiwu climbs up on top of the wood. In through the smoke, Mattis. He just got underneath them, but Apex spots him in the end. Mattis is out of there, and Senpias, look at his flank. It's arriving very, very late, and he hasn't got a kit on his back here, but there are multiple kits available down.
Issue is no smoke. Issue is how do you get the kills? How do you find the players? How do you actually defuse the bomb? The answer is you can't.
Yeah, Zaiwu up on the wood as well. Maybe you can catch him on the retreat, but even that's a missed shot. So Senpias gets taken down by Apex. And the energy's back in Vitality.
Well, the
The belief
spit
is
that
back
I
that
just
they have
saw
what it takes
come
to
off
close
of
this out. They're
Apex
finding success
right there
in the
onto
T-rounds
that
of
monitor
overtime.
is crazy.
And they could even just close this out on the CT side now, even if they don't go on to win the next round here at OT. This is a very, very solid reset here from Vitality.
Yeah, it's been great coming at OT. Heavy favorites, they snap into play, snap the focus back in.
He fucking wiped it off.
That could have almost been something a little bit crazy.
Well,
but
yeah, he
Apex
can't
able to
see,
find
dude.
right at
He
the
can't
last
see.
second. He's going to be
He can't
exhausted
see,
after this
bro.
game. Apex has given enough energy for all 5
He's
players
gotta.
on this team. Window smoke is blocked.
There's the peek in from Senpias. Rops is going to be taken down. So an opening kill again for G2. Didn't matter last round because of Zaiwu, and it won't again here. Hunter goes down through the window. Senpias missing the chance and dropping back into Khan. In fact, getting spammed as well. Get out of there, Senpias. Get back to safety. Get around that wall.
They're so focused on this engagement at the smoke and Khan that they don't even realize they're scaling up towards the B bomb site. They've hit a very nice timing. Now, this position is going to be tough for Vitality to deal with. It's got to be a trade. Surely he's got at least the first.
Yeah, there's the first, absolutely. But the trade is immediate from Mezzi. We've now got Senpias just waiting for that cross, but Utility coming forward, not going to block the scope of the Opera until that flash comes in. Not only does it block his vision, but it gives the information away as to where
in the
Senpias
post
is
plant. He
playing
knows
from.
Heavy God's
And that
top
bomb
mid
gets
coming
planted.
cat.
A 2v2 again here. Vitality trying to round this out to map point on Mirage.
Oh, they actually have terrible positions for this. They're scrambling to get into some better places.
Can they do it? Can they get to better spots? They do have the space to do so, but they don't know that. ZywOo's got the scope up, checking towards short.
Dude,
Feels
what
like he
the
can get
fuck?
behind bench. And now having this
Bro,
spot
he's
is
wall
going to be
hacking.
death to Heavy
He's
God's
hacking,
door.
man.
And
He's
Sampaius
literally...
again, 1v2,
No,
stepping
he's
out of the
hacking.
open,
He has
and
to
he
be
will not
kidding
be
you.
able to stop it. Vitality
You
are
can't
back.
keep getting
It's
away
15
with
to
this,
12.
man.
Map point once again.
Yeah, Apex really willed GOAT Vitality into this overtime.
Bruh.
That is a very dominant stretch of 3 rounds. Back to what the first
This
half
guy's
looked like.
literally
Switch
breaking
sides.
even, and I still feel like he just sees through the
And
walls,
if the T
man.
side is
It's
supposed to be the
crazy.
weaker one for Vitality, you
The
just
fact
rattled
that
off
he
3
times
dominant rounds in a
perfectly when to
row.
reposition
You get
bench
over
and
that
knows he
defensive
can is
side, which you
nuts.
already know is awesome. Vitality with 3 chances to close it out. G2 had that one moment of opportunity. And now it all slips away. A hard-fought comeback. 10 rounds in a row in the second half. And just cannot find the finishing one. Last chance for Saw to talk to the boys before they head into this T-side overtime campaign.
Am I streaming while standing? I am, yeah.
Here's an X factor, though. We didn't really see G2 come alive until the second half. Now that they're here, does the T side look any different? Now that you've got Heavy God having some rounds, now that you've got Sunpius
Ren
and his
checks for
ult.
33.
Well, it's gotta be
Thank
perfect.
you.
That's
Thank
just
you,
in
guys.
another overtime.
This is
So
going to be my
real
last
tough
map with y'all,
task
by
in
the way.
front of
Before
G2
I'm
here,
going
but they have
to
proven
Blast, and I'll
that
be
they are able to
co-streaming
come
from
back
there.
into
So I'll be
things
live again
with their
tomorrow, but I'll
backs
be
against the
inside the
ropes.
arena.
Well, Vitality do switch to the more favored side for them. They're sending Flames in
Ooh, okay,
aggressively.
there you go.
Hasn't worked out. Nortz gets the opening frag in favor here of G2.
That was a winning recipe, though, in regulation in the CT side. Flames was super aggressive everywhere on the map.
No, I
pushing
can't stream the
multiple
other
different
games. I gotta.
locations round after
My
round. And they have
flight's
no
getting
idea about
delayed
ZywOo.
and shit, but I still want to get there in
Yeah, he's
case they.
staying committed
I don't want to
inside
fuck
middle.
around and find out.
Sampaius just around the side of the smoke. It's a missed shot for ZywOo. He's able to get away.
Everybody's
Into the connector.
missing.
Apex getting information on the jump. He's confident. Look at this. He's chasing after the kills too. He's looking for them. Oh, Apex confidence, but only success on the first fight.
So information is there, and you have time to kind of adjust the defense a little bit. And clearly, and obviously, you're going to have a lot of faith in ZywOo to grab you 2 in this round if they come to this direction. Actually, Vitality.
I'm not that we got to go there
committed
6.
to the B bomb site
No,
being
it's
the
just
final
delayed,
play.
and
Drops
they
and
keep
Mezzi
moving
both
it
there.
around, and it's
Far,
weird.
far
So
away
I'm
from
just
where it
going to
looks
show
like
up
the
at
action
normal
is gonna
time
come.
and just
Windows
chill in the
smoked
fucking
off.
lounge.
It's all ZywOo.
Yeah, just look how much he is responsible for defending. You can see he's checking towards the window, making sure no one's climbing up there. And that smoke is going to sever off his information flow into the site. So it looks like G2 have positioned themselves very well to win this round. The only player that can do something about it is ZywOo, and he's charging over towards CT spawn. Not able to deny the plant, and now waits on his teammates to come over for this retake attempt.
Not able to
I'm
deny
gonna
the
watch
plant,
the
but he
games at
gains
the
control
airport,
of the
probably,
staging
yeah.
ground for the retake.
Mattis
Or
on
play
top
Slay
of
the Spire
triple
2.
boxes.
Slay the Spire 2, and then
Palace,
maybe
one
listen to the
towards
game.
ramp, one up to the bench. It's a strong post plan set up here for G2. One in which looks impossible to get back
All right.
into.
Are we still
as
back?
Mattis takes
Nice
2
round,
kills
Mattis.
towards
Nice round.
CT
Nice
spawn,
round.
and Rops is left alone with this M4 all the way back. So that'll end up being another round for G2. They won't suffer a flawless defeat here in overtime.
I think you got to scale back if you're Vitality, those aggressive plays from Flames. I think here in overtime, I threw one at him, it doesn't work. I think you play something a little bit more standard. If you want aggression, team aggression, 2-player aggression, but obviously G2 in overtime is like, thank you, we'll take this 4v5. We love having that kind of an advantage. 15-13. I think ZywOo spotted his head on the jump, but couldn't get the AWP out in time. Great double kill from Mattis, stopping the retake before it begins.
Rops up short, good quick movement to get into position. He died from doing this earlier in the first half, but this time a lot more efficient getting into his spot. Sampaius, he was the success story in the first half for G2. The few rounds that they were able to win came off the back of his AWP in mid.
He's cooled off though a little bit, right?
really
We've seen a
has.
few more misses, a few more situations where it's a a kill we would have seen 6-7 rounds ago. But yeah, these past few engagements
fucking
he's been in
Moses. You know what
off
you
the
just
mark
did.
just a bit.
Moses. God damn it.
No one going to be flushed into the open by the Molotov, so
Do you
Senpai
think we
stands
said
around with not a whole lot to
6-7
do at the
like
moment.
when describing
Defensive
like
smoke
rounds or
deployed,
other
offensive
things in
smoke put
life?
down in con as well.
more or less after this meme
Vitality
became a
trying
thing?
to
Like, are we
exploit
just
an
more? Am I
underpass
just
play with the boost up and window room peering down, and nobody's
Like,
home up to the 1 minute mark, so they break up the stack.
You know
and
what I'm
just clear mid.
saying?
Good information gained. Now where do you want to relocate
Like, is it
to?
just like our brain? You know what I mean? Like, do we say 3 to 4, 5 to 6, right? 7 to 8, or was 6, 7 always kind of like that range that always got brought
Heavy
up the
commitment
most?
towards this A site coming right up here for G2. Can Vitality defend it and close out Mirage? Opening for Mattis, trade in from Zywoo. There's Flames again, big hold.
Yep,
And
GG.
G2,
All right, fuck off.
they were kept alive long enough by the heat of their offer, but the determination of the best team in the world was enough to
Search,
eclipse
thanks for the
G2's
40. Thank
sun.
you, Blake. Thanks for the 7 months. Thank you. All right.
They've done it. They've done it. They did it the
Yeah,
hard
they've
way.
done
They
it,
clawed
man.
it back
Wow,
after
they did
getting-
it. They did it. They did it again. Fucking kill me. Okay. Guys, that's it. That's it. Oh, bark, 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 bark. 1 sec. Yeah, so I'll be co-streaming from Blast tomorrow. Wait, what time do the games start actually? I need to like how am I unking tomorrow? Am I fucking blind? Wait, is that the first one? Oh shit. Wait, this damn, it starts. Oh, I'll have plenty of time. What the fuck? Oh nice. That's not bad. That's what is that? 2:30 local? Unless I'm missing one. 2:30 local? Co-multi-streaming? Yeah, I'll set up the multi-stream. Yeah. 1:30 central? Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on for let me just actually add my stream. I should add my streams because it's kind of a pain in the ass to do when I'm not home. Let me remove my stream here so people aren't confused. But yeah, I'll be co-streaming from the arena tomorrow. If you guys are going to Fort Worth and you guys are wondering if I'll be doing a meet and greet, I'm asking. And I think Blast said they would like to be able to facilitate that for me. It's just probably, they got to see if they could do it. It'll probably be like at one of their sponsors' booths or something like that. So if you guys are going to be there, I'll try to let you guys know on like Twitter or Discord or something. I get this. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have to travel. I'm not streaming any more of the games today. All right. Yeah, hopefully my flight stops getting dicked around and I get there without too much more hassle. We'll see, though. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right? This doggo is the best security team I've ever had. Raids Onyx? Let me see who I can raid. Sorry, he was barking up a storm. Okay. He's still. Oh, Graham is streaming. Yeah, I'll give Graham some love. All right, here we go, guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow from Last Forward. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for donating. I think today is the very last. Oh, wait, is Heku? Wait. We'll get Graham. If Heku's streaming, we'll raid and host Heku because she's actually hosted me hella times. Perfect. Yeah, actually, good shout out. Okay, bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.